you. Happy birthday to you.
Is it really a
Happy-
birthday though?
No.
Whose
it's
birthday?
My
not
birthday's
yet.
Friday. It's close.
It is
Ooh,
yours.
that's right.
Oh, my birthday is May 16th.
Mine's is Monday. Mine's is May 12th.
So our parents were
Maybe.
very
Taurus
bored.
gang.
Yeah, our parents were very bored around the same time.
Clearly.
Different years though. Different years though.
Different years.
Yeah, born on the same time, different years.
Absolutely.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. If anybody is joining us, we are here for the big day. Getting a lot of big reactions today. So yeah, gonna kick it and watch this live stream. Mr. Stefan
Trying to work some stuff. There we
he's
go.
flipping us. Oh, I like that.
Hey.
We can really show off Gabe's new apartment that he just got.
Gabe, can you show us the pool in the background?
Yeah, here. Let me go jump into it.
Damn, it's a beautiful day out there.
Yeah,
I like that, dude.
We love it. Hey, when are we getting the invite?
I don't like you, so never.
And that sofa looks mad comfy, dude. I love that.
Yeah, sleeping on that is so good.
Okay.
Good morning.
George,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. It's a big day. Exciting day.
Super awesome. I'm super excited. You know, given the spoilers and stuff like that, that's cool, but there's nothing better than watching this the way it was intended to be.
Of course.
And kind of getting the full, like, I feel like we kind of got like the appetizer.
Appetizer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Appetizer. So
I hope
it's
so.
called an aperitivo. It's an aperitivo.
Yeah.
We
got the appetizer, but then we got told we can't have dessert before the meal even started, with the world's being invite only. So
right,
yeah.
The menu for the dessert will not be showing up at the end of this meal, friends. No need to worry about that.
And you see people bright and early are up checking out the Lorcana app and noticing there's been some changes this morning. I don't know if you guys have looked and taken a look and seen.
I sure did.
Yeah.
I want to know.
We have.
I need to know what an obstacle is. What
so
do you guys think?
you guys want to do guesses? I'll go first. I think it either, I mean, I don't want to take two guesses here, but I think it either protects the characters inside the location. So like while characters are in this location, they cannot be attacked unless the location is destroyed. I think that could be a possibility.
So is the wall a joke to you?
or it protects maybe other locations or something, right? Like it's a bodyguard for locations. I think could be another possibility.
Oh, that's cool.
But
that'd be interesting.
Those are my two, maybes. But yes, obstacle definitely seems like it's blocking something, right? So definitely some form of bodyguard. I think we're gonna see.
For sure.
I think so. If I had to guess, I don't hate what you're saying. If it's that, I like that. What I was thinking when I first saw the obstacle phrase, I'm thinking like, okay, so locations give you lore or give you a benefit. So what if obstacles did the opposite of that? What if obstacles hurt your opponent? So if you don't deal with this thing, then it's going to hurt you. Maybe maybe loss of lore. Maybe.
Ooh, that's a mechanic.
Maybe
a mechanic not super explored right now, right?
Yeah, or challenge. If you every time you challenge your opponent, X happens. Like think of like Lyle, Tiberius Rourke, but kind of given to a spot. Something like that.
That's a cool way to think about it. Yeah, I definitely didn't think about it from that perspective. But yeah, I think that's an awesome option also. What about you, Steph?
I mean, what if we get really aggressive here and we do something along the lines of like blanking a location's effects? Or preventing the lore from being generated from it because the obstacle is in place. So like, think about someone throws down a manor, right? McDuck Manor, 9 willpower, and speaking from an Amber Steel's perspective, right? That's really hard to take down. So what if I just were to disable it, right? Even if it was just momentary, right? It doesn't have to be a permanent effect, but like, an obstacle could be like, until the end of this turn, this location does not generate lore, or effects on this locations are not usable.
Sure. And talking about locations, they also had, I don't know if you guys noticed, 2 new keywords for locations that are a little bit scary. Ward and resist.
Oh, no.
So if you go and you hit locations on the app, you will see there are new keywords, ward and resist. Now, do locations need resist and ward? Like, was it not bad enough? I don't know.
That sounds like it's going to slot right into a blue steel deck. No problem.
Ward and resist. My goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not too many ways to target locations, but like think about a location with ward. I mean, one of the few ways for some decks to deal with locations are cards like you're welcome or a hideaway, these kind of cards that can target it directly that can't, when you can't deal damage to it. Obviously Zeus as well. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. A location with ward could potentially be really oppressive, unless maybe it has a low defense and it's easy to kind of attack into. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how they balance that, especially since we didn't get locations last set. Right, we skipped the whole set of locations, so I'm excited to see what new ones are coming to the party.
We might see some power creep on locations, especially with some other things that have already been spoiled. Don't want to mention them yet, saving the sauce for the actual show. But thinking about increasing the power level of locations that are going to be coming out moving forward might be a thing. You know, I'd like to think that, you know what, we're heading into year 3 of this game, right? So first 2 years, a lot to learn from a game design perspective, right? What works, what doesn't work, what can make a game fun, what can make a game not so fun.
Sure.
And taking those and saying, like, you know, how do we balance adding new mechanics, right? Locations was a huge thing when it first came out. So like,
For sure.
how do we just increase the power level of locations a little bit, make them a little bit more relevant? And this might be the first indication that they're considering that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. It's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do. Locations to a lot of people have been kind of underwhelming for the most part. I think obviously there's a few exceptions to the rule. There's like 5 or 6 like staple locations, but the rest are kind of just meh. So I think potentially power creeping them could be something we will be seeing, especially if we're giving them keywords like ward and resist. So I'm going to be very interested to see what kind of balance they do with how powerful it is versus the resist and the ward feature. So I'm sure we're going to get at least one absolutely ridiculous one, but we'll see.
Awesome. Shout out to everybody in the chat, but a special shout out, number 2 at SSG, number 1 in my heart, Dragon John Z is at the watch party, folks.
Welcome in, everybody.
Yeah.
For those asking, sorry to interrupt you real quick. I saw somebody ask what time is the stream. This is like a little pre-show, but the stream actually starts at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific. So we're a little early. We got about a little over 30 minutes till the stream officially starts. But just wanted to welcome everybody in, kind of talk predictions and talk about our expectations for today. So thank you guys for joining. Go ahead, Steph. I wasn't trying to cut you off. Sorry about that.
No worries. Just wanted to shout out Praveen as well. She's making her appearance as well and calling me out. Where's my ill hat? It is still at the store. So I haven't picked up on it yet, but I do need to catch up. It's been really, really busy here at SSG. We just finished wrapping up the Merlin 10K, and we are in rapid planning and preparation for the upcoming Reign of Jafar event.
Can't wait for that.
Exactly. Yeah. Again, May 31st. I'm trying to get the Melee link set up so people can start signing up. The date, no matter what, the date is what it is. So if you're planning to be here for that, just know that you can definitely make your travel plans accordingly. I believe we liked opening up a little bit earlier to allow people to do buys and sells, especially because they're going to need new singles day of. So we'll be opening up a little bit earlier that day. It looks like it's going to be about 8 o'clock. So 2 hours before the event starts should give people plenty of time to be able to get cards they need, sell what they don't need, check in, and just get prepared to have a fantastic day.
Yeah,
and
super
hello,
hype.
RMB. I'm not bald by I'm bald by spirit, I guess. Right? I can't.
You're bald in your heart.
Bald in my heart. There you go.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Miss you, buddy. Miss you. Love you. Hope to see you again soon.
I want to answer So Deep's question over here. Pre-release event at SSG week before. We do not have anything planned for that officially. We could. It really just depends on our allocation to see what we can do the locals the day before. So usually we like to do something super fun for people traveling in on Friday. It won't be officially part of the release event because I just don't want to, the last thing I want to do is disappoint anybody. And again, unfortunately, we're at the mercy of the distributors, and we still don't have our final count of allocation. But I will say that if there is enough for us to open for pricing, And to sell, it will be appropriate, and we'll definitely do something fun on the Friday beforehand. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be super awesome.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, I cannot wait. I mean, if any of you saw the Merlin event, dude, what a weekend it was. I mean,
What a blast.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to like fully share, but like even on like normally I go to X and I'll talk a little bit about what's going on. And I'm gonna be real with you, like I've just been so consumed with just the emotions of it. And then of course I had to turn around and then go to work the next day in my big boy job, and just so now that we've kind of have a captive audience here, uh, I just a huge shout out, a huge thank you to everybody who watched the stream. A huge shout out to all of the SSG sponsored players: Hector, Ray, Ghosty, Zach. Huge shout out to Devin. Huge shout out to Justin, Theo. Huge shout out to the head judge Ronald. Huge shout out to everybody. I mean, we're gonna forget names. Thank you all so much for making that so much fun. And I need to know, everybody in the chat, I need to know, where the hell were you when we got to hear the wheel around the world, the wheel heard around the world?
So,
let me know where you were at.
So can I talk a little bit about that moment, because I feel like although we saw the stream, everybody's seen the clip. I mean, absolute insanity of a moment. Not many people got to hear like the tableside banter. So Steph was in the booth with Gabe for that round, and although I was sad to not be able to commentate it, I was incredibly grateful to be able to sit tableside right next to the judge and just watch the whole match. And it was such a cool moment because, you know, Wochuck, he's known to be quite the troll. You know, he likes to poke fun and try to make
He's
people
very
laugh.
colorful.
Sure.
That's what we say.
Sure. I mean, troll endearingly. Like, I'm a troll as well. So, but he was just kind of trying to crack, you know, they were both very serious, but he would take random comments and try to see if he could get Zan to laugh or giggle or, you know, crack a smile, because Zan was locked in. I mean, Zan was like, hyper focused. He did not want to make any misplays. And, you know, every once in a while, Chuck would say something, and Zan wouldn't break. So
Yeah,
all
Chuck's
of a sudden, and also Chuck, for those of you who don't know, comes from a poker background as well. He works at casinos and things like that. So he's very, you know, he plays that poker game. You know, you gotta have to, you know, feel your opponent out. You know, are you gonna bluff? Are you gonna say something? You know, so all of a sudden we're at the end of the second game. Obviously, we're getting down to the moment where Chuck is pretty much out of options, right? So he asks Zan how many cards are left in your deck. Zan says 15. Obviously, Zan has to draw his for his turn, which leaves him with 14, right? So Chuck goes into the tank, right? He's sitting there, and he's got 2 cards in hand, and he's sitting there, and he's like, and he starts to say out loud, I'm trying to do the math on the probability of which would give me the win here, right? So his options are A, play Cinderella, which is a 1-drop. Chuck is at 19, right? If Zan, for whatever reason, cannot answer Cinderella, then he quests to 20 and he wins the next turn. But if he does draw the removal, game's over, right? Zan wins, no problem, right? The other option is we ink Cinderella, going to 9 ink, right? Pray that we draw an inkable, and then he has the whole new world, draw into another whole new world to be able to whole new world again for 10 ink and win the game, mill Zan out to 0, right? Those are the only options. So he's sitting there and he's thinking, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Zan's like, if you want, I can tell you, I can help you. Like as a joke. So immediately Chuck flips the cards over, like, all right, here's my hand. This is what's going on. He's like, this is what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think out. What is this? What is that? So then Zan's kind of laughing, and Zan's like, I know what I would do. And then so he's like, all right. So you know what? Chuck says, you know what? I'm either going to look like a genius or I'm going to look like the biggest idiot. But he inks a Cinderella. He passes to Zan. Zan does his thing, gets up to 18 or 19, passes it back. Chuck draws the inkable. Boom. Step 1 complete. Then he goes ahead and plays the wheel. And then in dramatic fashion, Zan's like, you need to flip them face up on the table. So he flips them one at a time. Oh my God, it's not coming. And on the 7th card, boom, whole new world. Such an awesome moment. And it was really cool to see both these players that are very high level players like have that moment together. Zan was so excited. He was giving them high fives. Like, even though Zan had just lost the game, like, it was just such an awesome moment to be a part of. And it really made me feel good, man. Like, that's what it's all about. You know, everybody wants to win and all that, but these moments created in this time, like, it was really cool. I'm really glad that we were able to capture that.
How many booms on the boom meter was that?
That was a lot of booms. That was like
That's a lot of booms.
That was a lot of booms.
Ooh,
That was a lot of booms.
We got
That was
7
a lot of
booms,
booms.
one for each card drawn. You know, one for every
Yeah.
card that Chuck drew before he got to the wheel.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Chuck ended up hitting the bubble, so he didn't quite get in. Zan was able to get in, but Chuck couldn't squeeze it in. But it was still such an. I've never seen a crowd so excited and electric for a draw. Right? It wasn't even for a win. It was just a draw. Right?
So
But
true.
it was just such an epic moment that everybody in the
Oh,
booth
God.
was jumping. People in the room were jumping. I walked outside
Yeah.
to the play floor. Everybody was crowded around the television watching jumping. It was such a cool moment, man. And if you weren't there,
Yeah.
hopefully you were jumping from your homes. But it was a really cool moment to be a part of for sure.
Yeah, like that moment by itself is the reason why I don't care. You got to get to SSG. It is like there's nothing like that moment. And like talking about the TV, we got a TV out in like the main sales floor, far enough away where the other players can't see or hear it while they're playing. And what my favorite thing is, you got different players that are in the stream room. There's a special room to the side that they're at, and like their friends, once they're done with their matches, or like if they're already out of the event, they're like sitting around this like bar area staring at this TV. And there was one point that I was walking by, and Zane, who played Zan in round, I forget which round it was, but
Yeah.
Zane, the younger player, top deck kid, the younger player, his dad was on the floor, was watching the TV, and I'm walking by, and he like nudges me in the elbow. He's like, "That's my son. That's my boy." I'm like, "Hey, man,
that's adorable."
Well, speaking of my boy, we had another my boy moment with Mikey, aka Hayes from Freedom Gaming. Him and his dad both having both of them having great moments on stream this weekend. Mikey with his insane Blurple Jafar items deck, playing against Zan, who you can see Zan was like, "What in the hell is going on? What is happening?" He just played Croquet Mallet. He just played a lamp. And then he played Tabatoa to get back the lamp to play the lamp. It was like, what is happening? So that was an awesome moment. And then obviously Mikey's dad, who for those of you who don't know, I call him Senior. First TCG ever. His son plays, so he plays with his son. He's part of Freedom Gaming, and he is like the kindest soul you'll ever meet. Such a cool guy, and makes it all the way to the finals. Doesn't drop a single set until the finals on day one, which was absolutely amazing and such a blast to watch. Unfortunately, at the end, well, not unfortunately, because I like Justin too, but Justin, aka Jack Shadows, taking it in the finals with his Kiwi deck, which everybody said there's no more blue steel. Blue steel's a dead color, blah blah blah. So just a lot of twists and turns, and you really couldn't have predicted this weekend. And I mean, if you had sat there and said this is what's going to happen, no shot you could have predicted this weekend.
Yeah, talking about that, we have Mikey in chat right now.
Yeah, speak of the devil.
Hello.
What's up, brother? We were just talking about how beautiful you are.
And Joey too. Happy announcement to you as well.
Welcome, guys. Good to see you. Thank you. We have quite a few people in here, actually. I believe over 120 something heads in here. So thank you guys. We really appreciate it. Definitely, we're not expecting
170.
that. 170. Okay. Well, we were not expecting that, guys. We were just planning a little hangout, but thanks for coming to hang with us. We really appreciate it. Right now, we are live all over the place. SSG socials, my socials, and Illuminati as well. So there you go. So we're all over the place. So wherever you're watching from, thank you guys so much. And we're all incredibly excited to see what the future of Lorcana holds. I think some of us already know some of the things that will be announced today, which is totally fine. But I think that there's a lot more in store. At least I'm hoping, my fingers crossed. And what is something that you hope to see today that you don't already know is coming? We can go around the room. We can start with Steph if you want.
Oh man,
something you'd like to see announced.
Okay,
that hasn't been announced.
Okay, am I allowed to make like bold future predictions, or are we looking like right now?
As long as it's mentioned on the stream, like as long as it's something that's said.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll probably save that conversation for another day because I have a lot of great like translated mechanics that I'd love to see from other games somehow make it into Lorcana. But all right, I'll narrow the focus down to this announcement. All right, so we have already heard of the official name of the 9th set, which is Fabled. So with Fabled, I really like the artwork that Fabled is demoing in the marketing.
Sure.
And I'd love to see like alternate art styles for characters. So like let's say for example, I'll use Magic the Gathering for example, right? Because I
Okay.
started playing during War of the Spark.
Okay.
And one of the ways they were promoting it were the anime style planeswalkers.
Variants, right?
Yeah. So like possibly having artists collaborate on drawing the same character but in their own unique styles, I think would be super neat.
Kind of
It,
similar to the gift set thing that came out that one time that brought like all the
yes.
animator versions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
in the packs though, like I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because I think like the one thing that Disney Lorcana is definitely lacking is in their current product line that is the chase, right? So like the new set comes out, like we'll use Reign of Jafar for example. Okay, Reign of Jafar comes out. We've gotten the Enchanted spoiled about a week before the set comes out, traditionally. So we'll see what the art style is for those Enchanteds, and then it's traditionally those like 16 cards, right? Is it 16?
I forget how many.
Yeah, I think it's 3 per. Oh no, if it's 3 per
I
color,
think it's usually 3 per color.
Okay, so if
Yeah.
it's 3 per color, then it's 18, right? So those are the 18, and then you get those, if you get them, great, all of them.
Yeah,
That's
good luck.
fantastic. But yeah, at the current pull rates that they are now, like you get, 1, 2, then and that's it, right? That's it.
Right.
So I'd love to see some other form of chase. It doesn't have to be higher than Enchanted, but what is it? Star Wars Unlimited. They have the
hyperspace.
the hyperspace, and Magic even too, like the borderless, right? It's just like another tier that you can like if you want to stop at like traditional framing max rarity, you can do that, or the next level up are the borderless ones, which just kind of just allows the flow of product to continue to make it into the second market, which allows it grants for like a healthier second market. I just think it's a win all around for collectors and players
for sure
who like to demonstrate their
bling
their
out their
decks,
decks.
bling out their decks. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about this. I was on Cardboard Kingdom. Shout out to Cardboard Kingdom, Mike. You're super cool guy. I was on his channel. We actually had a conversation the day before the the leaks. We were talking about things that we'd like to see. And one of the big things that he said as a collector, because he does play, but he leans more into the collector aspect. And he said he wanted more reasons to collect. Like, give us more than just an Enchanted. Like, Enchanteds are cool, but give us more reasons to crack these packs and look for these cool variants and these cool special cards and things like that. And I think that leans pretty much like what you're kind of saying. Like, give us more, more cool stuff that we can collect, more shiny stuff, more variant arts, more, and anything that makes it special. And I think that's something that is the possibilities are really endless when you think of Disney and art and animation and the way things can be done. So I think it's something that they could really, Magic and all these games have amazing art as well. But something that I think Disney has going for it is, their art is timeless. These cards are actually beautiful. And that's, like I said, other games have great art too, but Disney's art is just very, very amazing. So that's something they could really exploit and really do some crazy, cool collectible things. And I hope we do see that in the future. Why is everybody saying you're wearing a Maelstrom shirt, dude? That's Illuminati, guys. Illuminati. That's the eye.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't have the eye thing, so it looks like the Maelstrom.
So what's cool about our logo is, of course, you can modify. So you've got the swirl, right? This is what we call the Eye of Chaos. And so you've got the triangles that are like that represent the corner of the eyes, but this is like the center of the eye. And what's really cool about our logo is that you can change each individual swirl's color. So like if you face an Illuminati member, they could have their favorite color combination on there. They can just have, I like yellow. I think yellow matches the Illuminati scheme, so I go with yellow. The reason why they say it's a Maelstrom shirt though is because when Maelstrom formed, which by the way, this logo was prior to Maelstrom's formation, to be clear. Number one, just want to call that out. So technically, Maelstrom has Illuminati's logo. Just want to say that. Okay.
Damn, we're gonna have to get them on the. We're gonna have to get them on the ICL grudge match.
Yeah. All of a sudden,
fight for the rights. Fight for the rights to the logo.
Fight for the rights. Is it a storm or is it an Eye of Chaos? All right, which one is it? Also, Maelstrom's logo is tilted and is clearly and obviously a storm. Okay, this is not a storm. This is a
could be like
chaos.
it looks like it's like
could be, yeah. But I also want to shout out Ray. So Raymond, who's a member of SSG,
Sure.
he actually did this for us too. So Ray
Surprise.
worked on the logo. He helped us out. He helped he put together every color combination and as well as the triangles and everything. So Ray, if you're watching, uh, thank you, love you, fantastic logo. We appreciate it very very much. Even if Freedom Gaming's a bunch of haters and they don't like you.
Raise the man. Yeah, everything. I think if you see any kind of art in our group, it's something that Ray has at least touched or collaborated on. I mean, we had the mats at SSG. We have Ghosty's logo. We have this SFLN logo. Gabe obviously wearing the Illuminati logo. So Ray's got his fingers in everything, and we love Ray, and he's incredibly talented, and we're happy to have him. So.
Yeah.
Gabe, is that your new house? I like the piano better. Yeah, this is a different room, Sploosh. This is not the same room.
Well, this is my summer house. This is the vacation home. I was in between venues, in between locales, and this announcement just kind of came out of nowhere. So I have to make sure that I get this announcement out there. So
yeah, looks good, brother. And I like that it's a polo. Looks nice. Do you know whose stuff I really like? World Class Cards. I really like their jackets. I like the SSG hoodies and I like the polos and stuff. But those little sport jackets that they have are pretty nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I was like,
those look really comfortable for long days at events.
Yeah, they look nice.
The it's like those look like either all polyester or poly blend, and I'm sure the majority of us have been to some type of convention or competition, and there's a true definition what it means to get sweaty at the top tables.
Yeah, oh boy.
I think Gabe made a comment once. What is it, Globo Jim, or who was it that said it from Dodgeball? That's World Class Cards, dude, coming in, dude.
Looking like Globo Jim, baby. Let's go.
Like you mentioning the Thunderbird jackets. Yeah, the varsity jacket style that SSG wears are also very, very cool. Yeah. Everybody's got cool merch. I'm not picking and choosing, but I have specifically like the sleek look of the World Class Cards jackets. I was looking at Zan. I was like, damn, Zan, that's a nice jacket, bro. So
sharp.
New to the channel, just waiting for the event. What's going on? Welcome in, guys. DJ, thank you for stopping by. We have over 200 of you guys in here. Definitely unexpected. I thought we're going to be chatting with maybe 3 or 4 peeps that we know personally, but there you go. 200 of you guys in here. So thank you. And what are you guys looking forward to seeing today? Anything? Let's talk competitive. Let's talk tournaments. What do you guys, what does the future hold? What do you guys think? Do you guys think that we're seeing DLCs this year? Do you guys think that we're going to get some new form of tournament other than set champ, maybe like some kind of, cup or regional or something like that? What do you guys think the possibilities are of what we might hear about today?
So for me, I would love to see an in-between event from set champs and DLCs. Okay. Ravensburger, I think it's no secret that this game is really like an entry point for people who've never played a trading card game. And I think that, a lot of what SSG has done is created a bit of a bridge when it comes to their events. And I think that's cool. And if to me, it falls in line with what we'd want to see from an audience. So Ravensburger brings on these new Disney fans, these lovers of Disney, many of which have never played a TCG before, don't understand how that works. They show up, they play set champs, that they start to build up their skill set. And so you go from set champs and then you hear, oh, well, maybe there's this really cool event that I can go to that is either in my city or not an expensive trip. And I want to go hang out with a bunch of people who also like Lorcana and also like Disney, but I've never played in a TCG before. I've never played professionally. Right. A DLC can be very overwhelming for people. So I think like a bridge event where Ravensburger works with anybody, whatever they can, to try to like spread that love out and help these players slowly become better. So that way, when they get to these DLCs, when they get to nationals and potentially worlds, there's like this natural bridge for these new players. So they don't have to be the best players of other TCGs ever. That would feel so on brand with Ravensburger, like helping these people to move forward. So I'd say I'm hoping to see like an in-between thing, like something in between set champs, DLC, and from there on forward.
For sure. What do you think, Steph?
Yeah, come to think of it, it's possible that set champs were the intention for that, right? And maybe it got a little too competitive. So it's
but but because we don't have anything else to compete for, right? If they
Exactly.
gave us these higher level tournaments, like, or in-betweeners, maybe there wouldn't be so sweaty at for set champs, you know, maybe it would be a little more of a casual vibe, but when you only give us a DLC or the set champs, where else are the sweaty players gonna go? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So,
So there's
I
a
think
there's a
giving us more
world.
events could not I don't wanna split the community either, but it could give everybody a little more options in terms of how they wanna compete.
Yeah, and a bridge event definitely sounds like it. Um, and the stores that have the community can help support that. Um, I think again, I'm gonna speak on a perspective from someone who works at a store. Right, we're always looking for opportunities to um, get more players involved in the game, and it's truly an ecosystem because the cards in the game can only do so much, but a lot of it has to do with the people that you play with, right? I know that even like uh, working all day, right, with cards, and then like staying for locals,
Mhm,
probably not something very common, but like I love doing it because it's the place where I love to play,
mhm,
right? And I think that when you look at it as a system to where, okay, what are some players that are commonly going like X2 a lot, right? I can sure it doesn't feel great, but how do we like, are they coming here just for the vibes? Do they want to get better, right? So digging into that a little bit deeper. So I know that locals I was playing a couple weeks ago, um, the opponent that I was playing, it was just a it was a brutal like, the match was over very quick,
for
right?
sure.
And I could tell that he felt kinda bad, and I said, "Hey, like, we obviously have time for the next round." I'm like, "Would you love or, I would love if you were open to playing, like, open hand, so maybe I can show you, here are some of my weak points of the deck, and here are the ways that you might be able to exploit them,
Mhm,
and you can just see kind of, like, how the game develops and how it's played from my perspective, because that's ultimately how I learned to get better at Lorcana. My biggest fear back in the day, surprisingly enough, was playing against red purple, right? Because I used
mhm.
to like over my
Ala
pattern
I
all the
still have
time.
nightmares about Aladdin, Pocket Watch. It's like, it'll never escape
Pocket
my
watch
brain.
for the win, baby.
Pocket Watch
Cauldron,
Aladdin
baby.
was oh my god, I'm kill just go ahead,
Ursula's
go ahead.
Cauldron for the win,
Yeah.
bro. Ursula's Cauldron. Let's go.
Go ahead, Steph, wasn't trying to cut you off. Go ahead, you were
No,
saying?
it's okay, but I would just always like they always have the B prep.
Mm,
They always have it.
mhm,
And then I started playing open-handed with a couple of friends and realizing like sometimes they don't, and sometimes it's okay to not play as conservatively or to not go like super wide.
mhm,
So it's just really like it was enlightening to him, and I felt so bad. He was doing
mm,
so great, and all I needed was there was one out I needed right after he almost discarded me, and I top decked the whole new world, got myself back in the game, ton of songs off 7 cards, and just cleared his board. I'm like, and I told him like, if that wasn't the card, I would have lost the game.
yep,
So you have to understand that that's an aspect of it too. And then he felt a little bit better. So I'm hoping that, you know, because sometimes there are some diehards for some decks that like are really bad right now.
yeah,
And I felt that way playing Amber Steel a couple weeks ago, but times change. Look,
for sure.
we're 3 weeks after a ban, right? 3 or 4 or almost coming on 4 weeks.
It's crazy.
And the game is it more or less has completely changed,
Mhm,
right? The amount of decks, different decks in the Merlin were great.
awesome.
And it's unfortunate that the ban didn't happen sooner because like I feel like this meta is still unexplored, and before you
Mhm.
know it, we're about to have new cards that are going to change the
That's
game.
how it is sometimes, though. Sometimes we never get to find out exactly how, how the format should have been solved, but it's all right. We'll be getting some new cards soon, and I'm sure we'll figure it out. I have a question for you though, Steph. When you were teaching this kid, did you tell him that Challenger doesn't work on locations?
Oh man, I'm never gonna live that down.
No,
That
never,
felt
bro.
so bad. And I think it's a common occurrence of like sometimes, like the number one rule of playing cards is like you should probably read the cards, right? And the fact that Fernando beat me thinking that Challenger didn't work on locations just is a pure indication that even if I were attempting to cheat at that, I still lost. And you should never cheat in card games.
Oh my goodness. So for those of you who don't know, Stefan innocently, God bless his soul, thought that Challenger did not work on locations. And so he was explaining it to somebody. He's like, no, it doesn't work on locations. And the person thought he was legit. So the person was like, okay, shit. Oh, excuse my language. But yeah, okay, I didn't know. And then Steph comes into a live stream, or what was it? It was with the Freedom Gaming, right? Because it was Mikey.
Yeah, because Mikey, it was Mikey and somebody else commentating.
Yeah, and he comes in, he's like, yeah, I felt bad because I had to explain to this kid that Challenger doesn't work on locations. And Mikey's like, what? what do you mean? And then Steph's like, yeah, Challenger doesn't work on locations. And that Mikey's like, it absolutely does work on locations. And Steph's like, oh well, I just accidentally just lied to this kid and told him all this stuff.
Hold on. Is that my boy Kylie? Is that Kylie?
Is that Kylie? My boy?
It's Kylie.
Is that my boy Kylie?
Join the watch party.
Is that my boy?
Get in here, bro. Get some headsets.
Live. We're live.
We're live.
Do you gotta work?
All right, let me set up.
Is he working?
He's just walked in. I'm gonna let you guys. I'm gonna kill my camera. And
we have 8 minutes. So
yeah, I know exactly. I'm gonna. I need to set up a headset for him. So I'll kill my camera and audio for a little bit. I'll let you guys run the show. Okay.
All right. Just remember to come back because we can't.
Gotta come back. Kind of a big deal.
We can't watch the stream without you. So
for sure. I'm gonna be around the table.
Goodbye.
Okay. Go. All right.
All right. We got Kylie jumping.
Oh no,
TikTok.
Really?
Oh, okay. He just did it to troll us. He knows how much we hate that. Welcome in, guys. Welcome. Steph stepping away, as he mentioned, for just a moment as we get Kylie in on here, because Kylie is the homie, manager at SSG, and he wants to be in on the fun. So let's get him in here. Well, the more the merrier. And thank you guys. We played Go time ago, thinking we could target any character for a couple of games. Wow. that is a strong effect. Just be like, yeah, I'll just ram into your goat with my Iago, and then I'll go my own stuff for 4. GG.
Oh man, I can't even talk smack because I've done stuff like that before, especially the big. I'm not even judging.
At one of my first, when PPG first did like their 1K, or not their 1K, it was another one of their tournaments. I dragon fired something on camera for 4 ink, and I won the game, and I was thinking, oh yeah, I won on stream, and then I go to read the comments, and everybody's like, yeah, nice 4 ink dragon fire, bro. I was like, what? So yeah, sometimes we do stuff. I could have sworn it was the first set, but I could have sworn it was 4 ink for some reason, but obviously that is not the case. So.
Oh my goodness!
When I first came out, I thought Kit could hit allied characters. Yes.
Oh, see, I did that too. I did the same thing.
Yes. Reading is hard, guys. For TCG players, you would think we'd be really, really literate, and we're actually the worst ever. It's like so bad. Like nobody ever knows what a card does because nobody reads the cards.
Well, I think it's a matter of ego, because like think about any match that you see where a player has to go and grab the card and read it. That's like such a power play that like we just don't want to do that. We're like, no, you know what? You just tell me what it does, and I'm going to trust you. And that's a great way to get screwed over in a card game. So just pick up the card and read it.
I always like to read it. Yeah, some people ask me, what does it do? And I'm like, just read it, bro. Because like then later on, they're like, oh, you didn't say that it did that. Like I know that happened to me at one of the set champs where I played Lyle, and I'm like, do you know what it does? And he's like, yeah, it gives reckless something, right? I was like, yeah. And then later on, he attacked, and one of my characters got banished. And I'm like, all right, you lose a lore. He's like, how? I'm like, Lyle. He's like, oh, I didn't know it did that. And I'm like, well, you gotta read the card. You told me you knew what it did. So yeah, it's a common TCG thing about not reading cards. So, but yeah, I just want to thank again you guys for coming in, and we are super excited to see what Ravensburger has up their sleeve. I know I didn't get really to talk about the my predictions on tournament stuff, but I'm in the same wheelhouse. Like I think we just need something else. I think we need more reasons to play. Whether they're whatever they want to call them, DLCs, SSGs, FGGs, whatever they want to call them, we need more tournaments. Elemental Ps. Yeah, we need 5 minutes, Demo. We see you, brother. We know. We're waiting. We're excited. Oh, all right, they're taking over. Oh,
that's my boy,
my boy Kylie. Let's go, baby.
Kylie, bro.
Where's RMB at?
We got to get R&B in here. We got to get JDC in here. We got to get all the bald bros in here and do a big show.
And look, and like Kylie, like look, I got to give a shout out to Kylie, bro. Like Kylie is like first of all, he's the manager of SSG. For those of you that you've seen him on the podcast if you've watched the SSG experience, of course. But like he's so like he's always taking care of whatever anybody needs. This man's running around the store, and he is still performing very well in tournaments, still performing well in events. He doesn't let that get in his way. Like this man is next level, and he's just the sweetest dude. So like a huge shout out to Kylie. We love you, Kylie. Thank you, buddy. Round of applause for Kylie.
I can't hear Kylie. We don't hear
Kylie's
Kylie.
like, yeah, Kylie's low.
Come on, Steph, make it happen. What's going on, dude?
Kylie's on one of the closed circuit mics that we use.
I can't hear my boy. I can't hear my boy Kylie, dude.
What's up with the creepy zoom in right now that we're getting on
that
Kylie,
auto zoom?
That's weird, bro.
The camera has like some auto zoom feature, and it's tripping me out.
Oh man!
All right, give him a.
Can you guys hear me? You hear me now?
Oh, my boy.
Oh, Mill's in there, bro. Mill, I love you too, bro. Mill's the GOAT, bro. I avoided him. I avoided Mill for 2 days. He didn't beat my ass for 2 days, so that was a good weekend. But no, I appreciate you guys, bro. I tried, bro. I gotta represent SSG a little bit, you know, and I gotta show people Green Steel's not always dead, bro.
Right,
not always.
He showed. We showed them on stream in our feature match for the high stakes that that Beast should not be in Steel Song.
Yeah. Yeah, it's.
100%.
I mean, it's just if you tap out on 5, and it dies, it's just the worst feeling. The worst feeling.
It's such a tempo suck.
I mean, even in Green Steel, when I play that on 5 and it dies, it's the worst feeling.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a bad call, but we made some changes. I'm really hoping that for the next champs that I'm playing in, not this weekend because it's Mother's Day weekend. I told my wife she gets the whole weekend because
I thought I could get away with it, but my wife's like, it's Mother's Day. I'm like,
No, she you know, and she deserves it too. She sacrifices a lot to allow us to run, or me to run.
Shout out to the moms.
Yeah, the moms.
I don't know how many moms are in. I don't know how many moms are in chat, but if you're a mom, shout out to you.
Yeah. Shout out to all the moms,
all the mamas,
your mothers. Shout out to all your mothers.
I see another Baldy joining us, Hector Harris. Thank you so much for joining in.
Oh, Hector,
bro.
Kylie, he says Kylie has the sexiest smile for a bald man.
100%.
Look at it. Look at that smile.
Look at that smile, bro.
Hector, bro.
Hector
the GOAT, bro.
Constantly refreshing, waiting for this thing to go live.
You guys think?
2 more minutes.
What do you guys think? You think we're gonna be happy at the end of this? Where do you think we're gonna be?
I think I'm gonna feel good. Honestly, I'm tempering my expectations. Right, like I'm already excited about what I know is coming. So like that's enough for me. But obviously, we all want to hear more about tournaments, right? Like all these cards are awesome. I love that we're gonna have things changing and stuff. But like, what do all these changes mean for the tournaments? Like, you know, if we're doing all these big changes, which, you know, in asterisk that we know are coming, like how is that going to be supported, right? So that's what I'm really interested to see. But I think that I hopefully feel good at the end of this. Obviously, there's not going to be everything. I know some people are hoping for an online client announcement. I don't think there's any chance.
Yeah,
I think it's 0% chance we hear anything about a digital client.
Yeah, they got to fix the Play Hub first.
Yeah, exactly. We got to worry about how we can play.
We have no idea what you're talking about.
We
might have an idea 2 hours from now.
Kylie said they got to fix P Hub. What?
I was in there for like 10 minutes, boys.
Guys, Disney stream. In 1 minute, we turned into a Ravensburger stream.
It's starting to go live right now. Let me
no profanity, no innuendos, no weird hand motions. Behave yourselves.
All right, let's watch it.
How are we looking here?
Let's kill. Sorry, chat. We're gonna kill the overlay. We're gonna go maximize. Let's
maximize.
I'm gonna kill the nameplates too for now.
I'm feeding Stefan a gummy right now.
They can't see it.
Damn it.
But I like. But I hear it though. That's kind of weird.
I hear you twice.
Oh, you miss it.
Oh.
We don't hear it. We don't hear it.
Look who's there.
How is JDZ there?
That's a betrayal.
I'm the Global Community and Engagement Manager for Disney Lorcana at Ravensburger.
It's real low if you can put it up.
It's a little low, yeah.
Some other
low?
with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Greetings and salutations, my fellow Illumineers. It is me, your boy JDZ, and I've managed to take the quest down to Ravensburger headquarters. I broke in. They didn't ask me to be here.
He showed up, 20 minutes before we started?
I showed up. I was like, hey, I'm coming in, and you guys are going to let me in. I told them, lock me in and throw away the key, or it's not going to happen. But seriously, it feels so good.
Audio up really low still. Turn it up, Steph. Sorry.
Working on it.
And I'm
Chat's
very
saying that.
excited to be at the point of entry for this new information. But I'm hogging all the time. Greg, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Greg Tito. We're sharing a microphone. We'll be yelling into it as the case may be for this. But yeah, I am the communications director for the Disney Lorcana TCG here at Ravensburger. And
let us know, Chad, if it gets better.
Excited
Steph's working on it.
See over the next hour/3 hours.
I put the thing all the way up.
Your fandom for Disney Lorcana TCG.
Absolutely. So keep it locked. Don't touch that dial.
Right.
Let's lock in.
Better.
Get your seat backs up. As we're going to bring you guys some new and exciting things. Rochelle, where we taking this thing next? How we want to get this started? How we want to break it down?
I mean, right now, I think we're just kind of hanging out, right?
Okay.
We got the timer right here.
Right. Look at that technology.
Started.
You see the technology?
Okay. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. The clock, we almost didn't have that. We wanted to have. At one point, I was like, maybe I could just put a laptop.
Oh, now they can't hear us.
But we made it happen. It's occurring. We did a live stream in here last week.
Can you hear production? Can hear you production? I don't know if they can or can't hear us.
From here going forward, but this.
Can you hear me, Steph?
I can hear you. If they're saying they can't hear us, it's just because
I can hear you. Sounds fine. Okay, good. Just want to make sure. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll say it that way.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
I do have to say, as someone who is an avid member of the community, I did think that the stream that you did last week was really cool. This room, if you guys don't know, this whole building is like, there's some state of the art stuff going on down here, and this room is like straight up off of some CBS, ABC type beats here, and it looks really cool, man.
Only Disney affiliates. Though,
yeah. Oh, okay. Is it ABC? My bad. I'm out of here. I'll never. It's ABC. Okay. Yeah, we're AB. Cut. Edit. We're live. This is ABC type stuff, man, and it's really, really cool. And I did appreciate you coming in and doing that. And hopefully, there's more stuff like that in the future because everyone really was excited to see it.
One of the big themes of today is that we feel like we're sort of at a turning point for Disney Lorcana, right?
That's
this
right.
is the next chapter of Disney Lorcana. So yeah, part of that is doing stuff like this more often. Well, I think we'll get into more details on that kind of stuff later on. But yeah, bringing you in here, really happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
If we run out of things to talk about before the announcements, we have some booster packs here that we could just open and see what we get.
Some boosters.
I like that your
I hope he
matching
finds
the
a 10-piece in there.
Hey, that was not an accident. The hat too. It's always color coordinated. You guys may know me. Okay, I'm gonna plug myself for a bit if you don't mind. I'm JDZ Quest. I stream on Twitch almost every day. I'm on YouTube. I make videos. But if you notice, the real ones. You guys know I'm talking. I'm talking to the real ones right now. The people who came in on the basement floor. We talked about this. Someday we're going to make it. And I like to coordinate my efforts whenever I'm doing the Twitch stream. So there's little Easter eggs, little Easter eggs out there for the people who really, really know. So shout out to everyone out there.
Michelle, move a little closer, bro. I want us all to have that in the frame here. Look, we're learning how to make this happen.
Let's lock in. Okay,
there you go.
Let's lock in. But okay, do you? I know you guys are here, and you're working very hard. I do appreciate that. But do you guys get a chance to play, Rochelle? Greg?
Absolutely.
Have you had a chance to get out and get your set champs on? I mean, the season just started this last weekend with set champs. You're gonna go
next weekend, yeah.
What do you play? I gotta hear it.
Turn to dogs.
So this week I'm playing Steel Song.
Ooh.
Okay. I appreciate that. Just a little deep breath. I do appreciate that. I did get a chance to get out there and play one last weekend. I won. No big deal.
Now we're understanding why you see that information. Wait a second.
I won and everything, but no big deal.
What did you play?
I played Red, Blue, Ruby, Sapphire. Okay, Ruby Sapphire was the color combination I went with. It's really fun. I mean, with the banning and everything, I thought that it would be down, but I still think that deck is very potent and powerful. So Ruby Sapphire lock in. It's still a potent strategy to play. I know, Greg, you don't really play too much. When are you going to get into the dojo? You get into the dojo? You gonna play?
I just started about 2 months ago.
Okay.
So I was a fan, was watching along and paying attention to all of the storytelling and the things going on. But I didn't dig in and play as much until I started here. So I'm getting into as much as I can, building decks off of the single player decks and, adapting from what I was able to pull and open up from playing Pack Rush and stuff. But, we try to make sure in the office to play as much as we can because you got to stay connected to what makes people excited about this game. And I'm excited about Reign of Jafar. I've been that's the first set that I'm more like, oh, I'm paying attention to all of the things. And of course, we have a lot of that to share coming up.
Oh, it's going to be nice.
Lots of Reign of Jafar today.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be super excited. We put the hour countdown. I'm just looking at the timer tick down myself and I'm like, oh my goodness. Why is JDZ? We're so close. Why is JDZ on the screen yakking when I could just be getting the information? I'm sorry. Hey, you know what I'm saying? We got to let more people get in here, and we're going to fill it up. So if you guys are here, make sure you tune in, hit the follow button now on Disney official Twitch, because I'm assuming, just based on what Greg has said and what Rochelle has said, that there's going to be more information coming down the pipeline through this channel, and there will be more open lines of communication. You are the communication person, so I think that's going to be, really neat. I'm super excited for that.
And that's why I wanted to do that last week too. Was just be like, all right, the whole point was about making sure we understood that people want more communication.
Yeah, the cup
we are going to be able to provide it to them as best we can.
I want one of those giant cards in the background.
Discord, so of course,
please.
Imagine
a tournament for that.
How are paying attention is probably already
big old Baymax.
If you haven't,
and EU, they've been giving them out at tournaments. We got to get them over here, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Conversation.
JD's. This is probably how JDZ got one. He probably took it from the studio.
In there all the time.
He wouldn't tell me how he got it, so that could be true.
Under his arm,
as much as you can in there.
I gotta say, okay, Discord, I love it. I'm on Discord way too much. I need to figure out a way to get off of Discord, okay? Because I'm always in there. It's just so much information.
Locked in.
I'm locked in on Discord, and it's just like it's kind of taken over. As an older person, I didn't find Discord until a few years ago. And I was like, oh, what is this? And I get in there and like people are sending the emojis and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, and now it's just taking over my whole life. I'm always in Discord because I don't want to, it feels like you're missing out when you're not in. So even if you're old like me, hop on in there. It's kind of cumbersome at first, but you'll get used to it.
As some of the older generation, though, it feels like online forums, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it a little bit like just like, oh, that's where we used to hang out when we were learning about all the games and all that.
So is JDZ an industry plant?
Post on the message boards. And to me, just
100%. I'm going with it.
Was he planted into our Lorcana streams just to take over everything?
Dial-up days.
He got us. He got in us.
If you're not in there, discord.gg/Lorcana. Join the Discord. Chat with.
Shout out to JDZ though, amazing person to work with and very well deserving.
Manager Kyle's in there. He'll answer questions all the time.
Kyle is great. He's got a whole shtick about how he talks to people in that rules Discord. It's so fun. Yeah, they know him well.
Absolutely.
But no, I love that because you need clarifications. You need things on how to adjudicate certain things. That's where it's like, oh yeah, where's this? Here's this extra corner case. Where can we find out how to make it work according to
the super niche narrative? And another thing that's important about the Discord and that's overarching about the game in general is that the community aspect. A lot of times people like to get wrapped around the actual about the unique strategies or the rulings and things like that, but just meeting people all across the world, all across the country, in your local area, making these lasting connections and playing the game, I think that is very, very vital, super critical to this. And I think that's one of the most important things, at least to me as a player, because I'm never going to be the best player, Rochelle. I'm never going to be a DLC champ. Probably. I just don't think I'm built for that. But what I can do is like be a good steward to the community and get out there and meet people and engage with people and make these long-lasting connections. Just like I said this past weekend, I went out to a set championship, and there's been like a lull between the previous events and now, and the last set championship and now. And I get to see all of my friends that I've collected throughout the time in this region. You get to see them again at the set championships, and they catch up what they've been up to and hear their stories and how they've been. It's just like kind of like a little mini reunion. So I think that is really, really cool, and I look forward to more of that when more events are coming out down the pipeline.
I think that's very important for the Disney Lorcana community. I love that about games in general too, right? Like I think games just bring people together. It's such a community building thing. People come together to play things like cornhole or whatever. Like and
cornhole
outdoors, and then
what hole?
Tabletop games does that for all year round. Right? You can get together. Almost every single one of my social engagements is around playing a game, and so I think
next DLC qualifier is cornhole.
For sure.
That's how you decide. That's how you decide who goes first. You got to play somebody in a game of cornhole.
Set championship
Kylie, you and me right now, cornhole.
I don't know because Mother's Day is coming up, and I think that's kind of dangerous. I don't want to. I want to live. I got to live. I got to be alive. And my wife. Shout out to my wife. Huge shout out to her. Without her, I would not be here right now doing any of this. And if I skip a Mother's Day to go do said championship, that might be the last thing I do.
Right? Well, bring her along.
Bring her along and
let her play.
She did. She played in the last one. She did. She showed up. She's learning. She's kind of like you. She loves doing the pack rush. She loves doing the sealed. She loves doing the draft. She loves doing the collecting and the pulling of the packs, but maybe just getting out there and doing and just learning all of the different card interactions and all those types of things. It's going to take a little bit of time, which it's good because there are other ways to play if you don't want to do that.
Now I want to create a mother deck that's all mother characters for Mother's Day. Now I'm going to do that. Yeah.
That's easy.
That's easy, right? I know. There's so many characters that are ready to go.
Where is my pen and pad, Greg? That is a good idea.
Put it in the memory. Put it in the memory.
I'm
for later,
stealing that. Well, that's going to happen.
The chat will make you remember it forever.
Let's go. Let's lock that in. That's too easy.
What are they talking about in there?
So
Easy with his lock-ins.
He's in Germany. He called out Greg. He called out Greg for putting a mug on a playmat.
Oh, that's taboo. Oh, that's not a coaster. That's taboo, especially this one, Greg.
This is look at that Hades map.
Right? This got my favorite character.
For shame.
No, actually, can you not do that? Is that a real thing? No. I mean, you can do Greg. Learned so much.
I'm just a squirrel in your world. You can do whatever you want.
There's been a bunch of people that have said we should open up a booster pack.
Let's do it.
That is nice though. I'm a big fan of that map.
Boost it up. Okay.
Here,
we only have. This feels like the time is going backwards.
10 piece and 3 enchanted.
10
It is going from
royal
48 to
Japanese
47.
Rapunzel. What else was it?
It's probably gonna be all Jafar cards.
I got 48 minutes. I need to stop clock watching. Here we go.
Are we all going to crack one?
One at a time. We'll go one at a time.
Can you turn you guys down? You, Gabe, and Skinner coming hot when you chime in.
Back rush
we
me
can
right
actually play some back
now. I'll rush it out, dude. Here we go.
Thank you, Otto.
Let me just do it this way. Right? Got a Stabbington brother.
I blame Stefan.
Going through the comments real slow.
Always.
Is it better now? Is it too much?
Give us a thumbs up, Otto, or something if it sounds a little better.
Monsieur.
You might do one of these.
Oh, gotcha.
We actually do have another angle, but I don't know if we want to do that, and we'll mess up the clock.
Yeah, so we're
still learning.
We're just starting in here.
If it needs to be adjusted more, just let us know. Thank you, guys.
Where if we change
anything,
the clock will reset, and I don't think you guys want us to reset the clock. So,
unless
just looking at this one camera angle,
yeah,
we will fix it.
If we reset the clock, we have to let it go
we
all the way down.
No, please. See, this is. Hey, we got to deep dive it. Okay, we got to really fight. I'm with you guys. No, I'm sure.
Gizmo Dog.
Let's go.
Whoa, Gizmo Dog.
Yeah, the Hades mat is nice.
Okay. Oh, you're cooked.
It was all right.
You're cooked.
I want one so bad, bro. I want that match so bad.
Dawson. It's always Dawson.
It's always Dawson.
There's just too many. There's too many cool mats and not enough ways to play with all of them at the same time.
Much me, bro.
It's always
Dawson. So you have like a rotation.
I'm about to pull huge right here. Let's lock in. Here it is. Legendary coming down the tubes right now. I can feel it.
Put my mug not on the mat.
Here we go. We got Burly Always. Okay. Stabbington brother. Treasure Guardian, Monsieur, Razul, Cusco, Mary, Fidget. This guy crushes. Okay, Pack Rush. This guy right here, Sealed, crushes. John Silver, Iago. Let's go. That's a hit. I like that. And then you have the Edgar Balthazar. We're cooked here. We're cooked. Shout out to Edgar.
Cooked, bro. PSA 10 Edgar Balthazar.
I like how he's on an official stream and he's like, "Yo, we're cooked. This pack sucks."
We did get the Iago though. I'll take that. I'll hold.
Now it's just Skinner. Turn him down.
Just for questions in the chat.
Keeps scaring me when he talks. That's normal.
But announcements start once the
That's got nothing to do.
Oh my God, you guys are gonna blow your minds when you see what I got. All right, so Card Soldier.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you didn't, Greg.
Right?
No, you didn't.
Pain.
Greg, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I know. You saw it already.
This man pulled it enchanted.
We'll get to it.
And I handed it to him.
I know, right? All right. We got Toulouse. There's a fantastic restaurant named Toulouse. I'm delaying this.
He's like, bro, I'm burying the league, bro. Just go.
Hey, Max. One of my favorite comments.
That's what I said. Hannah looked like.
I'm just gonna throw the rest of it.
Peppa Madrigal.
Greg, you are killing me.
We're showing each one of these.
Ad right now.
We're making it happen.
What is this ad going on right now? DoorDash, guys. Get your DoorDash.
Move on.
Get your DoorDash.
This is so funny.
Giant Cobra. Oh my God, there's so many of these giant Cobras.
How many cards are in this pack?
Are you kidding
me?
me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding
No, I know.
me?
You are gonna blow your minds. I'm not gonna lie. This is incredible.
I'm in tears.
Right.
This is so
they
funny.
Know it already. Not a meme is a great poll.
Greg,
number
you
one.
are actually killing me.
It was a 10
I really do love it.
It was not planted. I can even.
Yeah, this is great. All right, so this.
Look
is
I know it. God, no
This is just
way.
to prove it. This is the wrapper from this box. We just opened it.
Just opened
Wow.
it.
Exposed.
And I handed
they
it to
give
you.
juice
I
boxes
could've
on
So
stream.
good. Well, Rochelle,
The
you
double,
deserve this.
the double Rasengan
Jeez,
Tamato.
Rochelle, come on.
Because of the excitement level. Look at that.
You know, Rochelle already got one.
Wild.
And she took it.
That
Oh,
is
thank you.
fantastic.
She didn't even
It
decline
It
it.
was
She
so
said, "I'll
pretty.
take this."
I love the
No.
foil.
So we
I'd
can
take that
just- we can
tomato
just-
too.
Yeah.
You kidding me, bro?
Yeah, the rest
Said,
of the box
oh,
is
no.
dead.
Oh my
Dude,
God, I
that
love
is
that card.
Yeah, let's open another
That
box.
is a
Holy.
beautiful.
Dead box,
I didn't
baby,
see
dead
it
box,
yet.
throw it
It's
away.
Enchanted.
And I had it.
Tamatoa.
I could have just grabbed the hell.
I know you just passed it to
I
me.
passed
I
it to
don't-
you.
Where's the penny sleeve?
We're gonna
Where's-
share it
oh,
together.
there.
No, look at it.
Didn't
It's
you?
so
Wasn't
good.
The
it
They're just getting
fingerprints
all their
on that
hand
card
grease
right
all
now.
over it now.
Crazy.
It was,
Still,
yeah.
bro.
Not the enchanted
Not
though.
enchanted.
Yeah.
I think it was foil though.
Can we have a
So I've
sleeve
got-
on here. Can
we get a sleeve,
this guy
please?
up?
Immediately, I know so many people are
JDZ
touching it.
knows,
There's-
bro.
This is the
JDZ
estimated
knows.
retail value.
We now have all of the finger oils on it.
We do. We do.
But
That's okay. I was only touching the side. I was only
That's
touching the sides.
insane.
That
That's
is insane. It's a good, sign for the
things to
live
come.
stream to come. It really is.
Oh, people are saying we should cut it
That's
in 3
wild,
pieces
bro.
and share
Please do not.
that whoever said that is a good person, and we appreciate them. Thank
or
you.
like
for
what is
saying
it? What is
that.
it like? What is it like the fable or the
it.
story?
Yeah.
Who are the king?
We'll
Let's cut it in half.
Cut the
Yeah,
Tamato
King Lear.
in 3 pieces.
Yeah,
King
yeah,
Lear.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever will give up the Tamato deserves it.
You know what? I'll give
Well,
it
so I
up.
deserve it
don't
because I
want
gave it to you.
I will give it up.
I
don't
am the
want it.
king.
Oh man, well we can't come down from that. So these things are cooked. Anybody want to buy some? Anybody want to buy a box of?
What are the chances there's two?
It's got to be zero. It's
There's
literally
no
gotta
way.
be zero.
There's no way.
Zero.
That is amazing.
I love JD keeping it real.
I
even though
love
he's
that
on the
character
Yeah.
freaking
too.
stream.
Like
Yeah.
as a, I was a father when Moana came out, and so I loved singing that song. And Shiny is on my shower mix.
Yeah.
Yep.
got
Shiny is my
about
favorite
I've
song,
done it
too.
at Karaoke a couple of times.
Okay,
Have you ever done?
I've done it. I know the song well. Okay, and I'm telling you right now, I'm taking all challengers. If you guys ever want to do karaoke,
Yeah.
you're losing. Okay?
How's your David Bowie slash New Zealander?
Very
David
good.
Bowie impression?
Very good. It's very good. I gotta. My David Bowie bag is pretty deep. Okay, my Tamato. If we get into a Disney kind of cook off, you're losing. Okay, I'm not a very competitive player. Very competitive karaoke.
All right.
Singer
Well,
there.
sounds like if you're on my team.
Yeah. Okay.
then-
Go team up. Anybody, you're getting cleared. Okay, and that's it. It's gonna be too
That's fun.
easy.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
man.
other than that, Shiny, what's your song of choice? What's if you had to like bring the house down? What's your?
If it depends on the night that we're in. Okay, if we're in that Disney mix, I like to kind of go into a nice high range. Anything Ariel can sing, I'm pretty sure I can get
You're a
that.
tenor?
No, I'm high. I go up. I'm up there.
Wow.
I like to reach up
Okay.
there and grab it, like alto, soprano. Sometimes part of your world, I can tear it down with that one.
Wow. All right.
You know what I'm saying? I can do a whole new world pretty well. If it's time to really bring the house down,
Yeah.
I can go there
Do
with
you,
it.
do you have a partner? Does your wife sing?
Sometimes, but I like to work my.
You do both
I do
parts.
both parts. Yeah, I like to hog the action there, so I'll just get both parts.
When they sing at the same time, which one? Do
I'll
you
just pull out my phone and have
prioritize?
like a recording of myself
Yeah.
going at it, and then I can just
That
harmonize
is
that.
incredible.
It's
Yeah, so
commitment.
you're like I've got this.
You
queued up.
gotta fully commit.
That's how you know that you're in.
Steph,
your
can you
own
sub or
well-meaning
something, bro?
production
Can you lock
because
in,
you've got
dude?
the production in your phone.
And you got to be on a whole nother level. Okay,
Can you
A
subscribe?
whole new world.
Figure it out.
There it is. There it
Don't
is.
you
There
dare
it is.
close your eyes.
There it is. There. That's a little okay. I see you. I don't know.
I am actually tone deaf. Just so at least my wife tells me that.
But the thing about singing, it's all about you just gotta sit, you gotta feel it. It's all about emotionality.
Yeah.
Okay, because there are people who are very famous that can't sing at all. I think that are very famous for singing. Like I like to pick on the Boss. Okay.
Oh yeah, he can.
I don't think he can sing.
No.
Born in the USA. Have you heard that song?
He's got like one note.
He's got one.
That's
note.
why I'm great at Boss.
That's
Because
what I'm
just like,
saying.
oh yeah, I can
And
just
he's
do
like
this.
This
really
content's
changing
definitely
him
catering
notes.
to the younger audience
He's
for sure.
really famous for singing,
Yeah.
and I don't think he's like hitting
Which is
those
fair.
notes like that. I think that's just
They might
like
have some
organized
key
yelling, I
moments
call,
when
which is
they
cool,
look
though.
at the
That's a
timer
talent.
to
That's fine.
start.
Well, that's what
dripping
Seattle's all
some
about.
of the stuff.
You got
The
the
grunge.
betters and
I think
The
I would
5-minute mark.
imagine. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll
Look
let him
at
know.
look at the
Coming down
zeros.
off
Look
of
at the
this
zeros.
I know.
I am like looking
You're like,
at
how do we
this thing, and
transition away
and
from grunge
right,
rock to?
And I'm trying to focus, but I keep getting blinded.
Wait, so they
by
hyped
the
up
shiny
a
thing
stream
that's
to
sitting
watch
right here
people talk about
unsleeved.
their
We
favorite
need
song?
to get a
Yeah.
sleeve in here. Hey, you guys over there?
Yeah.
All y'all
I
back
mean, if
over
you
there.
want,
go
we
get
can
some
mute
sleep.
this
Hey,
until
all
the
you
stream
guys,
actually
go
starts.
grab
we
some
can just
sleeves
talk.
and bring those
We
in
can
here
talk
and get this thing sorted out. And
Hear me, Steph?
Protection. We need an armor.
all you guys over there, get back to work.
I think they're frozen.
So you know, just to transition off of that, what are like what's
I would say just lure them, and then we'll talk a little bit more.
Okay. Obviously, you know, we're aware that the leak happened. But
wait.
Oh,
aside from that,
okay,
what kind of things are you interested in, in hearing about today?
Oh man, I'm in a world.
I'm torn. What do we do, folks?
And we do have.
I want to hear what he says here, but then we could probably mute it.
Something that did happen, and it was unfortunate that did happen. Hopefully, that person gets caught and thrown into the meat grinder. But still, I was looking forward to
the meat grinder.
Meat grinder is crazy.
The next
crazy,
cards,
he watching Sweeney Todd.
I'm very excited to hear about the World's Tournament. I think that's going to be really cool. Those dates did come out. You gave those dates to us.
Yeah.
But just more information about that.
Yeah.
And just
he'd like to know who's announcing it, things like that. That'd be really cool.
Potentially before the
I think JDZ has an idea who's announcing.
Maybe like a ban list or a rotation or how that thing will work or an alternate format or more ways to play. I would like to hear about like a kids league or a way like a youth and under tournament or something like that. Or
we told him that
more. Just like we talked
I wonder where you got that idea.
Of
yeah, we told him that, bro. That was us.
Also,
SSG, baby.
Like another tournament series potentially between the Story Set Championship and the main DLC. Like maybe we can empower some of these.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier as well.
Void in those times where we haven't had those official sanctioned DLCs, these massive 2,000 person events, maybe like a 500 person event or 200 person event with.
Imagine he says all this and then they don't say anything about it. It's like shots fired, dude.
Yeah,
it's like this is what we want.
Yeah, Rochelle's like shaking right now in her pants. She's like, oh,
she's like, oh my god, this is what you're expecting.
I think that'll be really, really neat. But I'm just excited because I know that there's a lot of cool things that are being planned. I'm certain that you guys are working very hard. I can just see the people around and just being here. You guys are on the right path, and I'm just excited to see what's going to happen here in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, all those things sounds amazing. Let's announce all those right now. There's so many fun things in there, but like I am super, learning so much about what's going on, and all the work that goes into all this. And one thing that's been really clear is that Rochelle has been here for 2 years.
Yeah,
doing a
lot of.
I like
this
the new guy too.
Pretty much on your own.
I agree with you, Michael. Greg Tito, I think is his name.
This
is Greg Tito. Yep.
Or if you want, we can mute it for a little bit and just kind of chat ourselves, and we'll bring it back in when we got some exciting stuff to listen to.
Cool. Maybe we just in case they throw a card up or something. Maybe we just keep it like keep it, make it a small window.
Definitely not that.
There we go.
Wow.
There you go.
Okay, I'm cool with this. This is cool. We can work with this.
Welcome to my humble abode.
We'll wake Kylie up. I know Kylie was drifting off there.
Kylie, bro, lock in, my brother, lock in,
bro.
Kylie was drifting away.
If I could give somebody the award for dropping the biggest ball, Ravensburger by far has it, bro. In my lifetime, worse than any president. Worse than any girl.
Who let Kylie on the stream?
Worse than my dad, bro.
Kylie,
bro. You still waiting for your dad to come back?
Yes, we're live.
Cooked.
Yeah, we're live.
Cooked, this is just cooked, bro.
This is being broadcasted to all of the people.
So muted, this is being broadcasted all over the world.
Yeah. You promised we were muted, bro.
I didn't say we were muted. I said we were having a watch party.
Okay.
Bro.
Damn, Kylie. Tell us how you really feel, bro.
No, I think so. We
can't even hear them anymore.
No, I know.
No, that's fine. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Let's talk.
We muted.
But they can't hear us, right?
No.
No, JDZ can't hear us.
No, I meant the chat.
No, the chat hears us.
The chat hears everything, bro. Everybody hears everything.
Yeah, no, they hear us.
Kylie, is this your first time at a computer,
this
brother?
Is the first time.
Is Kylie like? Are we watching him learn in real time?
Yeah.
How many podcasts have you done, bro? We love it, bro.
I'm tired, bro. I love Ravensburger, but I'm hurt right now.
Yeah, I know.
You're hurt right now. It's just a pre-show, brother. Just chat.
How long is the pre-show, bro?
There's a timer on the screen. Kylie, lock in, dude.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We have to wait an hour before we hear anything good.
No, it's 34 minutes, Kylie.
Oh my
Look at
god!
That's why we said, Kylie, go take a lap, dude.
Yeah,
go take a
I
lap.
think you need to go take a lap, and then
go take a lap and come back in 30 minutes, dude.
Yeah, bro. Just walk it off, bro.
Go get locked in, dude. We got a Celsius.
Demonetized at this rate.
Yeah, go grab us some Gatorade so you can give it to us through the computer. Bro,
my man's cooked.
Kylie, you're getting, man, as long as they start clowning on you, then they could forget about me with my challenger mistake.
Yeah, good luck.
It'll become a relic of the past.
They get me, bro. Clown me hard, bro.
We'll never forget.
Clown me hard.
I do think it's really cool, though, by the way, that they did get JDZ to come in, and he was very sneaky about. Obviously, he couldn't say anything, but I would have never expected him to be on screen. That's pretty cool.
So actually, I'll be real with you. It makes perfect sense. So JDZ lives in Portland, and it's like an hour and a half drive to the office.
What's his address?
Yeah.
Actually, he should
share the address in chat.
Yeah. No, he's mentioned this on stream before. He said it to people. Like it's not private information. He lives in Oregon.
It's just cool. They've never done that. I mean, and all the time we've had Lorcana, we've never had like a creator on the live stream, so that's really cool. I mean, we've done them for Discord like parties and stuff. We've let them talk, but they've never been like in the flesh. So pretty cool.
Yeah, right. and like the cool thing with JDZ that I've actually learned about from a fellow coworker here is he was actually pretty prominent in the Yu-Gi-Oh community before Lorcana.
Yep.
So has what we he's like when he found out that JDZ was part of the commentators team for the Merlin. He thought he was here, and I'm like, no, because
the way you said it made it sound, because you said, we have Gabe here, we have Mike here, and then in the booth holding it down is JDZ. So everybody thought like he was back there, but no, he was virtual. He was working from home.
Yeah, no, but we got to see, you guys, the chemistry that you guys had on screen, given by the power of the internet. It was awesome. So hopefully, I'd love to see that get reenacted in person. Hopefully, soon.
Well, he's always welcome back. He knows that, and we do hope we can get him back. As
maybe for the invitational, boys.
Yeah,
we're cooking the invitational.
Cook it. I'm ready.
We're cooking it.
I'm ready.
Speaking of announcements, speaking of spoilers, y'all, what are we dropping? Is this an announcement? What are we dropping right now?
No, just cooking, bro. That's all.
We're just cooking. Okay, we're still putting together the recipe. We're not.
Kylie's doing the announcement of the announcement.
Yeah, according to Fred, the Titan, bro, I'm cooked and I'm
my
cooking,
speakers. Somebody's saying y'all are so much louder than them. Yeah, right now they're supposed to be muted. So if you hear them, that's part of the problem.
So exactly.
As in like us. So give me a second. I had adjusted something because I had a hard time hearing you guys.
Yeah. And listen, maybe if we didn't crack an Enchanted Tamatoa in the second boosty on that box, I'd probably be more interested in those boosty pools. But now that we know that box is cooked.
Bro, I didn't know they were opening packs. I just thought we were here for business.
No, they said it start. They said the stream was going to start at 9 Pacific, and then the announcements would start at 10 Pacific. So essentially, this is just like a warm up. But we're already warmed up. We're ready to go.
Oh, so much so. In fact, I can't wait to see them play Villainous later after the
the new expansion.
And then,
that's what this is actually here for. We're just doing a new Villainous set.
And then they'll do a puzzle
at the end.
The Kingdom Hearts Villainous set.
You know what though?
Don't tell me.
If y'all saw that Germany stream, that puzzle that they had like the group putting together, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was pretty lit.
I wouldn't be that mad about that. If
yeah,
they had
like how did they pick it up? How did they pick it up at the end? Is it just like on a big tray? Like how do they or they just disassemble it at the end of the day? And
they throw it on the floor and they make second place pick it up.
So there's a lot of accessories, like you put like a thing underneath it, and then you can roll it up. So you can actually roll up the mat. Yeah,
roll up the whole.
You roll up the whole puzzle. Yeah. It's like a sticky. It's like a sticky thing on the bottom, and you roll it up like a playmat, and the puzzle stays together.
Never seen that in my life. That's really cool.
It's wild.
I was wondering that the whole time I was watching. I'm like, how the hell? Once it's built, how do they pick it up and put it somewhere? Or where did they even put it? Where do they go? He was massive. Like I can't even get through a door with that thing. Like where are you going to put it?
Who's Fred? Is that Freddie?
That is Freddie.
Who else would that be?
Freddie, you want a hand delivered invite? Invited to the ball?
Invited to the ball for his invitational.
That's right, baby.
Baby.
Freddie, maybe if you come here at locals and beat my ass, I'll give you a delivered invite, bro.
Kylie, language, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Language. Kylie, you're You're a PR nightmare.
Yeah, I'm sweating over
We
here
thought
right
Wochuk was scary, bro.
I learned from Wochuk, bro.
No.
Yeah,
PR
clearly.
nightmare.
The PR nightmares. I wish you could change my name too.
Yeah, I gotta hit him. Let me know if you guys can hear this one. Hold on.
I got some chicken nuggies coming in a minute here.
So I gotta hit him with
Yeah, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to get him to give it to him.
Ready, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it for the next thing.
Is this why we need like a 5-second delay so we can hit that button just in case?
No, I have to be finger lightning fast.
You have to be ready.
Fast.
Yeah.
He's just gonna look
What?
at me and no. He's like, I know what Kylie's about to say.
He's gonna the first bad thing that happens when the streams or when the presentation actually starts.
No, I'm gonna listen. I swear for everybody, for safety's sakes, I'm gonna go like this. The whole actual presentation. See, I thought this was a presentation, so you know.
I mean,
that's why you were like you're dropping the ball because you thought this was the presentation.
Well, yeah, I've never and again I've never seen it take an hour for somebody to open a booster box. You know, I have Devin here, and you know, if I want to see somebody open a booster box, I can watch that box of Arcasias be completely opened in less than 1 minute.
That's true.
Yeah.
He is a pack demon,
And the efficiency at which he can open packs and still put the good cards to the side is insane.
It's
Yeah.
concerning.
I'm like, Devin, what if you missed something? I didn't.
I did.
Yeah.
I go through
I
every single
promise you.
card, like just trying to find one, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, he didn't miss nothing. He got every.
Yeah,
he
Devin
got
be
the
like, I
5
bet you.
hits.
Yep.
That is funny.
Bet you Devin's probably like, I bet you 3 enchanted that I didn't miss one. Go through it right now.
So no, this is not the official stream. I mean, this is the official stream, but this is not the announcement.
But I am glad JDZ is there. He's a good guy.
Yeah, me too. I'm happy to see him included there for sure. It's great. Like I said, I think he's an industry plant, dude. He just kind of fell out of the sky in year 2, you know, out of nowhere, and just rose to the top. You know, absolute demon, streams every day. I mean, I don't know how he does it. He's got a family. I mean, sure, he's got a job. I don't know how JDZ does it, but I'm telling you, I think he was planted in there by Ravensburger, dude. He's a plant.
He's the
You know
plant.
what?
He's the mole.
If he's a plant, bro, I'll take it, bro, because he's a good plant, man. I'm telling you,
he's amazing.
So funny to watch. He's so good.
I make these jokes because obviously JDZ is the man. Like, love JDZ. We got to work with him last weekend, and absolute insanity. Yeah, absolute. Saturday was a whole movie to watch. So, yeah, we love having him and hope to have him back. So cool to see him getting some recognition and just recognition for creators in general, right? Like that's something that I feel like NA can do better. EU is like constantly doing events and things with their creators and you know, always trying to make them feel included. And I feel like NA, not that they don't want to, but they really haven't shown, you know, much appreciation other than like giving out card previews, which seems to be not that big of a credential as it used to be. You know, they really don't do much with their NA creators. So it's really nice to see JDZ on the stream and hopefully showing a precedent for the future of them, you know, actually acknowledging their creators and trying to make them feel included. So I think it's a cool step in the right direction.
We could cook up a creator tournament, invite Forbidden Mountain, Illuminateers, 1st to 20, some Illuminati.
What? Bro, the Zoom is wild.
Yeah, the cook. What do you think, bro? What do you think, JDZ?
Have you ever seen the squirrel meme where he turns around and it zooms in? Dun, dun, dun. That's Kylie.
It'll be a Sunday closed tournament. See who the best of the creators is.
Oh, forget it. They're cooked, bro. I got them. Sign me up, baby.
Kylie's cooking, dude.
And that's great because that would be awesome. Well, no, because no matter what, I'll still be working production on that. But at least the commentators can get in, and anyone who didn't come visit, maybe they could do remote commentary.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go.
That would be really fun. That's actually a really cool idea. Obviously, you know, we'd have to put the pieces together and make it happen. But there's a lot of creators.
Yeah.
A lot of creators in the United States that I'm sure would love to come.
Oh yeah, it might be a sick tournament. My money's on Dan, Forbidden Mountain.
Dan?
My money's on Dan the man.
Dude, how you gonna? I'm standing right in front of you, bro. How you gonna disrespect me like that?
Because you beat me with that blue steel deck, bro.
You already know.
Forget that, bro.
You already know I'm coming to cook, dude. You already know.
100%. Yeah.
That would be exciting. I really like that idea.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can make it happen.
That's true. That's true. Mikey's down there. Yeah. Yeah, Mikey's right.
It's the only one content team has all their people qualify for the international. No shot. Whose teams all?
Yeah. Who are we talking about?
Freedom Gaming. They're all in.
Oh, for this invitational, I'm thinking of Lorcana, like actual official.
Gotcha. No, I was gonna say they do content.
Oh,
shots fired! Shots fired!
Oh no!
Ooh. My goodness!
Wait, hold on. I think I got one for that too.
Guys.
Bro, they made fun of my shirt, bro. I gotta get at least one in. That's not fair, bro.
What's on the shirt, bro? What is that? I thought it was a mustard stain.
It is, bro. It's for you, bro. That's for you to aim right there.
It's mustard stain.
What am I throwing a pickled egg at it?
Yeah, baby, throw the pickled egg.
It's a target. Bro. It's to show you where his heart is. It's where his heart lies.
This is the eye of chaos. This is the symbol of the Illuminati. This is the swirl that goes inside the eye. So this is
all right. I like it. I actually, speaking of the deviled egg, I found a funny card yesterday in set 3. It's an Iago card, and he's like hacking out the crackers that the Sultan shoves in his mouth, and it looked just like Skinner when he had the deviled egg. I don't know if we can pull that card up for chat here, but that card, I was like, I put one aside. Skinner, next time you come here, and you just sign it for me. It's going in the binder with my hold on. Bivens guys obliterated me.
Is it an actual Iago card, or Iago's just in the art?
No, I think it's his card. We can find it. There it is.
Which one,
bro? Yeah, you don't ask.
Oh, this one.
The pretty poly one.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Sorry, there's some people asking about the shirt. So I'm a member of a team called the Illuminati. If you watch the ICL, in fact, we're playing tomorrow at the ICL. If the Illuminati is, I'll be playing in there as well, and Skinner's going to get a chance to commentate on that game, so it'll be fun.
Yeah,
but yeah, part of a team down here in South Florida. We support. Essentially, it's like a team that is designed to like help people be better at the game. We've got like a large number of players compared to other teams. Which, funny enough, by the way, our opponents tomorrow, they've got like 30 members. I just want to be clear. The Lorcana Loungers has more members than the Illuminati.
Impossible.
But yeah, so like you can follow us on Twitch, Illuminati TCG, on YouTube, Illuminati TCG as well. So yeah, just quick plug, but thank you for asking about the shirt.
Gabe, I don't know why your audio dips in and out. You guys hear that as well?
Yeah, I hear it too.
It's been dipping.
Yeah.
Right, we'll get it figured out.
I can hear you, but like
you gotta lock in. JD's says,
lock in, baby.
Lock in. How about now? Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you sound heavenly now.
Putting up the card.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Skinner. This is your card,
Wait,
bro.
Hold on. It's not doing it.
Oh, we're pulling up the card. Is it the one? Is it Poly Crackers or whatever it's called? Poly.
Pretty
Poly.
Yeah,
Pretty Poly.
Iago Pretty Poly. It's a good card too. Might start playing that.
It's a good card, dude. It's Peter Pan from set 1. Set 1? Was that Peter Pan set 1? 3-2? Yeah, I think it was. Green 3/2 evasive. I can't believe that card was ever playable.
There we go.
And no.
Still no.
Okay, cool.
All right, I'm a restream noob. Give me a second.
What I can show you guys in the meantime is the Bivens signed Zeus here. So Bivens in top 8 of the 5K. He triple Zeused me. He just went Zeus. And then Devin pulled one, and he's like, "Here, I'll sign for you." I was like, "Oh, thanks, man."
There you go.
What an angel, Zach Bivens. We love you. Just an angel.
He's all right.
He's a good guy. He's a fun guy.
There
it is.
Hey, Iago.
That was literally Skinner with the deviled egg, bro.
Yeah, bro. Pickled egg eater, Iago. We love it.
Let's talk illusions, by the way. You guys think illusions are going to be?
Absolutely.
I mean, I know obviously that we're going to get a bunch of them. That's a no-brainer. But like, are they going to be relevant? Do you think illusions? I mean, Iago's pretty powerful right now, but also not as many people respecting Iago, right? So I'm assuming if we're living in a world full of illusions, we'll have more targeted removal being played in decks. But what are your guys' thoughts? Is illusion going to be like another puppies, or you think we're going to have an actual archetype that we can play for that?
So I think illusions were teased a bit in this set. But I mean, it just thematically speaking, it has to work with, at minimum. I'm not saying it's going to be like a tier 1 deck. It might actually, but I'm feeling like the starter deck from Arcasia's Island was just a tease of what is probably going to be happening for one of the starter decks.
For sure. Yeah,
I think maybe we'll get another Jafar that does more interactions with illusions, because just as easily as they can be removed, there's going to be an opportunity for them to be easily added back in. Which kind of just you just outvalue your opponent on all at once they're exhausted from all their targeted removal. Then you just have your stats on the board.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I think they may be problematic, and I think that that's why Bolt, the 5-cost Bolt, has his ability that he has.
That's going to be relevant for
or
sure.
he can just pop one. I see people might be playing a whole new Bolt where you have all your songs. You know, you got Storm, Strength, Zeus.
People are already playing that deck. That deck, I mean, I don't know if it's the best version of Amber Steel, but I have seen a Bolt version that you play Sven. So like you just try to restand them, gain a bunch of lore, and then obviously you could technically take out illusions if they were more relevant. But I don't think we'll have like an illusion deck, like all the cards are illusions, but I definitely think there's going to be some standout illusions that are probably going to be cracked. And like obviously the downside is they die to anything, right? They get banished by anything, but I think we're going to see some pretty crazy ones.
Still removal is still value. At least
or improvise, or I mean anything. I mean, you know, like anything that targets is pretty good. Blue has a bunch of them too, like minus effects and stuff. Obviously, they're not great against other cards. Really, only good against illusions, which is why it'll be interesting to see, like, you know, if illusions are relevant enough where people will be teching in cards that are not so great just to try to deal with the illusions. But
I actually think the opposite. I actually think that I think after Render Jafar, you will be able to make an illusion deck. Now, whether it's actually going to be like tier 1 or tier 2, I'm not making that promise. But
I mean, you can make any deck, right? I mean, I can make a dwarf deck if I want, but is it gonna do good? I mean, probably not.
Well,
you know?
I think we'll see some in tournaments, and I think we'll see some do okay. I don't know if they're gonna place. Like like we see pirates now, and like pirates are okay, but to the point that you're making, I guess that you only need but one pirate, right?
Right, like
Pirate
Big
in the
Pete,
sky, baby.
Big Pete,
Yeah, pirate in the sky, baby.
Strong pirate. You know, Captain Hook, really good pirate. Like there's pirate cards that are great, but like the pirate deck, not so much. Unfortunately, I would love to play a pirate synergy deck, but yeah, it's just not quite there.
I want to see puppies work.
Puppies, bro. Yo, Freddie, I'll message you, bro. I'll see what you're cooking up, bro.
I will say, after some of the alleged announcements today, these decks could be better. You know, these archetype decks could potentially be on the rise. So if you know, you know. So we'll see. Like like racers. Somebody said racers. I think racers are relevant. You know, pirates.
I want a Mario Kart. Relevant. I want a Mario Kart deck so bad. I want a Mario Kart deck so damn bad, bro.
Yeah, that actually sounds right. Freedom Gaming. Yeah, Mikey says racers going to be tier 1. Yeah, racers are going to be kind of crazy. So, pirates. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think with the alleged announcements today, we will find that some of these decks do become more relevant, which is cool. Like archetype decks, like I come from Magic background where like you play elves, right? And all the elves have synergy with other elves and they can search for the elves. And then when you have elves in play, they all boost each other. And that's cool. Like those kind of thematic decks. And I feel like although we have attempted to do it in Lorcana, the power level of them is just not great. So we end up just picking a couple of cards and then using those. So
shout out to Nassif over here saying pirates are tier 1. I did remember seeing his
somebody turn off your phone, bro. Lock in. Whose notifications going off?
Is that you?
Is it mine?
That's you.
Lock in, dude.
He's over here like Stefan. Lock in.
Yeah, you and I need to have a debriefing after this before I put you live again. You know we have a podcast tomorrow, right?
What's a podcast?
What's the podcast? You're kidding, right? It's Wednesday.
What's a podcast?
What's a
Como que podcast, bro?
Listen, guys. Listen, I'm trying to keep it real in here. All right? I'm trying to keep it fun.
Give me. You always keep it fun, Kyle. That's why we have you, brother. We love you. I'm gonna go grab my chicken nuggets. I'll be right back.
Can you bring us some?
Yes. Skinny's getting tendies. Skinny. Hey, he's disappearing in the background, yo. That's weird.
Let me kill his camera too.
Yeah, bro. That's awkward, bro.
There we go. Oh, it's our favorite view.
What is this,
bro? I hate TikTok view, bro. I hate TikTok, bro. What's what? Talk to me,
guys. 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15. I saw someone in the chat. 15 more minutes and my life changes.
Yeah, 15 more minutes, guys.
What does that mean? Does that mean that you're either in Lorcana or you're not? Like that's pretty.
Yeah, I think honestly, like all jokes aside from what I said earlier, now that I've clarified that this was not the announcement, I think that like a lot of people might kind of branch on what they're gonna do in their card game like what they do with their card games going forward. Like if they go back to another game they used to play, if they maybe try another game, depending on some of the news that they hear here. Honestly,
I don't know. I mean, I really hope that people, what they get out of this announcement is that there's better and more ways to play, not that there's less ways to play. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what we're all hoping for too.
Because everyone's like I feel like the thing that everybody's scared of course, like allegedly, we don't know for sure or not. Every time that there's an announcement, regardless of everybody thinks there's going to be a rotation, and I think my issue is people are worried that like a rotation means less ways to play, and it's like, bro, it's more ways to play. It's not less ways to play. So it's not, so the naysaying always gets me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Pack Rush is interesting. It does seem like a way to continue moving product if you think about it, because we don't really see a lot of sealed support in the stores right now, at least in our area. Everyone is just doing constructed. But I would love to see a world like, I feel like troves were the perfect thing to do like a tournament based off of. You buy a trove and a little bit, pay a little bit more for part of your entry for the pricing, but 8 packs, create a sealed deck out of that. You have the dice, like you have everything you need to play that night. Don't even need to bring your decks. Just you build a deck out of those 8 packs.
Yeah, you're not kidding. It's just like I love that. Like the first time that I heard about Pack Rush, I was like, this seems okay. And then at which DLC was it? I think it might have been Vegas. I think it was Vegas the first time that I played Pack Rush. They had like those events where you got a ticket and you got to play Pack Rush, and that was fun, dude. In fact, Stefan, you and I played around. And I'm sorry, bro, but I crushed you because I had all the evasives in my dual boosters.
I mean, that's the crappy part about it. It's like, okay, great. Here's a game where I can't interact, and you only need to get to 15 lore, and you ended up pulling up the it's the 2-cost uninkable evasive hyena.
Oh gosh, I forget.
Bonsai? Is it Bonsai?
Bonsai is a
maybe
3-2
evasive. He's not evasive.
The 3-2 quest for 2. Oh, Skinner, you're back, right?
3-2 quest for 2, yes, but not evasive.
Okay,
not evasive.
Do you want me to put the camera on while you're eating so we could do?
That's fine. Yeah, it's just nuggets. I'm not like.
We're gonna. Okay, we're back. We're gonna be bringing.
They're called tendies, bro. You're eating tendies,
guys. We need a tier list. Top three nuggy dipping sauces. Go.
Oh, yeah. Chick-fil-A sauce, 100%.
Okay.
Oh, bet, bro.
That's your top 3. What
that's all 3 of mine.
All 3.
Yeah.
Number 1 for Gabe is the juice that the pickled egg sits in.
Oh. Let's go, baby. Have you ever had a Popeye's chicken before, Skinner? A Popeye's chicken sandwich?
The one time I had one, it was frozen in the middle.
Oh, bro. Okay, maybe not that one. So they do like they take the chicken breast and they actually pickle the chicken breast before they cook it.
Yeah, so does Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
And I love Chick-fil-A.
Okay, so then you do like pickle juice.
But I don't like eating it out of the jar. Like I mean, it's cooked, it's fried, it has breading. It's not just like. And they don't put a bunch of red 40 in it.
What if we blindfold you?
What if you
blindfolded? If we blindfolded you and then Gabe fed it to you, and you didn't know what it was?
Just some kind of fantasy of yours? What's going on with that?
Yeah. I'm gonna Lady in the Tramp. We're gonna Lady in the Tramp.
Pickled egg.
Let's go.
All right,
we got 10 minutes.
The
11-minute mark, guys. I'm optimistic now. I'm course corrected.
You ready?
From before.
You feeling good?
Skinner, what time do you want to unmute? You want to maybe like the last 5 minutes, maybe just in case they might.
Yeah, they're probably gonna transition in
because I don't see I just see them opening packs and talking.
Yeah, they are opening packs, but like
just definitely like recap on that on the VOD, but.
Yeah, at the 2-minute mark, we can jump in. Is that what you're asking?
I just want to know because since I'm in control right now.
Yeah. When they get to like 2 minutes, we'll bring them back in and we'll get ready.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, yeah. So as we're nearing closer to the time here, we're getting closer to that.
Thank you, Gabe. I was like, hopefully somebody could fill the air while I chew this damn nugget. Thank you, Gabe.
Are you taking notes?
You're about to take notes, bro?
Yeah, because we're gonna have a chat after.
Be that good, bro?
We're gonna talk after, so we
got the hope.
Do you need me to teach you how to be on a podcast, brother? You gotta lock in, bro.
It's all up here, Papa. It's all up here.
That's true. Kylie's got that's how he lost all his hairs because he holds so much memories.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like I say, we listen in because as we get closer to the time, they're probably gonna like start
Yeah, they'll start to transition.
Conversations.
Although it still looks like they're ripping
let's sneak in.
Yeah, right now they're just.
I got them too.
Cannot see it at all. I know. We do
All right,
have
let me
another angle,
chat.
No.
Let me know
which is that
if
camera
this is
over
too
there,
loud.
which we're gonna do it
Testing.
eventually.
See if y'all can
Canine
hear us.
crunchies.
The link.
Checking the volumes. Chat.
Cybug.
Let us know.
It's an invasive enemy. I like doing it slow. I don't know.
It works for you.
All the comments, I like to do it. Can you pronounce
I like doing it slow as
Yzma.
crazy. Bro.
Yzma.
I didn't get anybody else's tier list for
I think
dipping
the first
sauces.
time I did this, I was like, Wisma?
Chick-fil-A,
Oh, I do love Robin.
Polynesian,
Mhm.
and then
I love that
combining mayonnaise and
share.
ketchup together.
That is such a
Really?
Hispanic thing. My wife.
What about you, Kylie? Top 3 dipping sauces.
One day I'll figure out.
Probably Chick-fil-A sauce.
Damn, well, you three, you are so high on Chick-fil-A
Chick-fil-A
sauce.
sauce is gas.
Ooh, that works.
Cholula can never beat Cholula.
Maurice's
Ooh, Cholula.
Machine.
I like adding Cholula
Cholula's good,
to my sauces.
And just regular old ketchup,
Felix
bro.
Jr.
Ketchup.
Oh, we're getting into the special one. I've got.
I'm doing honey right now.
Rhino.
Honey's elite.
Hello.
Honey's good.
Hello,
Honey's good.
Rhino.
Honey is good. Hot honey. Mike's hot honey is fantastic.
Oh,
Look at
My
that.
favorite.
Oh my gosh.
Back to back.
I got back-to-back Jafar.
That's neat.
That's right. We got Jafar, newly crowned.
How's audio,
Newly
guys,
Jafar,
out there in the
newly
universe?
crowned
Oh,
in a
yeah.
foil.
Let's go.
Bro, this box is juicy.
Yeah, let us know about
Yeah,
the
that-
audio.
This
That's
is
pretty neat. I don't think- you
JDZ
don't
put
really-
this
you don't really
box
see too
together
many
like his
back-to-back
pack
pieces.
with the 10-piece.
That was nice.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to get that foil effect that y'all can see.
I got the Cybug. We got Tanana, Robin Hood.
Tanana.
Okay. Pacha.
Tanana.
I like this Pacha. King Stefan. This guy crushes.
that's
in
King
My
Cybug.
dog,
Stefan.
King Stefan, baby.
I like
Let's
the King
go.
Stefan. This guy soloed me in Sealed. Hey.
Hey.
Maribel. I pulled Enchanted Maribel the other day. Very lit. Steel Coil.
Lit.
Oh,
Pascal
Pascal,
also crushes
Pascal
in
the
Sealed
goat,
and Limited.
He
Goofy.
said very lit.
Let's go. Legendary.
Ooh.
We out here. Mickey.
Nice.
Legendary.
And we
Mickey
got the
Mouse.
Kenai foil. It's better than Iago, by the way.
I saw an amethyst
I don't
foil
believe
and was
I
like,
don't think so.
am I losing the
Iago's the best.
No, I would never do that to you, Rochelle.
I got
Oh, damn, I ran out of water. I'll have to do a little water break in a minute here.
Elsa.
Elsa.
Water has memory.
That card's cool.
I think that was Katie loved that card.
Mhm.
He's a
Is
trainer.
that phrase from a movie, or is that water has memory? Is that from a movie, or is that
Yeah.
just like a lore thing?
From
Orville.
I think it's from Frozen.
Why are we chopping up
Elsa
here stuff?
Sinclair.
Helga.
Oh, I think we're back.
There's a lot of Helga Sinclair. There's a lot of people
Waterhead, man.
trying to get people to play this card.
That card's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, especially right now with all the evasive stuff going on. That card's quite neat.
Pascal. The Prince. Chernabog. Pongo.
Pongo.
And Freckles foil.
Would you say? Oh, Freckles.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Puppy.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You can tell it's Freckles because he's got freckles.
Hey.
Is that how they do it?
How do what?
It's like the same thing with Patch.
They
He's got
all
a patch.
They'll have like the
spots.
dots. You had me going there for a second, Greg, because I was like, is there really a noticeable, discernible difference between Freckle and the rest?
They're all named Freckles.
they all are Freckles. We are all Freckles. Okay.
So, all right, 6 minutes left. I can't believe it. I got to start cleaning up. I'm in that, like, nervous.
6 minute love,
Man,
baby.
let's
go.
The
6 minutes.
future
6
of
minutes,
Lorcana,
6
guys.
minutes.
Let's go.
Card previews.
Card previews. Well, where are they? Are they in here?
They're right there.
Oh, card
Okay,
previews.
we turn- yeah, see, I knew it.
Or
At
under
a
the
certain mark
desk.
they were going to start doing that.
Card previews, guys. New
All right, we got
cards.
'em. I think we know where they are.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'm
Fingers
drinking more
crossed.
coffee.
I need to get some. I didn't
gotta
get
my
any
energy after the show.
I didn't get a chance to eat this morning. I was driving and I was like, you know what? Let's just bypass. I don't eat.
didn't either. I
I'm
didn't
locked
either.
in, Rochelle. I don't eat. When
I'm
it's
so
time to,
excited. Yeah.
you know what?
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and
No,
it
it's not.
failed.
Unless it is the next chapter.
And that's the next chapter is the most important meal
That's
of the
the
day.
most important meal of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, are you guys getting excited? I'm getting a little
I'm
excited about this.
I am like
I
the
am so excited.
the anticipation is killing me. And again, everyone out there who's watching this live stream right now, thank you so much for hanging out and keeping the
Being a part of
anticipation
this,
level
yeah.
high and showing up, showing your love. I can see the comments rolling in. I thank you for being here, and I think it's going to be great. I'm excited as a fan and as someone who doesn't know exactly what's about to be announced. I'm ready. I'm ready. So
You're in.
I'm locked in,
Yeah.
laser focused, just like you all should be.
the chat, they keep naming a brand name that I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
But they
they
keep wanting you to one shot a hand pie.
Oh,
okay.
Hand pie.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We're in the dojo. We cannot say what it is, but is it a peanut butter and jelly sandwich without ends of the bread around it? Okay. That is my commentary.
Those are good in the freezer. You put them in the freezer.
Put them in the freezer.
Yo,
let them thaw out in the pocket.
Frozen Crusties, bro. That's
take it right now. If you had one, if you had one right now, it's gone. I would demolish.
We've got actually an entire tray here under the table.
I would completely
we need to remember that's like the JD sustenance.
You know what? When I finally get famous, that'll be my demands. Okay, I need a trailer.
That'll be your writer, right?
Air fry and you'll
M&M's separated by color.
Have you ever air fried it before? Someone said air fry and you'll never go back.
Air frying. Yeah, air frying on Crusties is
that sounds good.
But he can't eat it right after he air fries.
I'm trying that now. That's a great tip.
So like we worked on what's
you down it with a cup of milk, bro.
I'm still like so excited.
I know, right?
It's like it has this like Christmas morning kind of vibe. Anytime we do one of these things, I get very like, I can't wait for people to see this.
How could you not? Yeah. Right? Exactly. Right. And then here we're in the new office. I can't wait everybody should be gathering in the kitchen, like getting ready to see everything that we've been planning this whole time.
Yeah.
I know.
Are you gonna get people together?
I hope so. Well, they should be going there already. They should be making.
Mm-hmm.
They should be congregating there.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. I don't hope so anyway. Yeah.
Is anybody moving?
Yeah, we got to give some notes to production. We're in a closed door here, so we can't.
Yeah.
They don't know that this is it's supposed to be like
they're gonna see. They're gonna see. Well, we have some cameras outside, but they'll see that we're in a closed room. So JD has been talking to no one.
2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
You guys have to believe in the magic. Hey, you. Hey, clean that desk up, okay? All that stuff. Greg, not Greg. What's his guy?
Very clean.
Clean that up. We got people coming around.
Yeah, right.
And you get back to work, pal. What are you doing?
They're getting the garbage can and like pushing everything into it, making it ready to go. I know, right? We got 2 minutes.
2 minutes left.
Whoa.
This is like the gates are open for Reign of Jafar.
It is the Reign of Jafar opening.
Yeah. So I'm.
And Skinner, of course, is.
I'm so excited.
That's one thing I hope they spoil. Let's spoil the lore. Let's get the lore in because I think I called it.
He's newly crowned.
Hopefully, I called it okay, and that Arcasia is actually Jafar the whole time. Thoughts?
Ooh.
No.
Interesting.
Wow.
Thoughts? No.
I'm gonna deconfirm that right now. No.
Dang it. Okay.
We were gonna call it Jafar's Island.
Okay.
That kind of,
but we did
gives it away. Yeah,
that would have been neat, like a little twist, like a little twisty twist there.
I like that, right? Like he's like a mask pull.
Yeah,
right. I see.
Maybe we'll get some of that going.
Oh man.
No, he just is able to control sand snakes. That's his.
Yeah, that's his power.
His jam.
Give me the lamp. That's my Jafar.
Could you imagine if I changed cameras right now?
I'd die.
We'd have to wait an entire other hour for us to put it out there. I know, right? We're almost a minute and a half left. This is going to be so great. Are you all getting excited about the next chapter? Because I am.
Oh.
Yeah, let us know in the chat. Are you excited about the next chapter? Are you looking forward to Reign of Jafar?
All of the stuff. Yeah, I still can't believe I got that foil, but we've got a lot of foils here. We're going to crack up with some more. Yeah. We'll see you guys after this, right? You're going to still be here after this?
We got Let's Go's in the chat. Let's get more Let's Go.
Let's go.
1 minute left.
Let's go. 1 minute.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I have to go talk to a whole bunch of people right now. I've been talking to you and I'm talking to everybody here, but now I have to go talk in front of people.
It's 1 minute. A painful minute for me.
Yeah, 45 minutes left.
Well, you spent 59 and a half minutes already, so
Skinner, where you at?
Over 10,000 viewers.
10,000 strangers who are watching right now.
Hello.
That's easier because I can't see. Well, actually, no, I can see.
10,000.
I can see what you're doing.
These are 10,000 of our friends.
Of our dearest friends. I can't wait. I'm so glad there's so many of you here, so many of you who are excited about watching this next chapter because it is going to be very exciting. All right, 20 seconds left.
I can't believe we made it.
Last predictions, go.
Oh my gosh.
What am I going to do? What am
Jafar.
I going to He might be there.
Jafar.
Arcasia's a robot.
Arcasia's not a robot. 5 seconds.
Oh my
gosh. Go.
All right. Should we do it now?
All right, let's go.
Got it.
Okay.
We'll see you soon.
Let's go.
That's funny.
Oh, Here we go.
Right on time, baby. Let's go. I got some water.
It's time to do a show. Let's go see if we can make this happen.
Production value.
This is such a great office. I'm really excited about being here and being in the heart of Seattle.
Look out for Easter eggs.
Show it off
Watch out for
here.
Easter
Look,
eggs.
there's water. There's the Puget Sound.
Got some board games
it's
there.
Amazing. We've got this amazing group of people who work on Disney Lorcana here to watch the next chapter. It's going to be fantastic.
Oh, nice. A little casting
Where's
area?
everybody?
Little couch.
I told them all we got to get going. All right. I got to make sure, round up all the troops, make sure they're all here. All right, let's do it.
That's really awesome.
Awesome. All right, everybody, we're going to start the next chapter very soon. Get in there, make it happen. Oh, good, Rochelle. Thank you. Perfect. I love that. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right, are you going to be able to come and watch the show? Yeah. All right, great. Awesome. We'll see you there. Awesome. Thank you. Awesome. Can't wait to see you there. This is great. Are you going to be able to come? Of course. Yes. Excellent. I love it. All right, Kelsey, did you got your signs? Awesome. Applause. Yay! Everybody loves clapping. So good. Shane, are you going to be here? Definitely going to be there. Excellent. Awesome. I can't wait. This is going to be so much fun. Everybody from Game Design. Of course, they're playing. They're making things happen. They're play testing. I love it. Awesome.
Oh, play testing.
Who's
in there?
Can we make it?
Where's Brennan?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Awesome. All right, go down to the kitchen. Make sure. Yeah. Awesome.
Look through the
Allie, you gonna be able to
candy.
do
Look
that?
through the candy.
I will, definitely.
All right, sweet. I can't wait. This is going to be so fun. All right, everybody over here from marketing. What? All right, we need that energy a little bit higher. One more time. Yes.
Ooh,
All right, I
marketing.
need you
Let's
guys.
go.
I need
Get
you
high
all to make it
marketing.
happen. Awesome. Cool. Coming together like it's happening. All right, Matt and Renee, you coming? Awesome. I can't wait. Oh, Mike, what are you working on?
Villainous, of course.
Oh, there you go. Villainous.
All right, sweet. And that's how happening right here. Oh, God, look at all these amazing things. What's up, Moxie? Moxie,
There's
I
a
want to talk to you.
dog. They have
All
a
right, you
dog
can
in
go
the
away.
office, bro.
That's fine. We'll talk to you later. I can't wait to play all of these games right now. They work on it right here in this office, which is fantastic. Naomi, are you going to be able to come?
Oh, yeah.
We knew there was one more villain.
Well, we have been rehearsing this whole time, so she better be there, right? Okay, awesome. Excellent. Florian, good to see you. You going to be able to come make it?
Great. What's going on?
We're going to go do the show that we've been
Oh, is
practicing.
that right now?
That's happening right
Oh my
now.
gosh. All right, I'm on my way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. And I just want to show off this because I love all these games. Anywhere where there's a whole bunch of games playing, it makes my heart really sing. It's really sing. All right, awesome. Elaine, get there. Come on.
Sick.
Do you know what we're saying? Okay, great. Awesome. All right, come along this way. We got to get all these people involved. This new office is fantastic. Look at all these amazing conference rooms, places to sit, places to be. There's playtesting. It's not happening in there right now, but it does happen in there sometimes. It's happening. It's amazing. All right, I think there's one more thing. Oh, yeah, I think Kyle is in here. He said he was working on something really important. Hey.
Just in time. So I think I have finally figured out where this pattern goes. It's a signature.
This does not make any sense. What is this?
This is rules, man.
The rules.
Let's drop all this right now. We got to tell everybody about the next chapter and what's happening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll be right there.
Okay. All right. What?
Those 7 words.
7 words? 7 words? No. All right. This is going to be okay. I swear to gosh, this is going to be fun because over here you can see, I love that this is in the heart of Seattle, this office. It makes me have my heart sing a little bit as a Seattleite. And look, we got the Space Needle right there. Everybody is up in that building right now. They are playing the Disney Lorcana trading card game. Maybe. I don't know. I think so. Look, the elevator is going up. It's in there. They're going to be playing. That means that everybody has had time to come and be a part of this show. I can't wait. It is going to be fantastic. Everybody's here. Oh, my God, look.
Live audience. Hey. Oh, Jimmy Kimmel style.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next chapter of the Disney Lorcana trading card game. I am so excited to be here and talk to you all about the fun stuff. We've got a lot of information, a lot of announcements, a lot of content to go through over the next hour. It's going to be fantastic. I need to take a deep breath in order to be able to say it all. It's amazing. All right. So first off, I am Greg Tito. I am the communications director for the Disney Lorcana trading game at Ravensburger. Yes,
Yep.
Thank you. I appreciate you for clapping for me. I really needed it. First off, I want to tell us all about an amazing time. Gen Con 2023. It was when the Disney Lorcana trading card game launched. I was on the outside looking in, and I was so excited to see everyone excited about this game. There were lines around the block. Everyone was so jazzed about what was occurring. These amazing cards were everyone's portals into this new interpretation of many different Disney glimmers and characters, and it was exciting. Since then, there have been a lot of amazing things. We'll get to all that, but I want to give shout outs to all of the amazing people, some of which are in this room, who have been there since the beginning, and that is what we're all here for, and that's why you're all going to clap, right? Yeah! Woo. I can't wait. Couple of shout outs first. I want to shout out Ryan Miller and Steve Warner, the co-creators of this game. Making it very, very awesome. I also want to shout out Shane Hartley, the creative director. Directing all of the creative around those amazing artworks on the cards that you know and love so well. Of course, some of the people who were talking about that were people who are marketing. They don't get shout outs too often, but one of them, Renee Flores, has been there from the very beginning. Renee is here! Yay! Thank you for being a big part of this community. I also want to give a shout out to Bobby Wilgris, who willed this game into existence. Thank you so much, Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby.
Would not be here without her.
Let's go, Bobby.
Very amazing. Of course, the cards are great. The narrative is great. The design is great. But sometimes the first thing that people see is the packaging and the artwork that brings people to want to crack it open and throw it away. But it is an amazing part of what makes this Disney Lorcana game amazing, and that was all designed, led by Sophia Shimamura. Let's give a big shout out to Sophia for all of her work. Yes. Amazing. And then, of course, community manager Rochelle Brady has been here from the very beginning, from that event at Gen Con in 2023, telling all of you about the amazing things that's happening within the community. So give a shout out to Rochelle. So great. Love her. Love her. And then there's one person who's been supporting all of those amazing people I just listed and many of the people in this room. Jenny Webb is an amazing part of why Disney Lorcana has been here and making it all amazing. So let's give one final amazing shout out to Jenny Webb.
Where's my DeCandio shout out?
Excellent. All right.
But
that's not actually the last one. It's all of you watching at home who have been an amazing part of this Disney Lorcana TCG community. It's all about you making this happen. Thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
What does Steve's sign say about hey?
These last 2 years have been an amazing journey for this game. We started with the first chapter. What a great jump out of the gate. And then we've had set after set after set, 7 sets. In fact, more than 1,500 cards have been unique cards have been released for this game over that span. We've got an 8th set coming on the way. And that means there's been more than 1 billion cards presented and made all around the world, playing everywhere. Thank you so much. Yes, it's a journey. It's a journey. We couldn't have done any of that without all of you playing and loving this game so much at home. So again, you are the lifeblood of what makes this community great. And it's what's going to bring us into the future of this game. The next chapter, as it were, we're all going to take this book, turn it to the next page. The next chapter is here, and I am excited to bring on someone who is going to tell us all about how we're going to make that happen. Elaine Chase, here she is. Woo. I can't wait. Hi, Elaine. How are you doing?
Hi, Greg. I am thrilled to be here.
All those things.
Yeah. so it's funny, right? Because you and I both watched the Disney Lorcana trading card game kind of just storm in and take the whole industry by surprise.
It's true.
Really.
Yeah.
Right. I've been in the trading card game industry for decades.
Can we get this set up for us, Chief?
I've worked on
how many decades?
Literally a dozen, different games, including the big ones. But the Disney Lorcana trading card game was just the most spectacular launch I've ever seen in this industry, really.
Out of the gate.
And it just blew us all away. So I am so happy to be here in Seattle in this fantastic office.
I know, check it out.
Combining my love and experience and passion for trading card games with my absolute geeky fandom for Disney. Like, I am such a Disney goob. I love Disney to death. And so for me, this community, this game, this job is like a dream come true.
I love it. It's a dream come true that we've been able to assemble this team and join the amazing folks who have been here all along. It really is feeling like a dream team.
It is, yeah. The honestly, the number one reason why I came in and joined Disney Lorcana was for this amazing, creative, passionate, driven team who just, cares so much about the product they're crafting and the community they're crafting it for, and lets their love for Disney shine through in every little detail.
It's great. It's great. I can't wait to tell them all about the amazing things that we've got planned because Disney is a big part of all of our lives here, right? From being a young person, loving all of
give us the new
materials
stuff.
and movies and comic books and LPs. I was old enough to have a record player that I listened to. All of this stuff.
Player?
Yeah.
What about 8-tracks?
They did
make 8 tracks of Disney soundtracks.
Up with a couch.
A long time ago.
Now I got to try and find it. We got an 8-track player down here. We're going to start. Yeah. So you said you're a big Disney fan. What's been a big part of your life?
Yeah, I've loved Disney, my whole life, the more decades than I've been around the trading card game industry. But it's not just me, right? It's being able to share the love of Disney, with my family. We're big, park goers, and we love, watching Disney entertainment, and just everything about the lifestyle is really there. It's just so meaningful, right? And there's just so many fun moments throughout so many different beautiful movies and entertainment that are out there.
Like I'm watching a release to a phone or
trading
something.
card
They're
game
just slowly
really gets to
easing
shine
in,
a spotlight
slowly.
on all these cool little fan moments that you just every time you open a pack and look at the cards, you're like, oh, I remember that. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. And then you sprinkle in the ways we can show the characters off in a new light, and kind of get these alternate versions of what could be, right, if these characters were in a different scenario, and it's just really stunning.
It is, and it's multi-generational too. Like, because what I was going to say was I loved it when I was a kid, and I loved interacting with it as a parent, as a person I can introduce it to young people and see their eyes glow when they get to open up these packs and see these glimmers.
Yeah. So the really nice thing about the Disney Lorcana trading card game is because there are all these different moments from all these different franchises and all these different movies, you get to figure out, like, how do you want to collect the Disney Lorcana trading card game? Like, what does it mean to you? Like, for me, like, I love cats. I have 4 cats. So I collect all the cat cards.
Person.
I'm a cat person. I collect all the cat cards, right? And so, if a cat gets open, my team already knows, bring Elaine the cats, right? Like, that's how I abuse my executive power. And my team find for me, like, common cat cards and, assemble them on my desk. So, like, I love collecting cats, right? Like, I love Maleficent. Maleficent's a huge purple dragon. Like, I'm repping her right here, right now. So I love cats. I love Maleficent. Other people, like, what they will love about the game, right? I know someone who collects horses. Someone who collects all the Donald Ducks, right? Like, you can collect everything from Frozen or Beauty and the Beast. Like, there's so many different ways to make the Disney Lorcana trading card game be meaningful for you.
I love that. And so you not only love collecting cats, you love herding cats.
I do.
into this amazing team. But I want to talk a little bit about something because it hits all of the notes that you're talking about, which is collecting, right? So the collection starter set is something that we're happy to announce right now.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this new product because it is the entry point for someone to start their Disney Lorcana trading card game collection, right? It comes with everything you need. So it comes with a 4-pocket portfolio. You can keep all your cards in. It's just the right size that it fits inside those cute little backpacks, right? And you can bring them to the
power
line.
Fable, no way.
Power line,
I'm done. I'm done. Kylie's locked in. I'm done.
Which will be the current
Where is there? What are you talking about?
The Goofy movie is on the pack.
And
we'll talk a little bit about Fable later.
That's right. And
Goofy movie.
Card of Tinkerbell.
Oh, you bottom left. Goofy movie, Max.
Yes.
Super special in your collection right
Wild.
Let's go.
Let's go. Powerline, baby.
So are you going to stay for the rest of the show now?
Chad, I'm crying.
The Disney characters, but don't understand.
Chad, I'm crying. Oh my God, Powerline cards.
All of a sudden, they're playing the game.
Yeah, really people of all ages, right? Like I hear all the time about people who their love of Disney leads them to start coming in through the gorgeous art, right? It's just stunning, right? Like the level of detail and the love that shines through it. The cards are gorgeous. They start collecting the cards and they go, oh, well, I've got all these cards. I might as well
cry,
start playing
bro.
this game, right?
Right now
and they start
stream,
playing
bro.
the game, and then they're hooked, right? And
So
then they join the community
Powerline
and they start playing. They go to their local game
an
store,
Amber card.
and
they join our Discord. They start talking with other people who are collecting and how to get all the things.
Yeah.
I love that.
And all of that starts from that very first moment where you get hooked in from your first card. Do you want to know what the first Disney Lorcana trading card that really hit me was?
No, which one?
It was the Pooh Honey Wizard card.
Oh,
so
yeah, so
I saw
Honey Wizard's
that,
elite.
and
It's
I actually waited in line at the Ravensburger booth at PAX Unplugged to get that playmat because I just loved, like I didn't know I needed that in my soul until I saw that art, and I was like, oh, I needed that, right? Like that's the thing that brought me in, right? And it's just that's the power
but all I saw was
of
the
the
Power
gorgeous
Line
art
pack.
that we have.
So what
and
else
that
was on that
beautiful
screen?
kind of reimagining of what these characters could be.
It's the power of honey with the U.
That is right.
Yeah,
yeah.
I love that. That's great. Well, and that means that with this collection starter set, being able to bring in new people, we're bringing people from all over the world into this game.
Yeah, we launched earlier this year in both China and Japan. Really amazing launches. They're fantastic communities, both for trading card games and for Disney. Right? There's a park in both locations, and it's really great. Kind of coming together of trading card game and Disney fandom. So that launch has been going really well. And then we've just announced that we're going into Brazil and into other places in Asia this year also. So we are poised to take over the world.
I love that. With all of our amazing glimmers representing Disney all over the world. That's
right.
So great. I can't wait for more and more players, because that's really what it is all about.
That's really
not
what it's
only
all
collectors,
about.
but players and everybody being able to join in together.
Yep. More friends.
More
That's
friends.
really what it is. More friends.
Because it builds community. It
does.
really does.
I mean,
I believe that.
That's what really matters in a trading card game, right?
It does.
Is those bonds of friendship that you form, right? That you're playing the game together, but it's not just a game. It's a whole lifestyle experience, right?
It is indeed, and we're excited to show that off here with all of you watching right now. So thank you so much for being a part of this, and welcoming in these new people.
I cannot believe we're getting a Goofy movie.
Well, thanks,
guys.
Elaine. We got some stuff to talk to you a little bit later.
Bro.
All right, come on back. Right now, I'd love to bring on Naomi Kim to talk about something
on the way.
very exciting. What's up, Naomi? I love it. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm very excited to be here to chat with you about Fabled. We have told you about this set. We know the name of it. It's been out there, but we are excited to say that it is coming out soon.
It's coming soon, August 29th for our pre-release, and the full release is on September 5th.
That's coming very
soon.
That's right around the corner.
Yeah.
All right, so Fabled is really a big step for the Disney Lorcana trading card game. It really is the beginning of this next chapter of the game.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so Fable will mark the 2nd anniversary of Disney Lorcana trading card game already. Can't believe it's already been officially 2 years.
I know.
2 years,
and so taking all the feedback that we've heard from the fans and the community, our teams have worked really hard to put something really special together for this set. So a lot of fun new things. And as you can see on the set art for this.
It's so good.
Do you have it?
I do.
Can you show it?
Show it right now.
Yeah.
Take a look. Wow. Minnie and Mickey.
That's
and
amazing.
Mickey, yes, that's so
school
quintessentially Disney. You hear Disney and you cannot help but think Mickey and Minnie. So we thought those were the perfect characters to highlight for Fables.
I love how it's a callback to the first chapter,
Yes.
the Brave Little Tailor.
Brave Little Tailor.
I
Mickey,
know. I love
Interesting
that.
that they're
Cool.
starting with Fable,
So
but
good.
not Jafar, right?
Not only is this going to be a
Goofy,
big
bro.
part of what we're going to be
GG.
talking about, we'll get some hints
A
a
little more.
little bit later, but we also have some friends returning from earlier sets in
That's
Fabled.
right.
Yeah?
Yep.
So I want to bring out one which I know is one of your favorites.
Stitch
Yeah.
Rockstar.
Friends returning.
It's so good. Oh my
Ohana,
goodness.
baby.
In all his rockstar glory.
He really is a rock star.
Yeah, he's
Right.
a rock star.
I
Interesting to
absolutely
say he's
play some power
returning
chords.
without explaining why he's returning.
Make
yet.
my hair go
And
straight
it-
up.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. So we should try to make that happen.
All right. Well, let's bring Stitch on. Hey, Stitch is right here. No,
Stitch!
no.
Aw, that would be amazing.
I think those cards should be like a tournament
awesome.
prize.
So yeah, this
Yeah.
Or
card
a
is
side
going
event
to
at a
be
DLC.
available in
You know,
Fabled.
my
In
wife would
Fabled,
be
yeah.
mad
Some of your
for me if I
familiar
hung these
favorites
up
are
all
coming
over.
back in Fabled, and we're
Celeste.
excited to see the fans' responses to that.
Yes. We got one more, which has already been mentioned
Uh-huh.
as a way in, but it is one of my faves.
Oh my goodness,
My
we had to bring
boy.
back Honey Wizard. This
That's the
card makes
boy.
me so happy every time I see it.
Yeah.
It's happiness. It's Pooh with honey.
I
Honey
know.
Wizard. You can't get better than
Being
that.
able to cast spells made of honey.
Yes. Yeah.
Or is it just being able to cast
Not the
spells
5/5 for 5
with
vanilla.
honey?
any way you want it to be.
Honey? I don't know. There's so many different ways to make it happen. But it's how I imagine it. And there's going to be lots of role-playing games with this honey wizard in my mind, in my head canon for that.
Love that. Love that. Yep.
Awesome. There is also an enchanted version of this card.
There is
Take a look at that.
enchanted. It is beautiful. Yes. It's so good.
Bro, they're
It's
cooking.
enchanted.
The shine, the glimmer, the foil. It's so pretty. And
so
our
bad.
card art
Bro.
team did a really great job of
You
pulling
can't
that
play
frame
it,
back
but
a
you
little
can
bit more
sure
to
as hell
highlight
collect
more of
it.
the
That's
art.
cooking,
So when
bro.
and where we can,
Enchanted,
we move some of the
unplayable
text
card,
and the
but
icons a
who
little bit again
cares?
to showcase more of that gorgeous art that Disney Lorcana is really known for. So we've got some
That's
beautiful
incredible.
foil treatments, and as soon as you get this in your hand, you're gonna love adding this to your collection.
Show me a Goofy movie card.
Speaking of collections, we already kind of mentioned this a little bit,
We
but this will be something
did.
that you'll be able to see in Fabled
It is
as well.
We had to bring back Giant
I
Fairy, of
love
course.
Giant
Tinkerbell
Fairy.
is iconic for Disney
definitely
Lorcana. She's
want
another favorite glimmer
more
that a
of
lot
that
of players
alt
and fans
art,
have
or,
grown to love.
or the
So
alternate
we wanted
border.
to make
Is that
sure
what
to
it's
bring her
called?
back
Like
for Fable.
Yes,
Sparkle
and
effect?
I want the
fairy
enchanted.
that's usually about 3
So
or 4 inches
little
tall,
small.
being giant and being able to stomp on this ship is something that I think every parent would enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. So in addition to these returning friends, we also have a lot of requests from you in the amazing community about other properties, other movies, other areas and characters and glimmers that might be in Disney Lorcana. Have you ever been asked that
I
question?
have been asked. That's something that we love asking. And I know for Ryan, one of the things that he's always saying that people are always asking him is, when are these new properties coming? This is one that I really, really want to see. And there's one that has really stood out in that mix.
It's
and
coming.
We are very excited to announce for the first time ever in Disney Lorcana trading card game.
Oh,
we
my
have
God.
As we listen to each other's hearts.
Bro, is that the enchanted, bro? I'll die. Wait, yeah. Is that an
Let's
enchanted card?
go, chat.
Let's go.
Finally, we've got Goofy and Max on all this very, very good. We're so
enchanted
excited
song,
for this.
baby.
This is awesome. I love
Eye
this
to Eye is a
artwork.
song.
It is
Hold on.
we're going to show
Oh
you cards right now. We'll show a lot more of the cards in which these will be featured as we get closer to the launch of Fable. But we just want to make sure that you knew a Goofy
It's
movie
here.
is in
That's
Fable.
awesome. Art is
So I have to
sick.
share. So now that it's here, Ryan would like to ask that this not be asked of him anymore. It is here. It is in Disney Lorcana. We're very happy that it's here.
It's happening.
You're
It's
welcome.
happening.
Yeah.
I know. It's super cool. And it matches up with the 30th
The
anniversary.
30th anniversary this year. Can't believe
That's
it's
right,
already
you did
30
mention
years.
Did you get to see a screening?
I did not. I
It's
wanted to.
traveling right now.
All right. Well,
I know a lot of our
catch
team
it.
members were able to go. So
who's
we're
going to make it
excited.
to the Goofy movie screening? Yeah!
Not the Candio. He didn't look hype.
Awesome.
look
I
hype.
can't wait. This is going to be fun.
Yes.
You're right.
Bro,
Oh.
I need that song,
All right.
bro.
So those are some of the fun things that are happening with Fabled, but we also had some more to
We
talk
have
about.
even more new things to talk about.
Even
So we
more.
have new enchanteds. We have a new property. We have now 2 new rarities that we're including in
there you
Fable.
go.
We have heard
Rarities.
new
Let's go.
rarities. We have heard from the fans that they really want to have new cards to collect, new rarities to collect, and we've heard that feedback. And our team has delivered in way above and beyond expectations. So
We
we're
really have.
excited to share that.
They've
today.
delivered almost in an epic way.
An epic way. Epic and maybe even iconic, I think.
Wow, those are 2 words that
Two big
we're going to
words.
use again in the future, right now, in
Yeah,
fact.
right now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Epic rarity.
Yeah, so let's check out this Elsa card, which is an epic.
It's so pretty.
Take a look.
Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
that's
The
gorgeous.
shine, again, our
That
team
is-
continue
Yeah, it's like
to
a,
just
it's like a,
outdo
it's like
themselves.
an old
You'll
school
notice that
enchanted.
the card frame
Yeah.
is
And
a
it's
little
really
bit
nice
similar
because,
to what
again,
we saw
when-
in the
I know,
enchanted
like,
cards
a
from
lot
the
of us,
first
play with
chapter.
the
So it's what we
Max
reference to
Like,
as
this is
the
like the
open
next
air
logical
card
step
frame.
for some
Again,
cards
showing
that
more
didn't
of that
get the
artwork.
enchanted.
These
Yeah,
are
maybe like
alternate
a Pete
versions of
or like a
existing cards,
song.
and we are using existing
Do you
cards.
guys hear us
Yeah.
up and low, or is it just me?
Unplayable
And more to
cards.
come with that, but really beautiful
He
rainbow
sounds a
foil
little
Mikey, you
treatment.
never
We
know.
have
They
color
might become
foil on
playable.
the card names as well as the icons.
They look like the
and
gift
just
set
a
enchanted
lot of
too.
really fun details.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
these will
the
be
foiling.
more rare than legendary, but it'll be more common than enchanted. So
Mm.
it's a nice little kind of in-betweener between legendary and enchanted. So we're
Little
excited for people
in-betweener.
to be excited about that.
Right, yeah, so when they open up the pack, it'll be in that slot, right?
Yes, yep, it'll be in that slot. And what's really great too is, as it is one step up from legendary, that same kind of gloss treatment that we did for legendary characters.
Oh, cool.
It gets a little nice shimmer on those characters. We've done that, but we've amped it up a little bit more thanks to our card art director Shane Smith and his team.
Shane
They-
Smith!
Shane Smith! Woo! Shout out. They've done a phenomenal job, and it looks absolutely beautiful. You have to see this in real life.
It is
I
like it.
Really, really pretty.
I can't wait to see what other cards they do
the video that can show all of the glimmering. It looks real good.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's epic.
Those are epics.
Right. And there are some of them in this set?
There are 18 of them in
18?
18.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. So
Yeah.
a lot of things to chase there for folks who want to get these.
Yeah.
That's great. We're only showing one right now, so we'll show a lot more as we get closer.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Well, you mentioned another word.
Another word.
Iconic, even.
Iconic.
Yeah, so what can we talk about this rarity?
Yeah, so as our teams were brainstorming and ideating around what these cards could be, really one main word kept coming back. And as we were workshopping, what do we call this? And it just became the name. It became iconic. And we are so happy and excited to show this for the first time here on this beautiful display.
What? This iconic
card! So iconic!
I love that they covered the text.
Nikki!
They covered the text. That's too funny.
No, he wouldn't have stretches.
And as a sneak peek, we do have
well, they have it in person.
Ooh,
look at that. You had that in your pocket the whole time?
I was very conscious of my arm and not to move it around. And people are watching me to make sure they get this back. So I will return it, I promise, to our production team.
Wow.
But it is absolutely beautiful. It is alternate versions of existing cards as well. And again, Shane Smith and his team did really, really great to even pull back the frames even further. So again, showcasing more of this beautiful art. So it is existing versions of the card, but the art is full on new alternate art. So this one, and then we did give a teaser to the other iconic card for this set in our set art. So we do have Mickey and Minnie, as we talked about earlier. We're very excited for those to be the first two iconic cards of the set. And then what you'll see here in this beautiful animation by Josh McDowell.
Hey, Josh McDowell!
Another shout out! Shane and his team, one of his designers, Bob Jordan, they created a custom Lore Star foil paper.
Oh.
So this is uniquely, iconically Lorcana. You cannot find this foil anywhere else in the world except for Disney Lorcana.
That is
and
awesome.
That
you Lore Pip foiling is
you want to take a look? Okay. So,
all right, so moving on.
This is a problem. We can't have nice things.
Oh, this is awesome. I love it.
It's so pretty.
It really, you can't, I mean, holding it in person and seeing the shimmering effect, it really is amazing. So
I can't wait.
You'll be able to
I can't
hold it
wait
one
to see
day,
one in real life, bro.
In your life.
And you'll see here the red foil that's on here. This is a special effect called a 3D hot stamp. So this is something that adds texture and extra fine details. And again, we continue to level up. And we're very excited, again, for people to get these in their hands and to add it to their collection.
And we keep, just so everyone knows, we're not making the mechanics be a big part of this right now. We'll be showing those off later at a later time. So if you're wondering why there's all of these hands in front of things, we are trying to make sure that we keep a surprise for everyone as they might discover this iconic card. And there's only 2 of them in this set.
There's only 2 of them in the set.
And I can't wait to see when people get the videos of them opening and seeing them.
There's 2 iconics in the set.
Those reactions are everything.
Really important to know.
We'll be waiting as well.
Make sure you share if you happen to pop open an iconic. I want to see it. And share it on the Discord channel. So join the Discord and make sure discard. You can discard on the Discord. But join the Discords and show us all the amazing stuff. Thank you so much. All right, for laughing at that. Thank you for laughing. We do have one more big surprise to talk about for Fabled.
We do.
Which has already been mentioned.
A little bit.
Herding Cats. Elaine Chase loves Maleficent, and we get to have it in this set.
We do. We get to see it as this beautiful set champ card.
Set champ.
That's bringing
an enchanted version, even.
It is.
That set champ's gonna go wild.
So Maleficent was one of the first different that we announced.
Old banger card.
I can't believe it's already been so long. It's so crazy. And we thought it was a great way.
I'm going to every set champs. I'm going to tear all
your
over.
I need 4 of those. There's a participation version of this as well on the screen. It's very beautiful. And
Hector's
we're
texting me right now saying, I'm going to all the set champs. I'm back.
It's going to be Stitch Rockstar all over again, baby.
All right, so that's all in Fabled.
All in Fabled.
We do have one more very important thing to talk about with Fabled. Ryan Miller, who one of the co-creators of the game, brand manager, he is on vacation, but he decided to call in with an amazing video to talk about something that is extremely important for those of you who are playing in the core constructed format. It's a little something called set rotation. Ryan Miller, take it away.
Hello, everyone. I am Ryan Miller, co-creator and brand manager of Disney Lorcana. And as Greg mentioned, I'm here today to talk to you about set rotation. Now, rotation is something that happens in just about every trading card game, and we do it for a few reasons. First of all, as Disney Lorcana sets are launched, the pool of available cards to build your deck with gets bigger and bigger, and we want to make sure that it doesn't get too big. We also want to take care of our new Illumineers who have just gotten into the game and may not have access to some of those older cards. Finally, it's a good way to keep the tournament environment fresh and different, as players must use different strategies for their decks. Now, I want to be clear. This change is just for Core Constructed. That is the format we use for our tournaments, such as Disney Lorcana Challenge, Set Champs, and other tournament-style environments.
Well, so it's all
here's
switching.
what you need to know.
You got a legacy?
When Set 9 Fabled launches this August, we will rotate out sets 1 through 4. That means that cards from the first chapter, Rise of the Floodborn, Into the Inklands, and Ursula's Return will no longer be allowed in your Core Constructed deck. For now, the plan is to do rotations annually. That means, for example, when Set 13 launches, and let me tell you what, Set 13, we finally get... We're going to have all these great cards. Anyway, when Set 13 finally launches, we'll rotate out sets 5 through 8. That would be Shimmering Skies through Reign of Jafar. This doesn't mean that all your favorite early set cards are leaving. As we mentioned before, Fable will contain many of these cards, so you will be allowed to use them in Core Constructed. If you have a card from a set that's being rotated out but is in Fabled, you will be able to play that card. This has the added benefit of making sure that the card pool doesn't shrink too much in those first couple sets after rotation. All the cards you've seen so far in this video are from Fable, but be sure to keep following us as we release more card previews closer to Fable's launch. And just to be super clear, I want you to remember this only applies to Core Constructed play. If you're playing with your friends and family, or you're playing some other format, your cards are your own, and you can do whatever you like. At this point, I can hear some of you saying, but Ryan, we want to compete with all of our cards. And first, I got to say, I can't hear you. This is a video. I don't hear you, but I bet you're saying that. And all I'm going to say to that is, we've got you covered, because when Fable launches, we're also going to launch Infinity Constructed. With Infinity Constructed, cards never rotate out, so you'll be able to use all the cards in your collection.
But are they bringing
we'll
back
also
the
be
squirrel and the
supporting
rat?
Infinity Constructed at Disney Lorcana Challenge, and for you store owners and tournament organizers out there, you'll be able to schedule Infinity Constructed events as well, because nobody knows your community better than you do. And finally, as we look forward to Season 2 of Challenges, we're going to work with our organizers to make sure there's lots of Infinity Constructed side events so that there's a place for everyone to play with all their cards. Well, that's about it for me, but I do want to say that I am so incredibly proud of how much this game has grown, both from our team. We have this wonderful, amazing team, but most especially how our community has grown. And that's all up to you guys. I am so proud to be part of anything that brings so many people together, that gives so much happiness and smiles in the world. And I've just got goosebumps even talking about it. So thanks again for watching. Thanks again for playing. And I'm really excited for this next chapter as well. We're going to bring more Illumineers to your tables, more Illumineers to your stores. And I can't wait to meet you all. So thank you so much. And back to you, Greg.
Oh, thank you so much, Ryan, for calling in and doing that from over there a week ago. You're the best. You're the best. Thank you so much. Thanks, Ryan. And, well, he mentioned something, a little thing called Infinity Constructed, and I'd love to bring on someone to talk a little bit more about that new format.
Let's do that.
Stephen Cooper.
I wonder if they keep the same ban list. Do we unban the Hiram, or is it still banned?
He's the new tournament organizer.
So we mentioned how I was the new guy, but now you're the even newer guy.
That's right. I have you beat by a couple weeks.
That's right. Yeah. Yep. You're in here about a month.
Just about a month, yeah. Got hired in March and flew out here for the reveal of all this and talking about competitive and organized play for Disney Lorcana.
Well, thank you for bringing the nice weather from
beautiful
North Carolina, right?
Yeah, Atlanta.
Close enough.
Close enough.
Their area.
All the South.
I was going to say the South, and I
yeah.
probably should have just done that. Thank you for bringing the nice weather with you from the South.
Absolutely. A little bit of heat.
Yeah. Excellent. So, yeah, you are joining in and talking all about the competitive play.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm the new senior tournament operations manager. And with that, we might as well talk about the new format, right?
Yeah.
Which is Infinity Constructed. So with the announcement of rotation, there's going to be a lot of cards that aren't available to play in Core Constructed anymore. But we know that fans want to play with those cards, right? So we're going to be introducing Infinity Constructed. And this will be a new format that makes sure that sets will never rotate out. And all your cards from any set will always be available to play in this organized play format. We'll be introducing it at Challenges later this year, and we're just really excited to get people playing in a new format.
That's great, because everybody is so excited about collecting these cards. You want to be able to play them in a format that makes sense, and so Infinity is right there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like we said, it's a whole brand new way to play the game, but we're excited that no matter when you join Disney Lorcana as a new player or you've been around since the beginning, you're always going to have a way to play.
Awesome. And there will be like events that will be featuring that.
Yeah, at challenges, which spoil, we'll talk about those in a little bit. But at challenge events later this year, we'll be introducing it when the rotation comes out.
Keywords, guys, later
just
this
keep building
year.
upon.
I just got power line, so I'm good.
I love that.
Yeah,
And,
Kylie,
everybody can play
you're
their
making
own
it for the
cards
first
however
hour.
they want, whenever they want. But here it is to be able to have it in a competitive format too. That's
it's great.
All the amazing things, right?
Yep.
And so we have some news about some upcoming events that are coming in next few months here. Do you want to talk a little bit about the World Championship?
That one event.
That one. I said events.
Yeah, events.
I really meant events.
Yeah,
the singular.
Yeah, the one everyone's been waiting for. So we're super excited that our World Championship will be held this year, June 28th and 29th at Walt Disney World Resort. It'll feature the top 28 players from around the world that have earned invites and spots from our previous challenges and championships last year. Now, we do know that fans were really hoping to join us for this event, and we would have loved that as well. But for this first World Championship, we really wanted to focus in on that player experience and making sure that they had a VIP treatment that they deserve from kind of competing in all these events year round. Honestly, the expectations from season 1 from all the fans coming out to the challenges really blew us away. And we need to kind of recalibrate those expectations. And we're still a growing team, right? We need to build up and make sure that we're kind of laying the foundation for events in years to come.
That's a really great point, because you just got here, right? And so there's a lot of work to do for the future. And that the amount of people who have been participating in all these events was astounding.
It's crazy. Like, I was looking from the outside in, and I couldn't believe the amount of people that were coming to these events. I can only imagine what it was like for everyone that was actually working on them during that time. So we have to build up, and we're doing that rapidly, but I imagine in the next couple months here, we'll be ready to see all your smiling faces again and have fans at our events.
I love that. Right. Yeah. Well, the community at home, though, you will be able to watch and pay attention to all the amazing stuff that is happening at the World Championship on June 28th and 29th at the Walt Disney World Resort.
That's right. Yeah. For a World Championship level event, we need a world-class broadcast, right? So we're assembling an amazing team that we'll have on screen in a moment, and we're also making sure that the non-foil promo card, A Whole New World, is available to fans that are watching the broadcast. We'll have more details on exactly how to earn that card, but I think we...
Do you want me to show it? I was like, you saw me reaching for it. I was like, you mean this card right here? Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I know. That's going to be amazing. I can't wait to get this card. So we'll have information about how to get this soon?
Yeah, there'll be a way to earn it. We'll put out all the details soon. Just make sure to be watching the broadcast.
The broadcast is what it's all about. So tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening watching the World Championship on Twitch.
Yeah, so we have an amazing broadcast team with us. Rebecca Quest will be returning, which I feel like this wouldn't be a Disney Lorcana event without her. We have JDZ Quest.
Let's go.
Returning as well from the Illumineers and Let's Talk Lorcana. And then the Lorcana villain himself.
Congratulations, guys.
Those 5 people alone, we think that's a world-class team, and we're really excited to see them kind of cap this year and this season.
That's fantastic, though. I can't wait to watch along with everybody else, and we'll be following each of the plays that people are making.
Yeah, we're very excited for it, and I think it's going to be a great show.
Mikey,
we have a lot of details being announced on that broadcast, such as when the next challenge season will begin and kind of what the schedule for that will be. So, now that rotation is out, we're actually going to be aligning the challenge season with the rotation season. So there'll be a little bit more clarity around when that schedule is for players, and we're excited to kind of announce those details.
I know you and the rest of the team who have been working hard on all these competitive events for the past and now for the future are really excited about announcing the next chapter of competitive events at Worlds. So
stay tuned
and watch that. Yeah,
awesome. So
great, awesome. Well, that is really, really exciting. I can't wait to learn more when we watch at Worlds. Thanks a lot, Coop, for being here and joining this amazing team and flying up and being, bringing the nice weather with you.
Thanks, Greg.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, Coop. I want to bring back on Elaine. It's like you were just
we
here.
Wait for Worlds to hear about
it feels like it's been a lifetime, Greg. Really, it's been so long since I last saw you.
Did you win the Pack Rush game that you were playing over there?
I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, well done. One cool thing that you've been talking about is that there's been a wonderful amount of play happening with Arcasia's Island.
That's right.
Including all of the pets, all the amazing...
There are cats.
Cats? I know, that's what I was trying to lead you into, talking about cats again.
There are many cats.
There are many
so
cats.
much fun.
Yeah.
And there's so much innovative deck building that's going on right now.
With the dual inks.
Yeah, the dual inks, and there's all kinds of new deck types that are happening. But a part of the reason why we've been able to really open up the environment like this is because we just had a glow up moment. We just banned a couple of cards for the first time.
That's
right?
true.
No,
yeah.
A few weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
just a few weeks ago.
I was thinking when we were talking about this that this is really kind of feels like another next chapter moment where we're becoming a real boy.
Yeah, we're coming to our own, right?
Yeah.
Between rotation and card bannings, like these are things that a mature TCG does to help curate the play environment, to make sure it's fun, to make sure it's open, to make sure it spurs innovation, right? And really just makes it the best experience for our players, right? I like to say that if the game design team doesn't have any bans at all, they're not pushing hard enough, right? Like you got to push the edges a little bit. And if you play it too safe, right, there's no bans at all. So the best play environments to me are ones where you have to ban a few cards every once in a while. Like we want to make sure, we don't want to get to a world where we're banning tons of cards all the time.
Chill with that comment,
but
bro.
just a couple of them here and there, just to curate that play environment, to make sure it's the best it possibly can be. Like that's when you hit the sweet spot.
And to make it more fun for everybody, right?
Yeah,
To have more
exactly.
variety, have more innovation, have new deck strategies be viable, and feel like they can compete at the highest level.
That's
So
exactly
what it
right.
is. And it's another moment where we're listening to the community and making sure that they know that we are paying attention to everything that they're doing, from their game stores to their family games.
That's exactly right. And it's important to note, we talked about Infinity Constructed earlier.
Yeah.
Infinity Constructed will have its own separate banned list, right?
Ooh,
and so there'll be
that's
lots
exciting.
of ways for
awesome,
people
though.
to play all the kinds of decks that they want
like
to,
that.
and have lots of
Unban
opportunity for cool new deck building
Well,
innovation
and
across all
bring
the
back
different
the
formats.
squirrel.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, and we'll do a
The
really
squirrel
good job
does
of making
exist
sure
already.
we're
The squirrels are
communicating
rotted,
all
bro.
those different
Bring
ways
them
to play,
back,
all those
bro.
different formats.
Full
Again, I mentioned
glory.
the Discord, but sign up, join that, and join the community and the conversation around all the fun stuff that's playing, and we'll make sure that it is as fun and engaging for you as we can.
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks, Elaine.
Thank you, Greg.
I can't wait to now talk about, you mentioned the Reign of Jafar pre-release. It's coming very soon.
It is.
I'm going to bring back on Naomi to
Sounds
talk all
good.
about Reign of Jafar.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Elaine.
Rat leader, bro.
Jafar! Awesome. Well, yes, it is time for
the Reign of
set
Jafar.
8. This guy.
Oh, look at this
guy.
art.
Check him out.
That art
Oh,
is
it's
sick. I'll give it.
It's his crown,
It's
his
sick
realm.
play
His
mat.
round is round. Nice.
That would be an
It's very
amazing
good.
playmat.
That should be the
stealing your
bounty
thunder.
playmat.
You think the
Talk a
bounty
little bit
playmat?
about
The
what is
bounty
exciting
playmat. I
don't know if we
about
get that artwork,
this
but-
amazing set.
We
Yeah,
find that
so
artwork.
in Arcasia's Island, we met Arcasia. We learned about dual ink casting. We met some cute and adorable animal critter glimmers. And in that, behind the scenes, Jafar has been putting together his schemes
The whole time?
the whole entire
Ah,
time. You
what a
didn't see it
jerk.
coming. The sharp eagle-eyed fans, they did see it coming. But he has now
Good job.
he has now officially reforged the Hexwell crown, which fans will recognize as something that Ursula used in the Illuminator's quest Deep Trouble, as well as Ursula's Return.
Yeah.
That gave her phenomenal power. And now that Jafar has now reforged this, he has this power, and he has taken over Arcasia's beautiful island. The green, the lushness, the cute animal critters. Nothing bad has happened. No animals were harmed in the making of that set. But now Jafar has taken over, and instead of the lush, beautiful green, we're seeing sandy dunes and desert. It's a huge contrast. And he has made his palace as opulent. It's Jafar. He's going all out with the gold, all these cool details. He's got sand snakes. He's sitting pretty.
Those snakes are dope.
Yeah, a lot of fun details. He's
Never
created
get rid of.
illusions, and he's doing all of this. He's
Want
setting up
those tattooed on my
obstacles now as well to protect his crown. He's gonna keep a close eye on that.
And you mentioned the red. I mean, you can really see that in all the packaging,
pops.
all of the card booster packs.
Yes.
They
Ruby
look
OP
amazing,
confirmed.
right?
They look good, and that's a
Yeah.
huge shout out to our packaging team led by Sophia Shimamura, who we called out before. Shout out,
Sophia!
Sophia! but they've taken elements of the narrative. So the illusions with the sand, and then of course you can't have a Jafar set without some scarabs as well. So little hints of that in the packaging, and everything turned out so beautiful. This is the first time, like you said, we're using red, and I see you're
right?
You're ahead of this. I love this. You're ready to go.
Yeah, right.
But this is the first time we have red as kind of that focal, not kind of, it is that red focal color.
I love the red and gold. It pops so much.
The red and gold, it's beautiful.
So this is, because it's the culmination of a second arc here, we have another Lumineers quest.
We have another Lumineers quest.
Palace Heist.
Yeah, we're very excited about this. We've taken a lot of feedback from you, the fans, and the community based off of the Lumineers quest Deep Trouble that came out with Ursula's Return. We have heard your requests. We have heard your feedback. And as you see here, we have a box where you can put all your components, all your game pieces back in, and you can store it. You can put it on your shelf. You can take it out whenever you want to play with family and friends. This was, one of, I love you keep bringing out the components.
I know,
it just
look
keeps
so
giving.
good.
There's more and more.
I love them.
He messed up.
And you see the beautiful card back design for Jafar scenario deck that we have in here. Just a lot of really great features. And the biggest feature here.
It's cardboard, people. We got it for real.
They are a board game company.
Not a paper play mat.
It's not right. Look at it. The
Look
artwork
at
is
art
great
on
on
the
the back.
right?
Wow. Can I say Ravensburger has some of the
This
best
needed to be
boxes
done
in the
for Ursula,
business.
bro.
They are just amazing.
Details everywhere.
Details. It's so good.
The
I
attention
know, right?
to detail.
I love it. So you can play this cooperatively.
Cool. This is our cooperative game for Lumineers Quest. And as opposed to the Lumineers Quest that came out with Ursula's Return Deep Trouble, instead of fighting a big bad, you're not fighting Ursula directly, or you're not fighting Jafar directly in this case, you're pulling off a heist. So he has his crown. We need to take that crown from him. So you're working together with your family and friends. You could do it yourself if you wanted. Best of luck. And you're stealing the crown back and forth from each other. And it's just a really fun new way to play. It's something new that we're doing with the cooperative games, and Lumineers Quest are really great in that it helps to bring people together. You play together, and it's just something that we hope to reiterate on future Lumineers Quests as well.
I love that. I love that. I can't wait to get in. Again, the components just look so
They're
amazing,
beautiful.
right?
We've got
get
tuck
these
boxes for the player
two decks,
yeah.
right? We've got some real cardboard chits and such good stuff. The scenario deck in here is fantastic. I can't wait to play that. You want to play it later?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
I love
think we'll get into it.
And then we'll watch you actually store all the components
In
away,
one
because
box?
now you
Wait,
can.
what? No, we can?
You can.
No.
We need them to
Board
read.
games in. Look at this.
Oh my
Ursula's
God,
with the
Sham,
box.
what?
Who knew that would be a
Wow, I
good
want to
feature?
put this on my shelf.
Yeah.
It looks
Who knew
amazing.
the
Ready to
villainous
play.
box
Oh,
was
you want to
all
play?
we
Oh,
play.
just take it off the shelf.
for a board game?
All right, I love that. That's so great. Good stuff all around. But of course, there are also amazing cards that we want to preview for you here.
Yeah.
All right,
Ooh.
we're gonna start off with the man himself.
The man himself.
Check it out.
You cannot.
Jafar.
Bro.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
That should be like a
Ooh.
boo. Jafar is so mean.
I know it's
The villain we love to
Not
hate.
a
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
It's
Yeah,
the-
like
onto the
we
wonderful
love this
effect,
card
but
so
if
much.
kids
So
are
it
not-
that
looks
card's
familiar,
nasty,
right?
bro.
This is the set art. And it's just
Card's
something that's
nasty.
absolutely spectacular. Christian Romero did an amazing job with the art. Yeah, this is
Where's
something
the
very beautiful
CFAT?
that we want to add, not only to play, but to collect.
I know
What a-
that
what
he's
a-
pretty excited.
And we're
So
losing
snakes?
Zeus.
A lot of
The
snakes.
sand snakes.
Yeah, I was gonna
can't
say,
believe
plus
it.
rotation.
He
Back
has
then,
some
we need something to kill this guy.
illusions at his
Yeah,
beck and call.
Okay.
he does. So
Carpet?
he creates these
Ooh.
illusions to help protect him and his crown. So here we have an illusion of the magic carpet. Very beautiful. You see the sand swirls. It's very.
Oh, yeah, the
it's very
sand is
So
cool.
it's not actually the magic carpet. It's an
not actually-
illusion
it's
of
an
the.
illusion of the magic
Alright.
carpet. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
I understand now. Oof.
We need
But that's
a
fun
lab
that he
in
gets to
everything.
control these.
Yes, yeah. This is his way of kind of taking what he knows and what he's good at, and he's making sure he's using all his tools and powers to try to defeat the Illumineers and Glimmers that are trying to take that crown from him.
And sometimes it works better to have illusionary servants rather than the real thing.
Oh, yeah.
As you
Yeah.
can tell from this
Cool.
palace card.
Yeah,
The
1-8-1-4.
Palace Guard, yes,
That
that's definitely
is a
something that's
beefy
needed. You
boy.
see,
Bro.
there's a
That's
there's
the
a
new
cool
Daisy
little
Duck, baby.
image in the background there.
But actually not
We'll
broken.
let the fans
He still gets
kind
removed
of
by
parse out
everything,
those
but
details, but a
going
lot
forward,
of fun
still good,
imagery, a
bro.
lot
Yeah,
of
but
fun
everything's getting
creatures, a lot of
rotated.
fun illusions that are created
Yeah.
for
We'll see
the
what they
set
reprint,
that
we'll
we're
see.
excited for the
Powerline
fans
better
to
be singing
to
more
take a
than eye
peek
to
at.
eye.
I
Yeah,
love
bro.
the
We
flavor
need
text
some
here. All the
bangers.
power
You're
of the
gonna be
normal
hitting
cards
people with twin
none of the
shot.
insolence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
Jafar
job,
doesn't
bro.
like insolence.
He
so
really is. He's
It's
not-
very
he's-
its own character for Jafar.
He's against insolence.
Yes.
It's not one of his strong suits. All right. Well, we got some of the villains and the hench illusions out there, but we also have some heroines.
We have heroines. We have Penelope. She's driving through all these crazy obstacles that Jafar has put in.
It's
and
Pegasus.
There's laser snakes. That's my favorite part of this card. There's laser snakes.
Laser snakes.
Laser snakes.
It's a princess.
Oh, man, I mean, lasers and snakes are bad, but you put them together.
It's pretty
cool. Not good. But they might be able to toast some of the marshmallow. So
on her go-kart as she's driving back.
Yeah, it might make it a little bit more tasty. I don't know. We'll see. That's awesome. I can't
Pegasus with
wait
different
to see her
keywords.
play,
Better
right?
keywords, probably.
Oh, good stuff. All right. Well, and then of course we have because it's of the same property, perhaps.
Yes, we have Jasmine here in her beautiful cape. I want that. I really want to make that somehow.
Oh,
and there's a hand that's reaching out. We don't know who that is, but that's let us know who you think that is.
We'll see. I don't know.
She's rotating.
We'll be able to figure that out. But we also have one more heroine I want to show off. Heroine.
Beautiful card.
Legendary.
Dice the brawl. Dice the brawl.
You all too long. No, you got it immediately. We're like, that was not funny. That's why we're not laughing.
Like a mini mother drop.
But this is our legendary Rapunzel, the high climber. She's got a lot of hair, and of course we know she uses that to swing and do a lot lot of fun things. And Mikey, here she's climbing, she's using that hair. I'm trying to grow my hair out that long. We'll see how that works out. One day. I am hopeful. But this turned out so beautiful, and this is just more and more. All the details that our creative team and our card art development team has really been putting together and working together with the Disney team on. So we're very excited about how beautiful.
Kylie, knowing his
we'll check back in next time we do one of these to see how long your hair has grown.
Yeah, we'll measure that out.
Yeah,
I like it.
We'll make sure it's an ongoing thing. But of course, those are one version of those cards, but we also have enchanted versions.
Enchanted, look how beautiful. We have our Jasmine Steady Strategist enchanted card.
Bro.
Yes, this art is
they're cooking with the unplayable enchantments.
Look at the sand.
Mike Valancourt and his team did a really great job of taking those elements again from the set. So we have some sand inspiration, the hourglass inspiration that we know is really pivotal and key for
Look at Raja in blue behind her.
And making something
that is
truly
so sick, bro.
Yo, they snap.
Scarabs are flying. You got the gold details. It's very nice.
I love it. I mean, looking for that card for sure.
Bianca with that
but
card.
You know, we got these properties which have been in Disney Lorcana TCG before, but we also have some new properties.
We've got a new property. Little did you know that we had cute, adorable woodland creatures in the background.
Woodland creatures.
Woodland creatures.
It's from Bambi.
It's from Bambi.
Oh, that makes sense.
They're so
Look
cute.
how cute they
Thumper
are.
was my favorite character as a kid, bro. Let's put
Thumper's about to get cooked by that sand.
My boy.
Thank you so much. You guys knew what we were going to do.
It's like they knew.
It's like they do. It's like they worked on these cards.
Exactly.
Oh, that's
but
awesome.
we feel like this is a really great bridge between Arcasia's Island, where we first introduce these cute, cuddly critters, and then you see in the card art that you see more of those sand, again, Jafar's kind of influences coming through, and you see Thumper putting up his fighting pose. He's ready to take on Jafar. No, he doesn't. He won't take that.
He won't take any of that. Yeah.
So we're excited for players to love seeing Bambi for the first time, and then adding those cards to their decks.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'm going to add that to my cat and skunk deck that I'm working on.
Love this.
Awesome.
Best
All right.
theme ever.
Yeah. And then we also have some really loyal characters showing up as some promotional cards. So we have Pluto here, tried and true.
Tried and true. So during all of Jafar's shenanigans, we still have Pluto here at our side, always loyal, always tried and true. You'll see here on this promo card that there's some red highlights and details, and even do you guys see that there's like a snake outline here? It's really, really cool. That's something that's made special for these promo cards that you can get at select Ravensburger sponsored events and promotions.
Oh, that's so cool. All right. Well, people are going to get their hands on this.
Absolutely.
But I know you're very excited about this next one.
So excited.
Right? Are we going to
pull the lever?
Bro, pull the lever.
I love Emperor's New Groove. So when we saw that this was
this card's good, bro.
Card is really good.
Promo. So when you go to participate in a pre-release event for Ranger Jafar,
green steel
this is
card,
the amazing
green purple discard,
promo that
baby.
you will receive.
They call out. It's for a pre-release event. This is for pre-release events.
You can't help but hear that in her voice. So
I know.
Yeah.
And my house rule is that whenever you play this card, you have to say it just like you did.
Yeah.
Pull the lever.
I love it.
And if you don't, you can't play it. You just can't.
Ooh,
that's the rule.
That's a little.
All right.
I like that.
I also love that it's dual ink. We're bringing lots of dual inks
here.
Yeah,
we introduced dual ink casting in the last set, and we're blowing it out even more in set 8.
Love it. Love it. All right,
Love
we
it.
got another fun promo, which plays on a classic character.
Look how pretty she is.
What?
Mini Daring Defender.
She is kicking some
That's
butt
from
in this
Monty.
one.
If
She
Monty's
is.
in the
She's
chat.
taking those cute
There's
little
your
critters.
card,
They're
bro.
always everywhere. The
Looks
cute
like
little
Monty
critters are
to me,
everywhere. You
bro.
might not
She's
see them, but
defending
they're
the squirrel and the
everywhere.
rabbit.
And then you see that she's protecting them from Jafar's sand influence again. So again, a lot of great thematic teams, thematic ties that our teams are putting together in all the Carter. You see where I was trying to go with that.
I do. I like thematic teams too.
Thematic
Like,
teams.
we make a lot of
Yeah,
thematic
we do
Ambitions
have a
is so
theme
back,
team,
boys.
so shout out to James Watson and team over
Car's
there.
rotating.
We love you guys. Woo, team. But this is our buy a box promo. So
Hypnotize is
you buy
rotating.
a booster display
Hypnotize
box
definitely
and you
better,
receive
Mikey.
this
You
promo.
gotta, you gotta say it.
Yeah.
I have
say
a baby bunny in my backyard right now, and I would defend it just like Minnie.
I love this. I love it.
Love that. Awesome. All right, we have another.
Look
pet
how
here.
pretty.
That
Yeah.
baby.
So again, continuing the cute and the
Uh-oh,
cuddly.
turn of dogs.
We had to bring
Another
in
card
Lady.
for the
She's
dogs.
so
Yeah,
pretty. Yeah, again, more on the Jafar details that you
It's
get
only got
on this
3
promo
willpower
card. This
now.
is going to
It's
be
cut.
a weekly play promo, one of 3, which I know you've got the 2
I
other
got
ones
2
over
more
there,
to
so we're
show.
going to go through all of them. But these are ones that you can get in your weekly store play, and we're excited to see
They can
people
quest for
play for
3.
these and add
Yeah,
these to
no,
their
it's
deck.
amazing.
I love that. I love
When you
that.
play Tramp, buff
she
it
is a
up, quest for
decisive
3.
dog.
She is a decisive dog.
Everyone
That's
knows
right.
that.
Yep.
That's
Yep,
really good.
That's
exactly.
right.
All right, yeah, and we do
Congrats,
have another
Jack.
one.
We had to do Aladdin. Look how cool his
Ooh.
outfit is. This is so cool.
He is very
Another
cool,
ally
right?
card. Who's
He's
doing
trying to
1-9,
defy
dead to the
Jafar.
Sisu,
Exactly.
baby.
He's not going down without a fight. And then you
Sisu's
can
gonna
see
rotate.
in the
Sisu's
background.
rotating.
Dead
Can
to
you
the
see
brawl.
on that side of the card?
Brawl's
I
rotating.
can.
Can you?
No.
There's some silhouettes of other characters. So those kind of Easter eggs and nuggets as the teams are working together, our narrative team, our game design team, our creative teams, they really work together hand in hand. And how do we put these Easter eggs of the narrative, of the story, really make that sing together in the card art. So a lot of
cooked
fun
my
Easter
boy
eggs
Aladdin,
for fans
bro.
to find.
A 1-9 card with bodyguard.
That's
going to be
intense.
important.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Did
Can't
that
wait
guy
to see the
resist,
decks and how
dude?
that's used. All right, we got one more really
Last
fun
one.
puppy.
Oh, I know we all love
Hey.
dogs. So this one we were
Damn,
like,
the
we
ward,
have
bro?
to showcase
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
And
ward
again,
that
speaking
guy.
to the details that we
ward.
get, you see Jafar's palace in the far corner.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of sand for the dog to play with, so obviously
That's
they love
funny.
digging.
He's
So
digging
we're
in
just
the
like,
sand.
this is so perfect. This is
Puppies,
quintessentially
man.
a dog.
Maybe
Puppies
come
rising
soon.
up,
I want
dude.
to recruit Patch for our Palace Heist.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Right
I like
into
it.
the thing, and then I wish our dog was here so that they can
I
interact
know.
with.
She was here a second ago.
darn it.
I don't know.
Well, we'll get them to play later.
Okay.
Patch and the dog. Awesome.
Patches.
All right. Well, that's some amazing stuff happening for Reign of Jafar. We've got even more exciting news and more cards to preview all around the community, especially on our Discord and on our Twitch channel. So please sign up for the Discord. Watch on Twitch. We'll be previewing a whole bunch of Reign of Jafar cards as we get closer to the release.
It's soon, end
I
of the
know,
month.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've talked about sets 8. We've talked about set 9. We haven't said anything about set 10.
10?
Oh,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I think maybe we should.
Should we? Should
yeah.
we?
All right. Let's.
Nah.
I mean,
think we
you're the
should show
director of
this-
communications.
Are you
so-
scared?
For now. For now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We'll have our set art for the next set coming in set 10.
Look at that steampunk Mickey.
Mini.
This is going to be Q4 2025.
Whispers in the well.
Oh, whispers
It's not too scary, we promise.
Will we get Inkwell
But we are
interaction?
meeting some
I feel
new
like
types of
It's a
whispers.
missed opportunity. besides
Whispers are a
figuring
new
out what we have
ethereal
right
type
now.
of glimmer that we have discovered
Tap ink
somewhere in
for
the
the
Great
turn.
Illuminary. So in this set, there's a mystery that surrounds where these whispers came from. Why are they here? How did they get here? And that's a adventure that we're excited to embark on with all of you in Q4 2025. And for this set, we are happy and excited to announce that there are 2 properties that we're sharing right now. One is one that we shared at D23 last year. The Black Cauldron
Cauldron,
feels
yeah.
like it'd be our ultimate property
Oh.
to include
that's
here.
Race hype.
awesome.
Black Cauldron,
I know,
right?
right? I love fantasy.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
perfect, right?
It's going to be really
So that's
fun.
why Mickey's like doing his
He's
investigating here. He's trying to light his
yeah.
path, light your path.
Light your
My path or
your
your path?
path,
Oh,
our
my-
path.
Light your path.
We light paths together.
We got to workshop that.
We're going to
tagline.
workshop. And then another one that we're really excited to announce is Gargoyles. That's one that so many fans have. Gargoyles.
That means around the corner, bro.
That's very cool.
Illuminati, baby.
More information to come in the future. But yeah, Gargoyles and Black Cauldron.
All right, this is coming
very
Q4
fun.
2025.
They're all gonna have
Look
evasive.
for it. It's gonna be fun.
So good.
Yeah,
Flying.
right. So many thematic
They make a
elements. in here.
flying element.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Awesome.
Flying is
All right.
evasive.
Well, that's a lot of new properties. We've
of new
talked a lot
stuff,
about new
yeah.
properties. I'm checking online all of the social media. People are always asking. There's this one account that's always asking about a specific character. Is it in Disney Lorcana yet? Is it in Disney Lorcana yet? And we just want to say, please stop asking over and over again. Is it going to be in? But maybe in 2026 we might be able to.
Let's get dangerous.
No.
Dangerous.
Let's get dangerous.
I just said that. Thank God, bro.
That's right.
God.
2026. Maybe we'll see some Darkwing Duck. We'll see. This is going to be fantastic. This is amazing. So much amazing stuff happening in Disney Lorcana TCG. Thank you so much for being on this journey with us.
Are we back? Are we back?
Shout out to Naomi.
Thank you to the team. Shout out to Greg as well, you guys.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
We got gargoyles.
The fun doesn't stop here. We are going to be talking more about everything that we just learned on our Twitch. I'm going to take a little break and get to there. Please join our Discord, join the community. Let us know what you think about all the amazing things that you learned about, because it's super fun. There's so many more fun things happening. Yeah. We are getting dangerous. We're whispering. It's super fun. We love it.
There's whispers, there's wells. There's a lot of fun.
Yeah, right. Thank you all for watching and being a big part of it. Thank you all for being in here. We're the best. I'm going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Is he jumping to a different Twitch? Or we'll be right back?
Awesome. I'm going to mute for now, and then when they
just mute it for a sec. I can't hear stuff well. I don't know if it's everybody else or just me.
You can't hear me well. Is it better now?
I hear you way better now. Yeah.
Okay.
Way better.
Well, Kylie, can you give me a mic check?
Yeah.
Are we back? Are we back, bro?
We never left, dude.
Yeah, and it's tough because I think we were all just yearning for this. This is what Disney Lorcana needed right now. It needed. I wouldn't necessarily say it was on life support, but there was a cause for concern, and I think despite one of the biggest disappointments being that Worlds is invite only, it's clear to see that there is a future for Disney Lorcana, and there is a dedicated set of staff that tour through the building is showing you we are making the investment for the long-term success of this game. So here, we'll let you peek behind the curtain really quick, see, it's essentially how the sausage is made. And this is, I would almost call it like Lorcana 2.0. I feel
for sure. Yeah. It really feels like all this was kind of like the beta, right? Like we were just kind of getting everything ready. And now we're doing a full launch. I agree with that 100%. And yeah, I mean, I think it's, like you said, we've all been yearning for this. This is something that we've all been wanting to hear about. And look at this power line, baby!
Glasses, baby.
Not the power line shades, bro. I got that same shirt and jacket, bro. I could have had it on.
I thought I knew
bro.
everything, but I guess I didn't know enough. And what a reveal! I mean, there were some really cool things that came to light there.
Bro, my man changed his clothes for the power line, bro.
He's got the power line jacket.
Bro, I literally have the same shirt and the same jacket. If I was at my house, I would have done the same thing, bro. JDZ's on it, bro.
I think we both share.
Bro, he brought that with him from Portland, bro.
We actually changed shirts really quick.
In preparation for that, I mean, I'm super excited. And ever since I started playing this game, I've been one of those people that Greg was talking about. I got to get Powerline in this game. We have to get Goofy Movie into this game. We have to do it. It's got to happen. I'm emailing people. I'm sending messages out, and it's finally happened. Coming in Fabled, we are going to get Powerline in this. Well, I'm assuming if Powerline's not in this pack.
Powerline's in there.
Okay.
Powerline is one of.
Bro, you know what's sad, bro? That's all they needed, bro. All they had to do was say Goofy Movie,
best singer.
I'm excited.
They just said best singer.
That's
best
it.
singer.
That's
in the
it.
game.
That's all I need to hear.
If you like song cards, Powerline.
Oh, bro.
Freddie, you're back, bro. You're back,
so
Freddie.
stoked. But anything else? Like, what are some other things? Like, because I saw some of these cards, and I thought some of those cards from the Return of Jafar, or excuse me, Return of Jafar. Yeah, from
Reign of
Jafar. Reign of Jafar.
Come on, JD, lock in,
really,
dude.
really dope. I'm excited to get out here and get some of this Palace Heist in. I'm ready to try it. I mean, maybe I can just sneak that out of here. I mean, you guys got to watch me on the way out here, Rochelle, because I think I'm taking a bunch of stuff when I leave.
Take that power line card, bro. That's what you need to.
I will escort you out.
Come on, man. Come help me out.
The Palace Heist having this this actual,
the actual.
We're really focusing on this box, huh?
So nice.
That's really cool that you guys listen to the feedback, because the Ursula's version had that single use thing, and once you get done, you had to basically just kind of it's just a disheveled piece, and it's like all over the place. But this is like a nice rigid hard box. Can I just open this, get a quick spoilers real quick? I'm sorry, I'm stealing this too. Just going to slide this right on into the, and there it is, Palace Heist complete.
Wait,
I won.
Where'd
That's it. The game's over. GG's. But is there any cards? Can we talk about some of these cards too, or is that
sure.
Is it off limits? Let's see. What
was your favorite?
My favorite, I think that one is really good. I like the Jasmine.
Yeah. So I
oh, Jack, here you go, bro.
Steel Song this week.
Yeah.
But I've been playing Chernadog.
Hey, she said it. She called it by the name.
Most of the set.
We love it.
Shout out to Ghosty.
Shout out Ghosty.
She probably copied your deck list, Ghosty. Let's be honest.
That's insane.
This card is so cracked, and it's
really,
inkable.
it's really going to be a problem, because Chernadog is already kind of one of those decks. Like, oh, here we go with this. Okay, they're doing their thing. They can do their thing better than a lot of people, and I think that this card being added to that color combination, being added to that deck identity, is going to be a problem. I think this card is really strong. You're talking an additional 2 lore coming on in. I think at a 1 cost too. This card could have easily been uninkable. Come on, give me something. Help me out. No, I'm joking. But I think this card is really powerful.
Look at the art in the background that they switched.
I'm gonna have to let the dogs out again, and I think this is probably going to be the missing piece, depending if
dude, that enchanted eye to eye is going to be so insane,
bro. I can't even wait, bro. I'm gonna rip like bro. I'm getting like 60 cases of Fable.
Dude, whoever drew that, I want to know. It's so good.
Just buy the single, bro. Crazy.
No, fuck that, bro. I gotta open that. I'm gonna feel like a kid. I'm gonna cry when I open that card.
And with that in mind,
tears.
Stefan, you weren't quick enough with your beep, dude.
Yeah, you missed, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I can't with Powerline. I can't contain, bro.
I get it.
Cooking. It's happening.
Let's see here.
Hey,
let's check on it.
What are we looking at?
I think they updated the website. They updated the website.
Oh shit!
Needs to refresh.
It's also hard to do this.
Refresh.
We're live. This is live TV. Look, you're cooking right now. Look at that. And it's.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
Yep,
tell.
it's already on the site.
So far away.
It's already live.
You got to put your power line
It's live on the
back
site.
I
Yep.
think that might enhance.
Oh, there it is.
There it
Yeah.
is. See.
Yep.
So.
Got it right here. Pre-release May 30th. Okay.
Okay. Anything new in terms of something that wasn't announced?
This is live.
I'm sure they're just getting reactions and stuff. And
I mean, we haven't talked
yet.
about Colossus or Resist or any of that stuff on locations. Are we not going to get any of that today?
Rochelle's job that much harder. Let's crash this thing with everyone checking out the website right now and see if it's ready.
What a great screenshot! Right.
Look at that.
Right from just a few moments ago.
Yeah, that was totally live, by the way. Completely good to go. Okay, we got another one here. I'm gonna bring this one up here.
There's a 4-cost Stitch steal during your turn. Whenever blank, banish another character in a challenge. Draw a card and gain 1 lore. Whenever another alien banishes another character in a challenge, draw a card and gain 1 lore.
Okay, if you didn't know this about
Where are
your
you seeing
boy
that?
JDZ, Jasmine is by far and away my favorite Disney princess.
You just get a DM from
Bradensburger. Also loves Jasmine.
There's a pre-order button on the site. It takes you to Amazon, and there's some cards in the pre-order links.
So for that reason, I love Jasmine, and I've been hoping for a completely busted, broken Jasmine, because I think we have a busted Ariel, we had a busted Belle, we have a busted Rapunzel, we have a busted. All the other princesses get a busted one, but Jasmine hasn't gotten her busted card just yet. But this one seems really cool, and I think it can.
That's probably to help if Wheel rotates out.
The fact that it's a shift too.
Yeah.
So like you can turn 1 Jasmine.
Oh, Pinocchio. Legendary Pinocchio.
That's really cool.
Evasive. Whenever you ready this character, you may draw a card.
For turn 2, 2/5, that's
That is pretty
bro. This card is
and that
sick,
enchanted
bro.
artwork. I thought
A
we
4-cost
don't have that one
inkable
here. I would
0/4
probably take that
purple.
one onto
Quest
the
for
house
2
sure. It's
has
going right
evasive.
into the heist box as well.
Once during your turn, whenever you're ready and
it's
you
next
draw
level.
a card.
I think that thing is one
Does
of
he
the
draw
most
for
beautiful
turn?
cards. It had steady
Like,
strategist.
the start of
I
your
think Jasmine is going to be lit.
Fine,
And
whenever you're ready,
to
this
Yeah.
Can you maybe put it on
Ready-
stream so we could all talk about it instead of private conversation?
let's take this.
We got one more.
Yeah, let's take this off.
What do you think?
Ain't much going on the stream right now anyway. So.
Yeah, let's turn on the stream.
Thoughts
Okay,
on
hold
the
on. Let me,
legendary
so you want me to mute?
Rapunzel here?
Yeah, just mute it in case something
Yeah.
exciting happens. But
Yeah. So I don't want to share it without disrupting this, but we're looking at the Amazon listings right now for the starter decks, and it's
maybe I
spoiling a couple
can
of
put it
cards.
up on my.
Yeah, so you throw it up.
Maybe it's on
That
Amazon.
Pinocchio looks like it
Yeah.
could cook.
If you
boys.
can, Skinner, I'll maximize your screen for this.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the item. Can you send me the link? Was it Rain
Go to the Disney Lorcana website. Scroll down to the section for Reign of Jafar where it says a button that says pre-order, and it'll take you to Amazon. But you shouldn't
I
pre-order
see
from
them here.
Amazon. Pre-order from your
Oh,
friendly
the
local
art
game
is sick
stores.
too. Okay, so let's see here. Let's do this.
Just kidding. Pre-order from wherever you want, just as long as you're playing Disney Lorcana.
Yeah, but also I honestly think that Amazon it's considered a big box, so you have to wait 2 weeks anyway. So you may.
Oh, that's true. So yeah, it'll be but see, they're closing the gap. So it's just a week.
All right.
That's right. Yeah. You're right.
All right. 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna show it right now.
While we're waiting for Skinner, I'm gonna unmute.
So what did you think of all the fun stuff?
Listen, I'm fully motivated. As soon as they announced Powerline, I kind of just got out of there. I'm not gonna lie.
Look at
That's
that.
it. We're committed.
Oh, we rushed. We rushed.
I was done.
Costume change happened.
I just completely left. But seriously, I thought you did a great job. I thought that.
Thank you.
I think about 85% of your jokes landed. And come to find out, Rochelle said she wrote your material.
She did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, every single joke.
Yeah, so I'm not, maybe
including the ones I made up on the fly.
I'm to blame.
Take that joke. So maybe the 15% was yours and the 85% was her.
That's accurate.
Okay.
100% accurate. Okay. Yeah, no, that's how it works.
But
no, I know. Yeah, we even had to sweeten the crowd, as they say, right? Add some sugar to it.
All right,
it was
Skinner's
really
all
done.
set
Really
here,
well
so-
done. I enjoyed it a
Well,
lot.
I'm trying to just
great. I thought you guys handled it.
whatever. You guys can see my tabs here. I don't really care about that.
If it's possible, you might just need to mirror. I mean, I can control the mirror from here.
Hold
There
on
you
a
go.
sec. Let me
So
maybe hold on.
there you go.
Maybe I just save the images and put them behind me. This one. And so it's this and this.
You're just gonna pull up the pictures you sent.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull them up behind me here.
Okay. All right.
Oh, somebody posted some new Bambi ones too from CNET.
Oh, are we in spoil season, bro? Is this spoiler season? Let's go.
All right, let's just do this. This easier. Can you guys see?
Yes. We just gotta blow it up when you can't.
Stefan, we good? Can you see it?
What's up?
Can you see what's on my screen?
Yeah. Give me a second. Oh, that's actually a very tough. Oh, Bambi
those are new.
Legendary. When you play this character, gain 1 lore. When an opponent plays a character, return this character to your hand.
Yo,
Bro, that's some spice, bro.
Yeah.
yo, and then if you let that thing, if you cannot play a character, you let that thing live. GG, bro. That is, you're cooked.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
That's a good card.
easy to out though. One.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you have the removal, but like the chance, like, what if you have your characters or you're out? Like this would destroy an Amber Ruby Mufasa deck.
I like Twitter padded, bro.
Twitter padded.
Yeah.
You can kill your opponent's illusions with it, or you could give your character evasive to take out their little problem card.
Yep. Good point.
Honestly, that's a great action. That's a fantastic action.
Yeah, that for one, and it's inkable. Like I could see myself, like if I'm in red purple, I could see myself like, yo, you got that annoying
Iago or anything else
Iago,
there.
bro. I'm just gonna give it evasive. Oh, it's gone now.
Bro,
And
I
then we
play
got this-
Peter Pan on turn 3, and then like on 6, I can rush in and evasive whatever or on 5. Like that's insane. That's really good.
Okay, and this Fey line is pretty interesting as well.
Characteristic for Bambi too. You see Prince.
Prince.
Ooh, that's interesting. I wonder why.
I like the art too. I was like, I know they're all bursting out of the art, but like she really looks 3-dimensional. Like
I think Bambi is,
or he looks 3-dimensional.
Yeah, I think he is a prince actually.
I don't recall Bambi.
And then we got this.
On with the
that Bruno is Stefan's only hope, bro.
Yeah, whenever this character sings a song, you may draw a card for each character you have in play. Yeah, that's probably. I mean, that might be an indicator that. Imagine having Whole New World. Oh no, you can't. It's that's why.
Yeah, it's yellow purple.
Because it's yellow purple.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not entirely gone here.
Mulan.
That Mulan is wild, by the way.
Dude, they want Red Steel to be something.
Yeah, the final text on that card that you can't see because you can't see it on a different picture. It says you may attack ready characters. By the way, so this thing is it counts as evasive on your turn. So Diablo standing up or Diablo not standing up, it don't matter.
So he has reckless, and during your turn he gains evasive.
Yeah, bro.
Don't tell me that.
Yes, that's so. So there's 3 texts. It's got reckless. The burst of speed says during your turn this character gains evasive, and then the 3rd text says you may attack ready characters.
Bro, why do they do that to us, bro?
Yeah,
that's dirty. That is dirty.
Damn.
Red Steel, bro. Let's go, Red Steel.
And then we have this as well.
Yo, I like this Pinocchio, bro.
So the Stitch art is nuts.
Taking a look at that almost looks very reminiscent of almost like the live action. Trying to give it.
Who did that artwork? Did we finally get a Peter Raimundo card?
I don't know, but it's sick.
All right, I'm looking at Tiana. Whenever you play the song, each character gets that was the minus attack, right? Until the start of the next turn. And then Stitch during your turn, whenever the character banishes the character in a challenge, you may draw a card and get more. That's definitely on those Red Steel decks.
Yep. And then this Pinocchio art is awesome.
The D23 Iago promo right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I noticed that I was going to talk about it in the promo that everybody got from D23. There's like a sand effect on the lore symbol. And I thought that was going to be a thing for the set, and it wasn't. It's not a thing.
No, I bet you money it's in the Reina Jafar. It's on the. It's got to be on Heist. You don't remember the tentacle effect on
the
Ursula?
Heist.
That's it's probably
probably right.
That does make sense.
I do like that Pinocchio though.
4 mana, or excuse me, 4 ink, 0/4 evasive. Really quest for 2. Once during your turn, whenever you ready him, you may draw a card.
I have no idea who runs that account, by the way, but they're awesome. So shout out to you. If you do run that account, let us know. Maybe we'll get you on here and we could talk about what it felt like to see your account.
I can't wait to see that Twitter account.
Justified in all of your asking.
In Lorcana yet, and it keeps saying no every day.
You gotta keep
I want to
doing
see
it,
what's going to
and
say.
that's proof positive that if you stay consistent, be persistent, maybe something will happen. I don't know, or you might just get blocked. I don't know. That's also
that's get dangerous, baby.
Okay, we're going next.
All right, so I muted them for
now. That Pluto card is buns.
So you guys want to go through a little recap and talk about what we thought about everything?
Yeah, let's do it. We'll let's do this in a 4-square really quick.
I mean, obviously, if we see something in the corner of them doing some new card previews or something, we could always give it a break. But
yeah, let's. I guess Skinner, why don't you start? What is your most favorite thing you heard today?
Yeah, somebody in the chat said biggest winners. Yeah, I think biggest winners. Well, I mean, number one, that Maleficent set champs card, right?
I'm getting Stitch vibes from that.
Yeah, a lot of people have been asking for like more, myself included, like bigger, more cool promos to play for. Like we like the foiling, I like that what they're doing, but like a lot of these cards don't feel playable, or they don't feel like they make a big difference. The Madrigal one was a bit lackluster. I know a lot of the set champs tournaments have been reporting kind of low attendance this time around. So I think something to get people excited again for set champs is very important. And I don't think there's any way to get more excited than that. I mean, that Maleficent promo looks incredible. I've already gotten some messages. I know you guys have as well from Hector saying he'll be attending every single one, trying to get it. So
we're so cooked, bro.
Yeah, we're
so
done.
cooked.
We're gonna have to find the hidden cove of a set champ.
No, I'm gonna whoop Hector
in order for us to get a shot.
Just
I don't know why you guys are scared of Hector.
No,
it's not that we're not scared of Hector. It's just Hector is just he's on a different level.
Bro, he's a monster.
Do you remember him
he's a
during
monster.
set champs?
Yeah, I was
he's
judging.
A monster.
Yeah, you judged one, right? But
I
you
judged
didn't
Chaos too.
Okay, but fine, you judged 2. But to see the dedication he had to go to every store, like he walked in the store and everybody was like,
Oh,
here we go again.
He wanted to make some money. He wanted some stitches.
Some stitches.
Bro, man,
there's a lot more this time, though. I think
Greg
that's
Tito's
what's good.
freaking me out right now.
Greg
Bro.
Tito?
Greg Tito.
Yeah, Greg Tito is
he's taking a note out of our book, Gabe.
He's acting wild. He's like
the range.
The there you go.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I think that's definitely one of my highlights for sure. Here, I'll pick 3 because I don't want to go through everything. I'm sure you guys want to say some stuff as well. So I mean, rotation we could talk about as a whole separate conversation.
Yeah, that's like a whole conversation,
bro. Yeah, Goofy movie, obviously.
Bro. Leave that for Kylie. Leave that one for Kylie.
I still listen to that song to this day. Like one of the best soundtracks of any Disney movie. One of the most, I don't want to say sleepers because obviously a lot of people love Goofy movie, but like it's just on a league of its own, man. That movie is so good. Watching it as an adult as opposed to watching it as a kid is so different because when you watch it as a kid, it's like Max's perspective is like, God, I want to go to this cool concert and I got to go on this boring trip with my dad, you know, but now being older with people who have kids and like, it's a movie about being a dad and wanting to spend time with your kids, you know? So movie is timeless. It's such amazing characters. And I think there's a reason why everybody's been asking for it. And man, not only are we getting it, but that preview we got of Eye to Eye, that card art.
That is definitely a
that
song.
Card is sick.
Song.
God.
Song. Dude, I'm gonna be fiending, ripping. Hector and Stefan are gonna be trying to fight me for that card. I'm betting now.
Dude,
his nickname is gonna be Kylie Rips.
If that's the enchanted art that they use, which I can only imagine it will be, my goodness, like they killed it. I can't wait to see the rest of the cards from the set.
They need to get this Pluto off the camera and put the eye
look,
this
they
Pluto
have,
is bun.
they have the same glare issue we do.
Yeah,
bro, this is like this stream is SSG coded so hard, bro.
And then I'll kind of include it with that as gargoyles as well. So I'll kind of toss that in there as well, like gargoyles, Black Cauldron, just new IPs in general. Amazing, super happy to see that. And then I'll say my third most exciting thing. Let's see. I would say Fabled, just Fabled in general. I think Fabled looks like a hype set. Although I am very excited for Jafar. Fabled looks insane. Like so many new cards to open, the new art, you know, the reprints of the older cards. Like I think Fabled's going to be a really, really big set that a lot of people are going to be trying to open packs and open, you know, the new cards and the new iconics and the epics and all the reprints and foil reprints. And I think there's going to be just so much value in Fabled as a set, especially now that we're doing rotation. Just having like a whole new way to start the game, essentially like a whole new page. So yeah, I foresee, although Jafar is hype, I do foresee Fabled being like ridiculous. So
yeah, kind of overshadowed Jafar a little bit.
Yeah, I felt like it did. Like they started with Fabled right away. I was like, okay, well, you know, but no, Jafar will have its time to be hype over the next couple of weeks. I'm sure we're gonna get tons of previews.
It makes sense though. So like we're kind of in a weird format right now, and when because they just came out and said OP doesn't start until the season starts. And like so Reign of Jafar is going to be like a bridge event.
It's
the world set. It's a world set. And so we don't get to go to worlds. And so maybe, you know, I think you have to hype up Fabled more because that's really the one that we're going to go to DLCs for,
right?
And all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, Fable is going to be.
I know why. That's exactly why they did it.
Yeah. Oh, look, they're showing the Jafar that I wanted to show you. Let me pull the sound up. I wanted to know if it was a set champs card or not.
This is, I think it was confirmed that this is the set champs card.
Same
for Reign, yeah.
Ability.
Yeah, all the same mechanics, just in a promo.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure there's a full art. Yeah,
there it is, bro.
Yeah, that's the full art.
That is dope.
That's the top
one
so
bad.
And
I
then
think
the
there's
rest
people are going to go after this one.
No, you know what? I take it back.
I'm sure he's probably
Hector, you're cooked, bro. I'm coming for you, brother.
Trying to get this Jafar.
Yeah, that's these are cool promos, man. Not that the Hero Hamada is not cool, not that the Madrigal wasn't nice, but like promos for this event should be hype, bro. Like give us fan favorite characters and like cool poses, and yeah, Jafar is going to be sick. And that means the mat's going to look like that too. So I can imagine what the mat's going to look like.
But look, so we now know that the next two set champs are going to be cards that are going to be highly sought after. That tells me that they took feedback from people about how buns those previous cards were.
Yeah, 100%.
And like they had they have to be playable, or at least it's got to be cool. Like the
or have collector appeal, right? Like
yeah,
look,
exactly.
nothing against Madrigals and nothing against Encanto. Encanto's an incredible movie, but like You know, like when you think of the history of Disney and like classic bangers, like is Mirabelle, like that's the card that you know, like I thought they just could have done better. And even Hero Hamada, I'm a huge Big Hero 6 fan, but like it's not
He
a
already had
classic character.
Enchanted, is what kind of sucked. He had the Gorillas Enchanted.
The Ursula.
Yeah.
I hate
Ursula was good. I liked Ursula, but Rockstar obviously is.
Rockstar is good. Ursula was good.
And then
Ursula was good, but you're right.
Scar was okay. Scar was cool.
The thing is they did that thing that I hated with Ursula, where they came out with an Enchanted and it was a set promo. It's like, why?
They got to stop doing that. Like if now we're gonna get an Enchanted Jafar in Reign of Jafar. There's no way we don't.
Right.
But now there's the Enchanted version and the
participation,
the participation and the challenge version. But that's where I think they need to like separate a little bit.
They did it with Ursula too. No, everybody forgets that Ursula has an Enchanted.
They did it with Hero.
Yeah.
And so I think that's one thing that they do. I think if they bring back multiple playmats, do the top 8, do the participation, make it a good card that doesn't already have an Enchanted, and they let the stores do it not on the weekends, I think set champs get 30 plus players every set champs.
At least on Fridays.
No, it doesn't.
At Friday.
Should just be any day. Because like, look, we do a Tuesday, right? We could do it on a Tuesday.
Yeah, but you have to remember they have to play it out.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's a long day, man. A lot of people work, bro.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm getting every Jafar, bro.
Listen,
I'm there.
If you're not down for it, you're not down for it. That's fine.
It's not that I'm not down for it. It's that my job's not down for it.
Bro, I'm gonna catch pneumonia that week, bro. I don't care.
That's fine. Listen, me too, bro.
I want to jump in line. I want to talk about my top 3.
Do it.
Top 3.
Being part of like event coordination is a huge thing, especially with the gap of the DLCs. So I was very happy to hear that they were alluding to DLCs this year. If we were to plan appropriately, I would say, so 3 weeks after what is it
Fable.
now? 3 weeks after Fable's release, we'll make the set legal, which if they're saying they're trying to align with it, makes it that sometime in September.
Yeah, probably September. We'll probably see September.
See our first one. And I'm wondering if they're going to go from the East Coast to the West Coast like they did last time. I think they like having Seattle being their like the last stop. So I'm happy to see that again. Yeah, I'm happy to see that again. Hoping that maybe we'll explore some locations like South Florida, Miami.
Brother, let's go, baby.
They're not ready for DLC Miami, man.
Oh my
god. But
I don't think they can handle it, bro.
It's great because like DLCs, like, sure, we're going to compete, but the experience that you get from those, whether you're doing good or not, are bar none, right? We try to create that magic here at Southside Gaming, and it just like it kind of helps fill the gap a little bit, but it's not all the way. So I'm really happy for the opportunity to go and see some of my friends that are not only down here in South Florida, but all over the United States and sometimes even the world, right? It's just so easy to meet and how you doing? Like I went to 3 DLCs this year, and I ran into some people and like they remember my name and our matches, and it's truly like a magical moment. So I'm really happy to be experiencing that again.
I miss going to DLCs, dude. I miss it.
My next one, I would say, I'm actually excited about rotation.
Me too.
Rotation makes me feel uncomfortable, and I think in order for you to grow in this game competitively, you need to be uncomfortable. We're talking about the changes to Bucky, right? The changes to Hiram, to Fortisphere. Like,
you gotta be able to pivot.
Exactly. And everyone knows me. I'm pretty diehard Steel Song fan, and if the deck dies in rotation, it dies. Am I going to be sad about it?
No, you got power line, baby. You're there.
Yeah, bro. Best singer in the game, according to Rochelle.
Yeah. So if, but and again, it allows me to explore 4 other inks, right? Like there is a world where that can happen, and like you have to be okay with that, because sometimes some ink pairings shine more than others, and that's essentially how the game is built. Steel Song can't be the best deck all the time. I understand that.
When was Steel Song the best deck?
The Steel Song is the best deck now.
It's been for a while.
It's got a good run right now.
Best deck?
It's got a good run.
Set 1, it was up there. That between that and Red Purple.
Every format, it's like maybe, and then so like the last 3 weeks it's Steel Song until the next set. with the exception of like the last two, which was red blue.
Because everybody gets tired of winning with the other decks. They let the Steel Songs guys have it for a minute.
Yeah. No, and it's yeah. So I'm excited. I was when we first unofficially heard about it. You know, there was a bit of sticker shock there. You're looking like, wow, 4 sets gone. And you know, I look forward to it, especially if they're going to be supporting the Infinity format at an official level.
Bro.
That just means that we get to play 2 different formats. So like, think of stores, right? Stores can run Lorcana 2 or more days now. Infinity format or constructed.
Yep.
Friday night Lorcana, baby, let's go.
Maybe there's a world where like more sealed is supported, right? It helps cater towards the communities and their specific crowds and what they like, right? I'm sure if we asked our community over here, you know, we played core constructed and it became stale, and they're like, you know, can we take our other nights and just turn them to Infinity? Those are open possibilities,
of course.
And I'm really happy. You know, the more I talk about it, it's just I'm excited. I think it's great.
And they kind of alluded that they're going to be supported both, right? Because at first he was like, "Oh, this is only going to affect your core constructed tournaments and this and that." So it made it sound like they were only going to focus on core. And then later on, he was like, "Oh, but there are also Infinity, and you can play those at Infinity DLCs." So I think it's going to be a split. I think they're going to do some.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Infinity as side events, and the main event being core constructed, or maybe we were talking about it before, the Magic Pro Tour.
Yeah, you have to be able to play both. Like day one, you might have to play constructed, and day 2, you might have to play Infinity format. So you really have to know both. You can't just.
That would be so cool.
You can't just play like core constructed and, you know, ignore Infinity and still be one of the top people.
And what that does, by the way, like what people don't give enough credit to that, it eliminates the luck element. Like if you are able to play one format and the other format and kill it in both formats and make it and win that thing, I mean, what you've got is like the person who deserves to win that event, period.
Yeah. In Magic, you play like one day one format, the next morning you draft, and then like in the top 8 you play another format. Like they do like a gauntlet.
Yeah, they're throwing it at you.
Yeah, and I think that's a really cool way to separate somebody who might just be a one trick from somebody who truly understands the game and is a master of the games, you know. Which nothing wrong with being a one trick, but it's going to be really, it's like another level of skill that will be able to be shown. So I think that's really exciting. And what's your third thing, Steph, before we move on?
Yeah, definitely. So kind of an underdog here, and maybe it's just because I'm very partial towards the card, but I'm really looking forward to that collector set. The 4 Fabled packs and the alternate, or not alternate RT, but alternate border Tinkerbell. I thought the Lilo gift box was an absolute hit. I'm not a fan of the ratios in the packs. As many as I bought, I maybe got like 2 Floodborn packs.
All Inklings, bro.
Yeah, it was a little.
They had to find a way to get rid of that stuff.
All into the Stinklands, bro.
Into the Stinklands.
Into the Stinklands, bro. Actually, you know what's crazy? Inklands in an Infinity format may be one of the dominant sets because there are a lot of key powerful cards in there. I mean, Robin Hood's in there. Smee's in there. Piglet's in there. Chernobog is in there.
Rest in piss.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Rest in piss.
Rest in piss. But I, you know, it's funny. I was telling Devin, you know, at the shop, like we have a lot of old product, and I'm like, yeah, you know, if they ever do like a rotation, Infinity format and stuff, like some like Shimmering Skies might be the set, bro. Arcasia's Island might be the set in this new meta, and you know, you might see some of the cards, the stocks of certain cards go up. I'm never saying that the Arcasia's Island Baloo is going to be a playable card. Like I just don't see that in the cards. But
good luck.
You know, maybe
you never know.
Maybe the Bagheera.
Bagheera's pretty cool.
Yeah, Bagheera's cool. Bagheera, I've already seen in a couple decks. Obviously, not a main, like not a staple or anything, but yeah, it's definitely cool. What about you, Kylie? Talk to me. Top 3.
Well, no, you know, number 1 for me is Powerline.
No, you know, number 1. Right. That's 1, 2, and 3.
That's
Kylie.
1, 2, and 3, bro. Yeah, bro. I'll be honest. Like I've been telling people for a long time, like, bro, I just want Goofy movie in this thing, please.
And you spotted it right away on the pack. I didn't even see it. You were like,
I saw that
Powerline.
I was like, what is that, bro? I'm like, I'm out.
I don't think I've ever seen you so excited.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's my number 1, of all time. And then number 2, really cool for me is I actually like the Infinity format. Like, you know, I used to play a lot of Magic, and actually I was starting to get a little bit back into it during this lull. Built up a modern deck, And you know, I like modern and legacy more in Magic than I do standard. Because you know, if you get really good at modern and legacy, you know a lot of cards, you know a lot of decks, you know a lot of matchups, and those are like the power tier decks, like where the most crazy things can happen. You know, and there's constant bans. I mean, constant. Like, you know, I was playing Boros Energy, and then they ban the Raptor, and it's like, okay, can this deck still survive? Can it adapt? And I think we're gonna see that in the Infinity format. With I think there will have to be more bans because, you know, as you create these sets, you know, it doesn't matter what has to what happens in standard, but it's like, okay, now we have to also look at Infinity. Like, you know, certain shift targets, like with a smaller shift, or certain songs, or just certain card interactions. I mean, they could really break the game at some point, considering everything is legal.
For sure.
And then my third thing is, I do like that I feel like they've heard the community. I think that they're very slow, like to come out with it. But I think that at the end of it, they at least listen to everybody, right? Like, Maleficent's going to be a set champs card, right? Everybody's excited. You know, Goofy movie, Darkwing Duck, Gargoyles,
more
Black
collectible
Cauldron.
cards, like new iconics and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, I'm definitely excited that they listen. Again, I you know, hopefully, you know, obviously, I think the competitive players are kind of a little like, all right, what's going on right now? You know, they still have to wait for Worlds. But I think, like, other than that, I think that, you know, they moved in the right directions with.
And at least they touched on it, right? They said, you know, challenges this year. Like, even though we're not getting the information, knowing that it's coming is, you know, at least
we're not in the dark.
Temporary sigh of relief, right?
Yeah. And I think everybody here, like everybody, I think there's like 300 people in here, like, we all have to realize, like, they need something, right? There always has to be something to announce, right? If they don't announce something crazy at Worlds, you know, it's like, well, we're not even gonna be interested, right? So they can't just give everything. I think they actually gave a lot with Fabled. I don't even think they had to go that far.
I think we got a lot, period.
But yeah, I mean, there was a lot today, but I think that, you know, they're holding it so that, okay, this can be the hype for, you know, Worlds. This is what's going to be exciting. And they talked about, you know, like, they kind of threw in some events that might happen in between DLCs. So hopefully we see more official events, like, you know, just beyond the set champs. But overall, I think it was really good. It kind of snaps to me where I'm like, all right, let me start looking at just these 4 sets.
Yep. That's the fun part now.
Yeah, let me see, like, what we can do, you know? And it's like, it's going to hurt, right? It's going to hurt to put my Diablo down, and it's going to hurt for somebody to
maybe use it in your Infinity deck, bro.
Infinity, that's it, bro.
Infinity Diablo,
play
bro.
Discard, and then in your standard, you play something else, so.
No, always discard, bro.
Always discard.
So that Talk to me, Gabe, bro.
Give me Gabe.
All right, so the first 2 are simple. We've kind of touched on it already. Number 1 is, for me, it's Gargoyles, because you may or may not know, if you've never seen Gargoyles, the Illuminati baby is the bad guys in Gargoyles. So that's number 1, bro. And so I'm all about that. Number 2 is gonna be, for me, the fact that Infinity, they discussed the fact that Infinity is part of the OP. I felt that this game would die if it was just, hey, we're flipping over rotation. They touched on that. I'm cool with that. And then my number one thing, because I was worried about it when they announced that Worlds would be closed. They officially came out and said, and we'll find out at Worlds, people who are viewing the event can get a non-foil brand new promo Whole New World. I think that's a big deal, because we were all promised this whole new world. And when we heard it was closed ended, we thought, bro, are we gonna have to spend? Is the only way to get a whole new world is to spend $10,000 on a foil one that these competitors win? And no, as long as I can get it, even if it's not foil, I'm happy with that. Those are my 3.
Agreed. That was, wow, you blasted through that. So let's just one last topic. I know, you know, we've all been on here for a while, and we all have stuff to do, so we won't keep it too much longer, but a fun topic that I thought we can maybe just go, maybe not top 3, but maybe top 2. What cards do you think are going to be reprinted, right? Like, give me like the top 2 cards that you would like to see come back from your previous sets, right? I think I'll start off, and I think Friends on the Other Side. I think is a card that I would love to see reprinted. Obviously, there's other ways we can make that card, but Friends on the Other Side to me is like, I consider that a pretty much a staple. And Mikey hit my other one, B Prep, right? I think we still get B Prep. I think that this game, as much as people hate board wipes, is essential, or else you just have like a bunch of Churn a Dog style decks just like going as wide as possible and like making the game like really not fun to play. So I think we still need a form of board wipe. So I think for me, it's Friends on the Other Side and Prep. Red, purple just happens to be their colors, but I'm not trying to insinuate that we should be bringing that deck back in its entirety. But I think those are my top two. We'll go backwards this time. What do you think, Gabe?
So I think about like the things that make these color combinations iconic. I think number one's got to be Rapunzel. I think it's Rapunzel. I think number one's got to be Rapunzel.
Okay.
I think she's too important as a draw mechanic to yellow. I don't think yellow gets enough draw by itself. And then number two,
plus you don't want people to feel like their Rapunzels are down in value because they rotated, right? Like you probably want to keep people interested in that. Yeah.
Yeah. And my number two, green. The first time I saw this card, I knew it was going to be a banger. It was going to stay forever. Ursula, Deceiver.
Oh, Deceiver. That's a big one. I didn't even think about that.
Like, there's some cards that when you see printed, they're like, they have to exist forever.
Yeah.
What about you, Kylie?
Where to?
Talk to me.
I think seeing all the stat lines on these cards, I think we need Zeus or some form of Zeus.
Right.
The song. And then I probably think we need, I hate to say this because this card has been the bane of my existence forever, but I think we need like Maui Hero to All.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think we need like the Rush Reckless kind of like just kind of removal card, because like you said with B Prep, like the most important cards I think that get reprinted are cards that draw and like can make your deck work, and cards that can remove or board wipe other cards to balance the game in general. There's no B Prep and there's no wide board wipe if we're you're just like you said, people just run wild because you're not afraid of anything. And if there's no like hard removal, if a shark's just going to run wild.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are we going to do to a shark? And when we lose Zeus, what do we do to shark right now? And I'm scared of that.
You cry.
Like, I'm
you
really
cry.
scared of that.
You cry, bro. That's what you do.
Talk to me, Stefan.
So again, I like to. I'm fair, right? So it would definitely be sad to see Let the Storm Rage On rotate out, but I understand how impactful it is. So on the flip side, I would love to see more traditional steel removal stay intact that is fair, like Strength of a Raging Fire.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, super fair card.
Yeah.
The most fair for sure.
So fair.
Yeah.
Mikey says Storm is gone. That card was a mistake.
No, and again, I'm absolutely being fair. I agree.
No, I know.
Being uninkable, like it's still like that card. It just and it's.
I think Cindy is the problem. I mean, Storm is good, but if you had to sing it on 3, it wouldn't be that crazy. Like, or sing it on 4.
Cindy alone.
No.
Yeah, I think one drop
singer is the issue.
One drop singer.
One drop singer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways.
So sorry. So I guess Diablo and Bell are not a problem, right? Anyway,
Diablo,
getting back on topic, another card that I see that or that I would want to see that's pretty fair, I was so focused on the first one that I couldn't land the second one. But you guys have pretty much said some pretty solid picks.
I'll give you one.
What's that?
Do you think Ariel, Spectacular Singer, gets reprinted?
As much as I want her to, I don't think she will.
Right? That's a big one.
It's tough too because, like, let's say if Sonic Warrior existed past the rotation, I would say yes. But there's just no good shift target for it, and I'm okay. I'm also okay with the idea of Steel Song not existing, or like letting another ink pair become the singing deck for that rotation. So it almost looks like that's what's happening with the Madrigals, right? Like, it looks like they might end up becoming, but then again, how do they remove? So I'm interested. I'm here for it.
I actually think Ariel does get reprinted.
I think
we have Scrooge, for items, and we have Ariel for songs. We'll probably get one that finds a location, and then we probably get one that digs a character.
You won't need it, bro. Powerline's gonna be better than Ariel,
bro.
He's gonna be a 2-drop 6/6, bro.
But I'm saying I think that like if we can search the top 4 for an item, we can search the top 4 for a song, we can search the top 4 for a location, and then search the top 4 for a character. Right. I think that it's balanced. I think it's fair, and I think that it's a way to make some consistency in these decks and kind of change the way that we play. I don't know what it would do to the Eternal format, Infinity format, because might be crazy to like have a character searching characters and like searching a McDuck manor or something. You know what I mean? But I do think Ariel is definitely something that gets reprinted because I think that she's the heart of
that's why I asked
singing archetype. Like I think that unless Powerline comes out and like Gabe says completely just makes Ariel irrelevant. I think that there's a core pieces that need to be printed back again, and it's not to keep the game boring, but it's just to make the song playstyle relevant.
When you put Powerline into play, search your deck for any song and play it for free.
Bro, bro,
that's crazy, bro.
Get the hell out of here with that.
That's too crazy, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, I asked about Ariel just because obviously it seems pretty clear that we will be receiving a whole new world since they're doing the promo and stuff like that. So I can't imagine they'll be rotating it. So just those two cards in conjunction. I wonder if that's just too many pieces of the Steel Song archetype. Like if they're trying to make this a new format, like we want some staples, but do we want that to be their identity again? So I'm just curious to see what they decide. Obviously, if they want it to continue to be Steel Song, then Ariel seems like a no-brainer. But it'll be interesting to see. That's the one that I'm worried about.
I do wish Wheel was gone. I don't think we need Wheel, but I think they were forced into it because they made the promo. I almost think like
it's gonna feel really bad fighting for that promo to not be able.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it was almost like, all right, well, we got to do it.
Right.
We'll get it next time, guys.
And they have
get it next time.
Yeah. To be fair, they haven't confirmed. It could rotate.
Yeah.
But you would assume.
Yeah. They specified that if it's a promo, it's in the year that it was released. That's specifically what they said.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
it'll be. And somebody mentioned in chat there is a look at the top 4 character. Yes,
Tinkerbell. I saw it yesterday. Actually.
An Tinkerbell one. It's a 1/4.
So there you go.
She's okay.
Then, the only one we're missing is like Final Location. So I think these search cards are fine. I think they
have a tutor for locations. The Amber song.
Yeah.
Sorry,
the things I pulled from the sea or whatever.
Right.
I pulled from the sea, but I don't think you specifically sing a song for it. I think it's better when it's a body that can help and replace something in your hand.
Sure.
I mean, given the Merlin card, like you have to wonder if tutor's like a blue identity thing. But
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I think we could probably talk the rest of the day if we were able to, because there's a lot to be excited about. But I'll just let everybody do their little sign off here. If you want to start with the SSG boys, let us know where we can find you, what we got coming up. I know we've already talked about our upcoming Reign of Jafar tournament, but do your spiel and we'll get to us after.
Well, actually, you already started it, so I'll finish it. The Reign of Jafar event that we will be hosting May 31st. We are strategically getting everything set because we in anticipation of high turnout, we want to make sure that everything is set appropriately. So we're finalizing the event cap, the pricing. The pricing already is 4 cases guaranteed, but the event is scalable. So if we do end up capping the event, you can expect very similar pricing to what we've done before at other releases. And it's, again, just to make sure, we want to build up the hype, right? Like we want, and in this event, we're going to have, I'll say it, but we're definitely going to share it on socials. We're going to be a little bit more inclusive of the pricing, so everybody gets to enjoy a release. So this for a first time ever, we're going to be doing a pack on entry. And then I think there shouldn't be an issue with, if we end up capping out, I think what we could do is we could just prize out top 16 as well.
Yeah. So if we cap out, top 16 gets prized out, top 8 plays it out. We're gonna go, obviously Mattify, top 4 play mats.
Yeah,
bounty mats will return. They were very popular.
That was a huge hit.
We will bring back bounty mats, and ink tokens will also come back. What is this? What is this?
What are you showing us, Skinner?
What is this?
Zoom in, enhance.
What is this?
Character enters play exerted.
0-4, the quest for 4.
Oh man! So like, if you were to, so look, you curve out, you play him, you use the removal to make sure they have no bodies on board, and you play him on 3 and hope they don't have rush.
Can I have Pluto, bro? Is Pluto still gonna be legal, bro? Can I Pluto on 4,
bro?
Or Simba restand? There we go. Oh man, some cards are already showing.
Or Sven, bro. You
can ready those characters. Oh. Oh, but
Bro.
that's again amethyst.
Bro,
Oh.
you know they might they might make it more prominent for you to play amber amethyst songs
100%, bro.
so that like the support on the characters might be so strong that like you don't even want the wheel anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like if a character sings a song and then you ready it back, I mean, you just protect it. You
Bro.
can double sing.
Yeah.
It doesn't even say it
Wild.
can't even quest.
Oh.
Oh god, here we go.
Skinner, you can't do this right now.
Draw a card.
We have to go. We were signing off.
I'm so
plus
sorry.
5?
We're almost done.
+5 is crazy.
I feel like the set's just gonna be crazy before the rotation.
+5 is
Then you have to
Yeah.
banish it, but it's
But
like a
look, at the
missile.
end of your turn, banish them.
So
That
it's
doesn't
like
matter. Bro.
reckless.
There's gonna be
Or
stuff
It's a
you
board
want.
wipe.
There's gonna be stuff you want to die. Ooh,
Another
Medusa.
Medusa.
No, we know her. We've seen her.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
the
this is
one.
the, this
There's
one
a
last
new
set. This is this a new one?
No, it's a new one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Artwork is similar. She was on a boat in the last one.
Okay.
Looks almost the same.
It has bounce on it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They're keeping bounce in there for you,
All right,
red,
guys.
purple.
Yeah.
greens.
Didn't mean to distract you.
All right.
That
Okay.
bolt was
So yeah.
sick.
So if we cap out, we'll do top 16 prizing. Top 8 plays it out. Mats will be featured by our friend Craig at Matified. Design is to be determined right now, but we have a lot of inspiration from a lot of the reveals that will be coming. So I'm sure we'll get that figured out appropriately. But yeah. Oh, and last but not least about it, this is the last event that you can qualify for the Southside Gaming in Lorcana Invitational. That we are in the works of getting a date situated. We'll reach out, someone had made a suggestion of us making a list of showing those who've qualified already and how pass downs work. So I think we need to do some work behind the scenes to get that together.
We'll put together a current list.
Yeah, and then other than that, yeah, shout out to Southside Gaming, one of the best places to play not only Disney Lorcana, but yeah,
the best place, bro.
Yeah,
Shout
I mean,
out.
I think one of my favorite things is hearing people call us their locals when they're from out of state. That is absolutely telling, and we love it. We'd love to see you guys come down for our events, and we definitely hope to not only see you at the Reign of Jafar release event, but many events that are.
Hold on. What's that, Abu? Are we cooking?
Are we cooking?
Vanish?
Is that Vanish? Of course.
Whenever this character quest gain lore equal to the bro.
Oh my god,
this set's gonna be wild, bro.
That guy lives.
Look at
bro?
that blurple item. Show Mike
Yeah,
the blurple
what's
item.
this blurple thing? Ice spikes.
When you play this item, exert chosen opposing character. Tap, pay 1. Exert chosen opposing item. It can't ready the.
Oh, good. Yeah, turn down those lucky dimes, baby.
Isochron Scepter, bro. For my people who know.
What else we got, bro? I see the Dormouse from Alice in Wonderland, bro. What we got, bro?
We can go through this quickly. Sorry, Stefan. I know you gotta go.
He's a killer. He's a pinger, bro.
My wife is gonna.
Nah, bro. She'll understand, bro. The Dormouse is here.
Bro, show her a boo, bro. Show her a boo.
There's a new hero.
We have a hot date tonight.
Oh, bro.
Oh, we needed a new hero.
Ready chosen.
Bro,
Floodborn
ready
character.
Floodborn.
Bro. Ready Baymax, bro.
Bro.
Yo, look at this Dawn Carnage.
Oh,
dude.
bro. These are my colors, bro. Let's see, bro. He's a pirate.
Play an action
Reckless.
that isn't a
Okay.
song. Whenever you play an action that isn't a song, chosen opposing character gains reckless
Okay.
during their
Oh,
next
bro,
turn.
you about to see me play this boy and hypnotize somebody, bro.
Okay, we already
Pirates,
saw
bro.
this
Green
one.
Steel Pirates.
This
Yeah,
one.
that we know about.
Red blue action. What's that?
I love that they put Jafar's like this tower.
Yeah,
in the
he's in a lot of the
background.
cards. It's really cool.
Oh, this art.
You know, banish chosen character, then return an item.
Oh,
you discard to
no,
your hand.
red-
No.
No. Get out
Get
of here
out.
with that card,
Uncommon, bro.
And it's uncommon.
Get out of here with that
Yeah.
card,
Oh,
bro.
my boy Bernard,
What little
dude.
Bernard doing, bro?
Okay,
When you play this
allies
character, if you have an ally
Also,
character,
ally
play, you draw a
archetype
card.
looking kind of strong.
Allies, bro. Yeah,
Allies.
like blue steel allies. The Aladdin and Jasmine that just came out in this last set, plus Bianca, Bernard. There's some we can cook with some allies.
All right, I'm done with that. Sorry,
Okay,
Stefan.
thanks.
I
Thanks
just
for
I
interrupting.
got
Okay.
excited. I saw new cards. I had to share.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
hey, you said you want to be on stream? Come say hi.
Oh yeah, guys. Here, I'm gonna swap out for a
This
minute.
is
You guys
perfect
can say
timing.
hi to Justin, our
He's our event coordinator.
he's our
down
event
here.
coordinator. So he helps us make all these events happen for all you guys out there. Here,
Oh,
say
Justin, my boy Justin.
Justin just walked in. He didn't even get the clock in yet.
Justin,
Now you
what's up,
can't
bro?
complain that
He's
I
off
don't
the
put
clock
you
on the camera.
stream anymore.
This is true.
You gotta.
Justin, what's up, bro?
What up, brother?
Where am I? Oh, there I am.
There you go.
There you are.
So we just finished watching the next chapter preview from Disney Lorcana, and we were doing our sign-offs right now, and we're actually just talking about our upcoming Reign of Jafar event. So we were giving a couple details about it. We had mentioned that it's a scaling event, so starting at 4 cases, and then if we cap out, it'll be similar pricing to previous tournaments. And that because we're looking to spread out the pricing a little bit more, so everybody gets a little bit more of the new set action. We're going to be doing a pack on entry, and then we're going to, if the event caps out, we're going to prize out top 16, but top 8 will play out for even more pricing, including custom mats done by Mattified. I don't know if there's any other details that you kind of had cooking in the meantime, or.
No, that's pretty much everything that I had, written down from yesterday from the notes, because I sat down with Kylie yesterday and we just double checked and confirmed on everything. That's pretty much just it all. I'm pretty sure we might change it to if at least 100 people sign up, we will change the pricing. The top 16 gets prized out, and then but top 8 will play.
Okay,
so if we get at least 100 people, it'll the prize will go to top 16. Top 16 will get prize. 9 through 16th will get prize out, but top 8 will play it out and get all the goodies. Because we want as many people as possible to get as much product as they can. Because everyone that plays this game loves this game, obviously.
Awesome.
And we want to be able to give as much as we can before products runs dry.
And this set shows like it will. We've seen some previews of some of the Enchanteds and
my boy Powerline, bro.
Yeah.
Powerline, bro.
Well, Powerline's the next.
Coming.
That's that 9.
Yeah,
that's
no,
that
Fabled.
9.
Fabled.
I don't care. I want to talk about Fabled, bro. It's
I
sick.
saw. I was watching a stream. I think it was this one that's over here in the corner. They showed an Enchanted Jasmine where
you saw that.
I think when she quests, you look at the top 3 and you get an ally.
Yeah.
I really like the art on that one. That's really nice.
Art with the sand and stuff. So sick.
It's gonna be pretty solid.
Yeah, I like decks that do that. The illusion, like the Jafar illusion stuff. Like that really interests me. I like gimmicky decks. I like decks that just like cater to a specific archetype or a specific subtype, like illusion, villain, hero, floodborn, things like that.
For sure. All right, yeah, we're all looking forward to that event. It's going to be super hype. And Mr. Gabe, what would you like to say? You want to say anything to anybody out there?
Yes, ICL. Watch the ICL on Wonderland stream, twitch.tv/VWonderland. You can catch me on Illuminati TCG. We've got some YouTube. You can catch us on Twitch as well. And yeah, as always, you'll see me at SSG streams. Me and Skinner hanging out with Justin, who's pulling his hair out with the millions of people that are walking around, but doing what he does best. Well, Stefan's pulling his beard out. Yeah, bro, we love chaos, baby. Let's go. But yeah, just we can't wait to see you all on the next one.
Awesome.
For sure. And just to make it quick before Stefan's wife murders him, first you can find me first to 20 on YouTube, Twitch, and X. Those are mostly the places that you'll find me. You'll also find me hanging out with the SSG crew at all of their events, at least as long as they'll have me. So hopefully for a long time. And yeah, it's always a blast. And we're looking forward to the Reign of Jafar event. And it's going to be so hype. If you haven't been to an SSG event yet, you don't know what you're missing. It's insane.
It's like coming to the cookout, except no food. Or maybe we can
well,
find a food
sometimes
truck.
Okay, Justin's cooking up. He just said he's going to be cooking for everybody. And yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody who's watching. Right, I know you guys could have watched the regular stream, and I'm sure there's other streamers out there doing their reactions and stuff. So thanks just for hanging with us. We really appreciate it. I know we don't do this super often. We want to try to do this a little more. So thank you guys for taking time out of your day to hang with us, and I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves.
Awesome.
And other than that, Stefan, go get there. Justin, thanks for joining us. Peace out, everybody.
Later.